brought their ships to do what? To pick up slaves.
To buy slaves. I keep saying
So
it.
it is not out of place that the person who named Bite of Biafra was what? And German, because they were the ones that dealt with this coastal, they were the arrows, and they were the ones dealing with this slave. So they understood who they called Bite of Biafra. Me, I'm an man. What the hell is Biafra? What does it mean? Biafra is not indigenous to us. It's not our name. It is what the Portuguese call that bite. Go to the map. Bite of Benin, Bite of Biafra, Boni, New Calabar, Calabar. All those things are Portuguese names. We didn't call Boni. We called it Duban. It was the Portuguese pronunciation that Latinized it to Boni. Benin to Ile Binu. It was Portuguese that Latinized it to Benin. Lagos, Portuguese Latinization. New Calabar, Portuguese Latinization. Calabar, Portuguese Latinization. So when you come up here as an Igbo person and say you are a Biafran, you are an unhinged idiot that doesn't know their history.
So what was Biafra?
Like I said, Starman, just keep quiet, I beg. I don't have time to engage. I'll just keep when I listen to me. When I'm done, you can ask me questions. So when you come up and say you are a Biafra, the reason why we chose Biafra was because it was an aggregation of various ethnicities saying, oh boy, in this eastern region we are, they cannot separate who is Igbo from who is non-Igbo. Therefore, we have to what? We have to first self-preserve. And they rushed up a name. There was no, he rushed up a name. What name shall we call ourselves? And because they took the name and said, you know what? Let us take this name, Biafra. And it was accepted because, like I said, Biafra was a child of circumstance. I'm not saying you should be unfortunate. Those are irrelevant conversations. But I try to tell Biafrans, or rather, people who support Biafra, that you need to look at the intellectual sagacity of the people that outlined the modus operandi, outlined the do's and don'ts, outlined the constitution, outlined that great, which we can call it ideology, that stood behind Biafra. They were university intellectuals, university professors, technocrats, people who had worked civil service, who had done the army, who had done scientists. I mean, think of the scientists that were involved in Biafra. Those were the guys that created the framework for that ideology to exist. For 3 years, we tried to push the ideology and we failed. And what happened? We dropped it and said, you know what? We lost the war. We will integrate ourselves into back the Nigerian society. Now, is there a reason why Igbo people should be angry with Nigerians? With Nigeria? Yes, I'm also angry with Nigeria. Nigeria has done unfathomable things to Igbo people. That is not in doubt. So we're not arguing whether Nigeria has been unfair to Igbo people or not. That's not in doubt. The argument is that should Igbo people allow lunatics like Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa and dregs like Starman be the ones to manipulate that anger? Should Igbo people allow it? I don't think so. We've already seen the outcome.
Okay, can you tell us?
Starman, I'm not done. Just keep quiet. I'm not done. You know, you guys don't have sense. You know, I don't have, like my brother, Jaden. You are worse than my brother. I don't have the patience to argue with dregs. What has happened is that Igbo people have allowed dregs of society, charlatans, to push this Biafra agenda. Dregs.
I call them bottom barrel.
Nobody should interrupt
me. Just like you see a video of Gentle, one guy in military uniform, commanding Biafra.
Let me finish. So it's unfortunate, right, that we have allowed dregs, and it's the same thing with Yoruba Ronu. The Yoruba people have allowed dregs of society to speak for them in sense. It's the same thing with Biafra. We know there's anger in the land. We know Nigeria has been unjust to Igbo people. That is not in doubt. We know Nigeria has continued to penalize Igbo people for the civil war. But what we can collectively agree is that dregs of society do not have the intellectual sagacity to create a framework that will bring us out of this Nigeria. They don't, because they are dregs, and it's also the fault of our intellectual and political leaders to have allowed dregs like this come and speak. Imagine someone like Starman speaking. This is the nonsense they did in Clubhouse, where they said they were doing an alliance with the Yoruba Nation people. And I told them, Starman, Justin, I said, Yoruba people are smarter than you. These Yoruba Nation people, they are smarter than you. That you are aligning with them to live. You think Yoruba man wants to live in Nigeria? You are a fool. because they are not stupid. How can they want to leave Nigeria when the injustice you talk about in Nigeria, that the biggest beneficiaries of this injustice are Yoruba people? These runners you are seeing, they're the biggest beneficiaries. Nigeria has concentrated the economic capital and political capital economic capital in Lagos. You think the people who are benefiting from the economic capital will want to leave Lagos, want to leave Nigeria? Then you must be stupid. And that's what I told Starman. That's why they're all dregs. How can you be rolling out it?
They combine with
Yeah,
Bonka. Arrest
this
Starman.
arrest insulting Igbo people. Starman, they were their allies. Oh. Don't be deceived. I don't know, you guys don't. I mean, when it comes to Nigeria's political history, me, both on Clubhouse here, I mean, so they wrote an article about me that I insulted Yoruba people and we're posting it around. There is nobody that has put in their blood as much as I am for this, whatever cause you talk about, than me. Few people. So when you see Starman, all those guys, ignore them. They are charlatans. They have no skin in the game. They are dregs. They can't create. They can't articulate any ideological purpose. They can't articulate any intellectual conversation. What they do is to praise Nnamdi Kanu like dregs they are. These guys went and teamed up with Gunka Ared. There's a guy called Ared as a result. I said, "Oh, that the
You know,
enemy is
somebody know
Nigeria."
Arede.
I said, I don't have a problem with you saying Nigeria enemy, but you use your brain. These guys you are teaming up with, when push comes to shove, they will abandon you because, like I said, they don't have any skin in this breaking out of Nigeria problem because they are beneficiaries of this structure of Nigeria. So who is going to lose it? Like play. Tinubu now came out. Immediately Tinubu came out for election. Yoruba Nation people switched. They said, yes, so we want to break up from Nigeria, but you see, Tinubu is our brother. We still support him. Imbeciles like Starman them. When I say imbeciles, India marry Ife, Indi Wayam, some of Una marry Ife, Mezuzu. These ones came and said, no election in Igbo land. Meanwhile, Yoruba Nation people, they were shouting, we're going to get PVCs. And I asked them, are you guys not saying that these guys have outsmarted you? You are the one destroy your Yoruba Nation did not go to kill their people. They did not even they did not throw bombs. They said, yes, we'll fight for Yoruba Nation, but we still want the economy of this our southwest to prosper. So we will do what? Hand by hand. We will what? Work and chew gum. We will fight for Yoruba Nation, but we will not impact the economic survival of our own people. But dregs, charlatans, masquerading as revolutionaries, playing on the emotions of Igbo people because of the war, came and said you were going to destroy the environment to pass a message to whom? Who are you passing the message to? Who? See, I can spend the whole day talking about these guys. But what I'll tell you is, Jaden, that you see these IPOB people, they don't deserve any listening ear. They are dregs, and we should treat them the way we treat Islamic terrorists. Ignore them. They have nothing to say. Nothing. There's nothing behind their thinking. You say you want to fight for Igbo survival, and the first people that are the beneficiaries of your threat, the people that suffer from your fighting are Igbo people. Are you not an idiot? Are you? Don't you think that you should be able to sell your message? Nobody's saying don't be angry with Nigeria. Shout it every day. I agree with you. Be angry with Nigeria, but in your anger, what are you doing? What are you doing? One guy came and asked me, have you contributed money to build hospitals? No. Have you contributed money to build schools? No. Have you contributed money to build stores? No. Have you opened a cooperative? No. But your solution is fight the police, fight the military. So you went and gave guns to charlatans. You expect the charlatans won't turn on you. Again, when I think of IPOB and how we've let those guys destroy our homeland, it pains me because guess what? We allowed it. We allowed it.
We played the ostrich.
We played the ostrich. Oh, leave them. They are angry with government. Yes, you can be angry. See, hunger is not only in Igbo land. Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. Irresponsible political leadership everywhere in Nigeria. Dogs, everything that is happening to Igbo people, right, is happening to Nigerians. The only difference is that none of them has raised up their arm against the state. Only Igbo people and some people in the Eastern region. Let's even talk about the Eastern region. When Biafra was carved, a lot of minorities fought on our side. The same way Nigeria is penalizing them is the same way Nigeria has penalized a lot of them. And what have they said? They said, you know what? Anything against the state, count us out of it. We have not recovered from what we have not recovered from system. As Igbo people have not recovered from system, a lot of minorities have not recovered. They don't want to hear anything concerning Biafra because for them, they were penalized two ways. The Nigerian government dealt with them. People who were Igbo, who are the minority, also dealt with and saying that a lot of them went and they turned against the Biafran army. So they suffered in both ways. So after 1977, said, you know what, Igbo people, we don't have anything against you, but you see this your Biafra, I beg, just kill it because we have suffered enough. Igbo people have not been, some of you IPOB have not been understand that. For these guys, Biafra sounds like trauma to them. Igbo people have come out from Biafra, and when you look at all the developmental indexes, Igbo people still have better developmental indexes than a lot of people. So ask yourself, if we have moved and gotten these development indexes, why do you think someone from Anang or Ibibio or will want to join with us? They'll say, man, we will fight the war. We will still be suffering. You guys will find a way of coming out and creating value for yourself. We've not been able to create value for themselves. Look at Aba. Look at Owerri. Owerri has the biggest GDP. One of the biggest GDP in Southern Nigeria. Owerri was once a war zone. All the other small all towns that put the same kind of skin in the game, not as much as them, have not been able to come to that economic status Owerri has. Or even Aba. So when this minority say we're not against you, but see, you guys have found a way to, even in spite of everything Nigeria has done to you, create economic success. We've not been able to do that. What we will be focused on is we are trying to even get ourselves out of this conundrum of Biafra. But some of you guys will still go back there and be selling this thing to them. Do you think anybody around us wants a mighty, successful Igbo nation? They don't. They don't. Because they know that despite what has happened to us, you are still able to create value. And that brings me to my point, that in any agitation you do in this life, whether you're agitating for religion, agitation for culture, agitation for identity, that your agitation must lead to value creation. And that the biggest problem, IPOB, or whatever the lunatics call themselves, that in their agitation, they have led to value erosion. So the small wealth that Igbo people have been able to create after the war, 30, 40 years after the war, IPOB, agitating for what I don't know, has eroded that value. You want to go to the east now. Money you would have used to buy 10 bags of rice and 20 cartons of Heineken, you will boost the local economy in Oka or in Abakaliki or in Enugu in Owerri. You will spend half of that money to rent DSS and pay mobile policemen 2 million, 3 million to guard it for 1 week. Imagine if you had used that 2 to 3 million to buy rice for people or just invest in any project. When I used to go to the east every time in those days, if I'm going to the east, my spend is 500 to 1 M. My brother is here. When I first go, my cousin sells rice. I'll buy rice for all my and buy rice and beans for all my aunties, my father's sisters. Then buy rice for Umada, buy rice for Umona, buy granite oil. By the
And
time you
buy
add
rice
all
for
these
the house. In the house.
by the time you add all these expenses, you're looking at 500k to 1 million. And I'm making money in Lagos, but I'm not spending money in Lagos, which is part of this. And this is another thing that Ron who's fight us with. Say, you guys come to Lagos, you guys make all the money in Lagos, but you guys go to the east to spend it. That you are depriving them of that economic benefit. And Igbo people don't even sit down to think, what is funds flow? How do you do funds flow? How do you boost an economy? In that you create value, or rather you create wealth from the value in Lagos, but you go to the east and spend that money. People don't sit down to think how these things happen. That's why I say I can't discuss with these IPOB people. They're
Now, Igbo
dregs.
people are not
They're
spending
not
money in
on my
Lagos. They're not
intellectual
spending money
level.
in the east.
You go to the east, every Christmas people are spending money. Easter, Christmas, you're sending money to people because you don't want this value. So you come back and say, okay, What additional value can I create in the East? Oh, I want to build a house. Remember, we are not making the money to build a house in the East. We are making the money to build a house in Lagos or Port Harcourt or wherever you are. You are buying cement from someone selling cement in the East. You are buying iron rods from someone selling iron rods. You are creating value. What has IPOB done? IPOB has made it that people that come to the East, some of them no longer go to the East to spend money. They go and rent Airbnb in Lagos. A recent data came out yesterday. 30 December. Total spend of maybe 100 billion. Ojonwere, JD. They did that review and said that 40 to 50% of people that spent that money were Igbo people who were coming back. So they spent money renting Airbnb in Lagos. Money they could have taken to the East, where he has opened. Of course, people still went to the East. I'm not saying people didn't go to the East. But I'm saying the opportunity cost, meaning that we could have gotten as much as 2x or 3x the amount of money that Igbo people spent to this. Do you know the kind of value you would have created in Igbo land? You guys don't think these things deeply. It's unfortunate. At times I ask myself, why am I Igbo with some of you people? You guys don't think. It is okay to be angry with the system. And I agree with you. I am angry with the system. You're not as angry as I am. But in my anger, what am I doing? So that's a question you ask yourself. What are you doing? Are you creating value or are you destroying because you are angry? If you can't answer this question, you guys are wasting everybody's time. IPOB has not been able to create value. Someone has asked you guys, name one value you guys have created in East. None. Sit at home. How does sit at home help us when clearly we are a trading people? So any day you don't trade, you've lost revenue. What message are you trying to pass? Do you think Tinubu or Buhari cares if you sit at home or not? He doesn't. Federal government neglects you guys. So when federal government is doing their budget, they don't piece anything about the Southeast in their revenue calculations. They don't. Okay, maybe now Anambra has oil, so maybe I start piecing Anambra. Okay, we have oil, but we're not significant in their calculation. So it behoves on you to plan and say, for my people, we want to exert maximum pressure on the Nigerian state because of what they have done to us. But most importantly, we want to ensure that our Igbo people do not suffer any disruption to their economic activity. Look at all the agitations in the world. A lot of them, more often than not, want to exert pressure on the state, not on the people. So you have the Nigerian state, which we call the Nigerian arms of government. It could be whatever you want to call it. You have the Nigerian people, of which Igbo people were among them. So you tell yourself, my agitation is to liberate my people. Yes, I don't feel that they are being treated well in Nigeria. It's a fair argument. It's a valid argument. Your modus operandi is to say, in my liberation of my people, first and foremost, I must ensure that I do not put the lives and security of people at risk. 2, incapacitate or put any hindrance or restriction to their economic activity. In these 2 instances, IPOB has failed.
Let me cut you short now. Look at Obi Kubana, he did his 50th. Obi Kubana want to do his birthday in Idemili, where he's from.
Yes.
Look at the money that is spent in Abuja.
Thank you very much.
Billions.
Charles Soludo's
That party was big.
Charles Soludo's daughter was married.
Yeah. But look at he spent in Abuja.
Yes.
Do you think why did he not do it in Idemili? He has a massive house in Oba.
Nothing stopped Obi Kubana from going to DMGS. He's an old boy and saying, DMGS, how much do you guys need to, build a new school block or put something in his that's going to make education, learning better? He could have done that. All the value that Abuja has gained, Asaba, let's even look at Asaba. All the value Asaba has gained as a arts and culture center now, it's at the expense of Onitsha. Yeah, we grew up in Nigeria. We had someone that was how we used to make home videos in Nigeria then. All those value gone. Even real estate. Look at the real estate in Asaba. It's at the expense of towns in the east. Because IPOB has created a scenario where insecurity has led to the what? Flight of capital. Of course, people are still investing in the east, but I'm saying we have lost the opportunity because of this insecurity has cost us so much that even the guys, these IPOB people, cannot sit down and say, okay, Igbo people agree that they are marginalized. We all agree. So IPOB and normal Igbo people, we have an agreement on that. Igbo people feel that Nigeria has not treated us very well. IPOB and Igbo people agree on that premise. Igbo people are saying Nigeria has to treat us better. IPOB and Igbo people agree on that premise. Igbo people and IPOB agree that Igbos are angry with Nigeria, the Nigerian state. Igbo people and IPOB, we all agree on that premise. So where is the disagreement from? Igbo people do not agree that for you to make a statement that Igbo people have and themselves that will suffer for your anger. No. IPOB, they not stand out to say, okay, I can understand what I can see where we share similarities and where we share agreements. How do we ensure that the people we claim to be working for do not see us as a hindrance to their progress? So a lot of Igbo people do no longer see the federal government as a hindrance. They now see IPOB as a hindrance. And every day I tell IPOB people, sit down in your quiet zone. Don't argue. Sit down in your quiet zone and say, where did we get it wrong? And clearly, if you sit down and intellectually discuss, you'll see where you got it wrong. Because on the various frameworks, you guys and Igbo people agree. A lot of frameworks. The issue you don't disagree is your modus operandi, violence, attacking everybody that does not believe in you, inhibiting trade, creating insecurity. Do we agree that yes, insecurity, even if IPOB wasn't, they won't miss? Of course we agree. So we both agree that before IPOB came, there was insecurity in the East. Where we disagree is, after you came, you now compounded the insecurity. IPOB people don't want to admit it. They keep on making this strawman argument. Oh, was there no insecurity before? We agree. And it brings down to the point of checkpoints. Do we agree that there were checkpoints in the East before IPOB came? Yes, there were checkpoints. Where do we disagree?
Can I
That
come in now?
before when you guys now came, you guys now compounded the problem instead of solving it. IPOB people don't want to sit down and say, okay, how do we solve this thing? But you come on earth, you argue us, oh, ifulefu, oh, intellectual, as if on the base level there's no agreement. 4, 5, there are so many premises that IPOB's fight and Igbo people's fight agree on, which is anger, which is marginalization, which is the fact that Nigeria has not treated Igbo people well. We agree. We don't have a gas pipeline in this, although we produce gas. So Imo State and one other state is pumping out gas to some places outside Igbo land. But in the East, there's no secure pipeline gas that will distribute gas to industrial cities. IPOB can build on that. Igbo people agree with you. So if IPOB comes out to say today, oh boy, Igbo people, when are they mad? How are they pump gas when they not get gas pipeline? Everybody agrees with you. Everybody agrees with you. That truly, it doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make sense. However, for you now, when you now come and say, you will not come and start bombing those pipes and say, oh, Igbo people, because we don't have Nigeria, therefore, who are you hurting? You're not hurting Nigeria, you're hurting Igbo people. Or you're going to sit at home because you don't have gas pipeline. And we've told you, Igbo people already have a target on them because they are the only people that stood up and rose against the state because they felt the state was being unjust against them. Other ethnic groups are also suffering injustice, but other ethnic groups have not risen up against the state. That's the difference. And so they do not fear other ethnic groups as much as they fear us. Why do they fear? Because we took the mind and fought against the state and we lost. I have to add it. So that if you are angry with the Nigerian state, you cannot repeat the same mistake you made by raising up, not a mistake. You cannot repeat the same action by rising up against the state. Because in this situation, what will happen is that all those ethnic groups that supported you during the first time, they will wash their hands like Pontius Pilate and saying, Igbo people, oh boy, I know they will now, no carry on Biafra near my domot. because they know what the Nigerian state did to them. And so what happens is that the Nigerian state will have enough time, machinery, to just gather us around in that our enclave, pummel us from the east, pummel us from the west, and there will be nobody. The Biafra war we fought, most of the war was fought outside Igbo land. Are you guys aware? You guys know that very well. They were fought outside Igbo land. Igbo land was our when soldiers when they destroyed the place, people moved in interland to Owerri, which is why you will hear people from the minority say, "Man, when they talk so now lose 2 million for starvation. What about we, Anangs, Ibibios? They lost people too." The war was fought in the outskirts of Cross River State for a long time, in the outskirts of Port Harcourt for a long time. In fact, when the war got to Igbo land core, everybody was tired. That's why they had to use starvation. So these same guys will look at you and say, we never recover from this war when I lead us to. Listen to Bible people, they'll tell you, now so when I deceive us, we go fight in our war. I beg, we never recover. No bring that war come near us. I was born in Calabar. So I know they will say to them, we don't have anything against you. But you see that Biafra, I beg, kill them. Because they know what they suffered. I'll end by saying today, that IPOB or whatever you support, in your anger, please go back home. Don't waste your time arguing with me or my brother or people. Oh, we don't know what we're doing. Go back home. Think about where did we get it wrong. Replan your strategy. Remove charlatans from your midst and bring people that can think a system for you. That when you implement that system, you will not you will not be an enemy to Igbo people. Because you're an enemy to a lot of Igbo people. Because you have done exactly what you should not have done. When you don't have the power.
Schism. They created a schism.
Okay. Can I respond?
That schism that will never be healed.
Logo. First of all, I like kama afa ganwa. Afa mba kwa nwa m nwoke. So to say the truth, as na okwu a na-asa anya bụ asị, ihe ikwu kwụ ọtọ kasị ga. Ọkwụ ọtọ kasị mmụrụ. Chelo, I'm talking.
No.
Excuse me, Starman, I'm talking.
Yeah,
please, can't you? See, Starman, when your elders are talking, shut up now. Starman. Starman, when your elders are talking, shut up now.
It's not
I'm
you they were
talking.
addressing.
I'm talking.
It's not you.
I'm
You just
talking.
spoke. You spoke your own. You spoke at length.
I'm talking to somebody, Starman. I'm talking to somebody more important than you. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much.
You agree.
That one will never happen.
No.
I will not let Starman talk. It will never happen.
No.
Come and
has come and spoken his own. He had all the time in the world. He was abusing me too. And you want to come and speak on top.
That's what I want to say.
Out of there, man. I beg, no, you're not saying anything here. Not while I'm here. Until I speak my own. Until I speak my own. You're not saying anything here. Until
as far as the truth is concerned,
you're not saying, guys, you're not saying nothing here. Until I speak my own. 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 You're not saying anything here. No way. No way. Nobody are not going to say anything here. They are just blowing air right now.
Sorry, guys. It will be nice. Let's see what Starman wants to counter with what Nainigo just said. Let me see what he wants to reply actually. Because I don't think
Starman will not talk before I talk.
Professor, let me just hear what he wants to say about what he said about it.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Starman will not talk before I talk.
You're mad. Thunder fire you there. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You will not say anything or speak. Nothing. You're not saying anything here. I'm telling you, lie, guy, nothing. You're not saying anything here. Nothing. No, lie, nothing.
Starman, AlaIgbo
will not
perspective.
say anything here until I have my.
Guy, this your gay voice.
You
shut the fuck up with this your gay disgusting
you are
voice.
better than me. Like you can speak twice, and I'll be there waiting for you.
No,
Under fire, you and your father there. Okoko, you are the
just
idiot.
consider him.
You will not speak before me. Lie. Ndubisi, can I go?
You will not go. You will not talk here. It's not possible.
This irritates.
Nobody wants to hear this your gay voice. Starman or whatever they call you.
Please let Starman go. I beg. Let Starman go. Let's hear what he has to say. Thank you.
Like 3 people came and spewed their nonsense. I listened to them. Every time I wanted to respond, they will interject.
Listening to you. Namdekanu is in a box. In a box. Namdekanu is in a box.
You spoke sagacity.
Namdekanu is in a box.
Sagacity.
And I keep living with the diapers, living with the diapers, living with the
Perspective, allow him to speak now. Let's hear what he's going to say.
Let's hear what he has to say.
You said we don't have intellectual sagacity. You guys, I hear you all the time saying you are the intellectual.
100 million.
Who has the intellectual sagacity amongst you? You said Nnamdi Kanu has no right to direct anger.
You think you are right?
We direct our anger. And also
100 million.
Claim you claim you agree with Biafra that we have some common grounds. You claim
yourselves
grounds.
What's going to happen?
But yet
build weapons. If you don't have any, go and construct one. Go and build one. Anything you have, go and use it.
They can't
and destroy.
They know how bulldoze
mad people. They're going to see something that doesn't before. And as we are destroying them, we are finding out where the children are.
No,
they are making mothers,
in fact,
to become childless. And we are also going to make them become childless. They want destruction, we give them destruction. Yes. Mad people. What's that going now? No going back. The thing is like before. You come, you shoot, you go. And commission of inquiry, this, that. Later, anywhere you see someone Olu, you attack him. Exactly. Tinubu, his hotel must be burnt down.
Not starving all of you today.
Burnt down.
You see, is Tinubu not starving all of
mad people. Mad people. Tries anything, get hold of them, kill them, and burn them in the police station. Yes. That is the price they're going to pay. Yes. Anywhere they kill somebody, every police station around them should be burnt down to the ground. Every police person in the police station should be killed. They're zoo animals.
Zoo.
They think they can intimidate.
Zoo.
This is Zoo from 2020. Shooting where again? Shooting in Okota.
Official, allow Starman to speak. I really want to hear what he's going to counter.
They start picking must wait.
Official,
for you
want to hear what you want to counter.
Let's hear what Starman has to say.
Ona senya gaba.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, so you guys claim you have all the intellectual sagacity, the intellectual line, and Nnamdi Kanu has no right to direct people's anger. So you that are the intellectual that should appoint who should direct people's anger. Who should we look to direct our anger? Since you control everybody's agency now, like as if Nnamdi Kanu held a gun to anybody's head to follow him. And then you're here claiming that, some common ground, we share some common ground. Me too. I don't like Nigeria. I want Biafra.
Who told you? Who said he wanted Biafra? Don't misquote me.
Are you sure this guy is not Agege bread?
They can't even. I'll never even do reach 1 minute.
No, Starman, you're laying a false.
Okay. Me too. I don't want Nigeria. Well, so is it that you don't want Biafra then? Can you clarify, please? You don't want Biafra. Can you clarify, because so that I'm
He made
before
the submission clearly. He said he doesn't want Biafra, but he said that Nigeria.
Now you have arrived. What's all that? We even share some common ground, but the way we're doing it. Because now I would have said, okay, if the way we're doing it, if you really want Biafra, why didn't you start it the right way that you think it should be done? But at least now we know you want one Nigeria. Why? Because most of you here are politicians. And Nigeria feeds you, even though it's at the sufferance of most other Nigerians. And you guys are here to defend your daily bread. It's clear. Look, come on, you think we don't know? You yourself, we've known each other from Clubhouse. You came here and tried to slander me, how I was doing Igbo, your alliance with Yoruba Nation. Was it me that set up Rubicon? Was I there at the beginning of Rubicon? And why did all of you, including Hizba, that was doing the Rubicon, this your Bansi Sizwe, why did all of you turn on me and Justice and Royce in the end? You come and lie. You think you can paint me black. Eh? And then you're here saying, Ijoman brought the name Biafra. Like as if Biafra was always an only Igbo thing. So now, why should it be an only Igbo thing?
So Igbo people are not Biafrans then, so we get that straight.
Did he hold a gun to anybody's head? Do you even know the history of the map? How the map went from 32 states to 40 states? Ask yourself, how did the Igala people enter inside our map? Did Simon go to Igala and point gun at their head and say, okay, you guys must join Biafra? Now, I'm not even saying all Igala people, because before some people come with their nonsense. Eastern Kogi State, some Igala populations there, submitted their own request to join Biafra. Nobody went there and forced them to do anything.
It's a lie. It's a lie. When?
Ikenga, you were already a Sabo. So you were nowhere near. Also, you were claiming that you were right next to Nnamdi Kanu. You were nowhere near Simon Ekpa, because so Ikenga just made you.
Okay, not Nnamdi Kanu now, because Nnamdi Kanu mentioned his name when he was telling people to listen. Right?
But then he was he was supposed to be an up and coming, but then he sold his soul. He sold his soul.
So you guys agree that he was somebody now?
He sold
out.
Wait.
Okay.
So I said I was going to debunk Okoko economics. Someone came here and was trying to get people to sideline manufacturing, which is the base of any strong economy. Ask yourself today why America is doing shakla to bring all their some of their. It's not even all, just some of their.
If you want to lie well now. If you want to lie, Starman, lie well. It's a recorded space, I believe. If not, I'll repeat what I even said again. I said, and I repeat it, that even as the world is a production space, but that we do not have all the infrastructure to compete on production, that services area is an easy...
Services doing what? Services doing what? Services doing what?
Starman, if you want to lie well.
Services doing what now?
See, there are so many soft services that you can do that you do not require the heavy presence to do it, and you can make up the
now. Give us example.
I have given the example.
America is a service-oriented place, so I don't get what are you asking?
What kind of energy do you use to power your services? You guys are talking as if Nigeria has the energy to power anything, whether industrial services.
Listen, Starman, there's so many services that you do not require heavy duty energy. And talking about energy, the CFB system that is being done by somebody in Enugu as we speak, circulating fluidized bed technology that I have done consulting for, is being about to be implemented in Enugu. We still can easily give you 10 megawatts of power from Enugu alone. What you don't know, you don't know. You sit down in your echo chamber and you lie to yourself repeatedly and Now, Starman, it be a systemic failure.
10 megawatts.
Starman, it be a systemic failure. Just take it like that. You see, Starman, your type, Starman, to put you in perspective, you're what they call not fit for purpose.
Nonsense for as long as Nigeria carries on. That's the shameful thing. You guys, basically, you can split the ideologies into two. You can say one ideology says, okay, we're tired of the status quo, it's not working, we want something new. Another ideology says, no, let's stick with the status quo. Let's just try and change it. Which is why I keep coming to you guys' spaces all the time, asking you, okay, you guys have listed all these things that you think are the solutions. Security, this, we should buy drones, we should do this one, we should do National Guard, we should do... How are we going to convince the governors and the government? Because that's the critical question. It's not about, solution, everybody will list their own.
Saman, you really don't care. You really don't care about...
Actually do anything. And you guys have never answered this question. But you still want us to continue with the status quo. We should just be there. Why? Because many of you are politicians and your tongue will soon reach. Simple. That's all it is.
Starman.
Because you're politicians. You cannot speak against your godfather that's paying you.
Yeah.
And your tongue, all you need to do is good boy, your tongue will reach.
Okay, Starman, everybody that doesn't agree with IPOB is a politician. Let's even get into that.
Are you not a politician? Keneke, are you not a politician?
I've never disputed. Hold on. I have never disputed that I'm not a politician. But I'm saying that people that you call politicians are not politicians. That they don't agree with you doesn't make them politicians. Two, again, we have seen the IPOB playbook and it has failed. IPOB created a schism.
Let me even finish, because
Hold on. IPOB has created a schism. That if you speak about IPOB, even in America here, people tend to attack you. Now, these are people that are sympathetic to IPOB.
You've been saying that's his clubhouse. You think you've been saying that's his clubhouse.
Okay, so why did Hizbah, why did they turn against you?
Because of P2B, because of P2B.
Okay, so hold on. Hizbah became a politician, or he was paid. Which one?
Hizbah was already a politician. Was he not a Koremadu's boy?
He was okay.
And he came on Clubhouse
but
and was doing self-determination alliance with Yoruba. Then P2B came.
You were also doing alliance too. You were hosting spaces with him.
Oh,
how about Smokey?
God. Wait,
how about the rest? How about other people that were...
Go and ask Hizbah. If Hizbah called me one day and asked me if I had a problem with him, and I asked him, why are you saying this? He said, because I don't come to Rubicon. I don't join them on spaces. And also, the Are and Bonka he tried to smear me with, go and ask Are and Bonka if I did not call them a month before that election and predict the violence before them as it happened. I warned them. I said,
talking about
this nonsense two of you are doing. This is exactly what is going to lead to.
I'm not talking about 2020 election.
And I called them after it out on it. After
you were banding with these people. I'm not going to call Ara and Bonka. You were boarding rooms with them. What are you disputing? What did they do? What did you guys do to Chioma Amarellis? You called her, you people insulted her, dragged her. She's the one that gave you guys the money to become alliance.
Was carrying on like an idiot. If you can't,
okay. Oh, so you agree?
Like an idiot.
She was, again, first of all, she never attacked you, but you guys went on a smearing campaign against that lady. But you guys claim you love Nnamdi Kanu, but you can smear a former ex.
I never attacked Chioma Amarellis.
It's not true.
Didn't attack.
Again, Chioma is on.
Whatever beef she had with Hizbah them. That's on Hizbah. Don't rub that on me.
No, man, I remember. What are you denying? What it is you did? Why?
Chioma Amarellis, I used to obviously, I'll say, if I say toast now, some people look at it the wrong way. I knew she hated me just because I was IPOB. But me, I'll be toasting her sarcastically because I knew that it was annoying.
Anyway,
so how can you say
like
her?
I mean,
go and ask her. Now they always pull up back channels. Go and ask her to pull up her back channels.
Again, Starman. The point is, IPOB created a schism amongst Igbo people. And that schism is what we are seeing today, where Igbo people are willing to go to war with themselves because of IPOB. And you don't see the problem. I mean, you talk of economics. Tell me why the Igbo people, the Southeast has lost trillions of naira because of the citadel. People do support it. I mean, you see the stupid thing about that sit at home? Is that it happens on a Monday. For those that follow the Gregorian calendar, Monday is one of the most important days in the world. It's a trading day. It happens on people because they've lost the weekends of Saturday and Sunday. Monday, we Igbo people are entrepreneurial people. You claim that the Nigerian government, which I agree, has done us. We found a way to create wealth for ourselves.
Can I ask you a question? How does IPOB enforce sit at home across the whole of Biafra land? Do they have their men all over Biafra threatening?
By using the armed goons that the people have kept inside Osun Valley.
Well, wait. So on sit at home day, they all spread out from Osun Valley, enter Okada, enter box, and
Starman, why are you changing mouth? Because on this app you said, Starman, on this app you said that Igbo people that I mean, officially can play the video now. You support it.
You see, you guys, your propaganda doesn't add up. I'll debunk it one by one. So are you saying Simon, somehow on sit at home day, he deploys boys all over Biafra land to enforce it at home? And if he does, what is the Nigerian police doing as they are deploying?
Starman. The point is, you don't need to kill the whole world to create fear. You just need to use examples. IPOB people have used various examples that people don't want to.
And you are still asking.
You support Igbo people being killed on sit at home day now. You say it, why should you go out? You say it, so I don't. What are you pretending? Again, like I said, this argument about IPOB.
Wait. I'm asking you, is anybody forced to sit at home? Or do some people sit at home willingly?
Stop asking the ridiculous question.
Wait, do some people
everybody was forced to sit at home?
Do some people sit at home willingly?
Oh my God.
It's a lie. Everyone was forced to sit at home.
Everyone, Ikenga, Arabu,
everyone.
Hold on.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Gone now. Threatening them.
Can I answer you? Can I tell you? Let me tell you.
Hold on, guys. Let me finish. I beg. So this idea again, this very idea that we need to support IPOB is a joke. Do your own agitation. I've never stopped you from agitation, but don't come near disturbing Igbo land about sit at home. Do your agitation. If people feel that they see something good, nothing people have done that anybody. Now, a lot of people despise you guys. The goodwill that you have, you don't have it anymore. You guys are despised. You don't see it. Let me tell you what is going to happen. Anarchy. Schism. Schism. Nobody feels sympathetic to Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Nobody cares. Simon Ekpa is lost. Nobody cares about Simon. People that if you have little sympathy for, nobody cares about him. But you guys should continue. Don't worry. Time will tell.
I think, Dr. Kereke, is my time to speak now.
When they didn't let me finish, your brother Kereke was talking about gas pipeline. Now, you see, your brother hasn't changed from Clubhouse. He still talks from both sides of his mouth. I still remember he would come, talk from this side, and then everybody will be wondering, what exactly did he just say? So he spoke about us having pipeline, that even though the pipeline doesn't supply Igbo land with gas. And then he's complaining about the people who the pipeline is taking their gas, not even giving them anything. And then they vex that, okay, if you can't chop, make nobody chop. That is affecting the economy. But they're not getting anything, no.
Have you blown up the pipeline? Go and blow up the pipeline and stop killing Igbos. Go and blow up the pipeline and stop killing Igbos.
You see the Okoko logic.
They don't have the answer to do that. They don't have.
And people listening to you. That's the funny thing that
doesn't the governors of the Southeast and the local government get remuneration from the pipeline from the sale of LNG?
So if the governors from the Southeast get money from it, then that's okay, even though the people don't get from it.
Nobody. I mean, so when you say people, when you say people, are you referring to Nnamdi Kanu and his lunatics? Who are the people you're talking about?
When I call out you politicians here, so as long as governors chop, then it's okay, even though the people are not chopping.
Hold on, Starman. You IPOB people have not shown any leadership, so I can never trust you guys.
You see, you
People,
guys come
primary
and
health care center is not
you
finished.
guys come and do all this funny.
Can I prove to this man?
You
Can I
try
prove to
all
this
this
man
funny
that Nnamdi
gotcha
Kanu is the
that
highest
why hasn't
betrayer?
Nnamdi Kanu has
why
eaten all
hasn't
the money
IPOB
donated
built
for him.
a factory? Why hasn't IPOB built hospital?
So why did you?
Why didn't
So you want
IPOB
us to
form
leave
political
elected
party?
people to come and listen to
Why
you
didn't
guys?
IPOB form political party? This is the same organization that when Nigeria government, without evidence, tagged them terrorist group, you guys echoed Nigerian government.
Yeah.
So they will now come and build. They will now come and
Speaking
build
or
hospitals for you.
Can
And
you
your
allow
Nigerian
another
government will
person
be
to
looking
speak?
at them, Abi. You see how you guys reason? You that are doing Igbo elite, you that are a politician, look at your people, Keneke. Yes, you are
Anything
they are chopping.
Nigerian
Like Lagos,
politicians
this
do
is why you
without
don't want
killing
Nigeria,
us
because
is
you don't want
okay.
to lose your
They
house
should
in
do it.
Lagos. Abuja. I think your brother is in Abuja. You don't want to lose your house in Lagos and Abuja. That's why you want Nigeria to remain, regardless of how much your people are suffering.
No, our people are not suffering. Our people are not suffering.
No,
Whatever suffering
official
our people are not suffering.
Official Dundee. So what they are going
Our
through
Agege start picking.
You can send money
Agege start picking
to your own people. Then everybody else is not suffering. Your selfish.
Our people are not suffering. The suffer we are passing through now is the one you guys impose on us.
That everybody in Nigeria is suffering. Oh,
I said our people are not suffering
anymore. You see, you guys, your propaganda can't even propaganda. I told you guys when I listened to you from Anonymous, I just laughed.
Let me prove to you. Let me prove to you that Nnamdi Kanu is a betrayer. Let me prove to you. Can I prove it to you? Can I prove it to you?
Stop ejaculating.
Can I prove it to you? Can I prove it to you that Nnamdi Kanu is a betrayer?
Your Southeast governors now.
Okay, now let me say
Let's
this.
talk about your governors. That's what
let me prove to you first that your leader is.
They want to hear what your governors are going to do. You guys are
I
already
can I prove it to you?
Going to do? You are already close to power.
I will tell you that.
What are your governors to do?
Soludo is currently clearing the mess. You people
doing rats, official rats.
I said Soludo is currently clearing the mess. You people
families of those boys they are ratting out.
But
I need more clarification.
It's my turn to speak now.
Let me just say one thing. I need a clarification.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, Rudy. Hold on. What do you want to clarify?
Yes, Starman mentioned something at the initial of this space. He said Monday sit at home was like a situation where it's used to preserve Igbo land. I want to know what he means by that exactly.
You probably heard someone else, but even at that, sit at home. So
you said it. Wait. There's preservation of you're preserving Igbo, you're preserving the Igbo land.
Yes. Okay, so sit at home.
By Monday sit at home. What does that mean exactly?
Sit at home is a legitimate form of protest. And I've been telling all of you Nigerians that you can go and keep protesting all you want. In the end, all of you sit at home. When you realize that the only way to make a statement that army won't come and zoo army won't come and kill you, is just to sit in your house. All of you will come back. All of you in the end, una go see these Fulani killings as it's coming down south. All of una go sit down for her. Mark these words. Starman said it. That's one. Two, apart from it being a legitimate form of protest, I've been asking you guys to prove to me here how Simon could enforce sit at home with zoo, army, and police and all their checkpoints all over Biafra land.
Can I prove it to you? Can you allow me to prove it to you?
Wait, let me finish now. Let me finish. How they could enforce it? Oh God, this guy. How they could enforce
Rudy, mute your mic, please.
With zoo infrastructure all over the place. And also, if me, for my love for Nnamdi Kanu or whoever or whatever, whether it's Biafra land or Nnamdi Kanu or whoever I want to sit down at home for. If I decide to sit down at home and you carry your big head and decide to go out, how does that concern me? And if all of you saying, oh, we're killing our own people, I've been asking you guys since, can you show me who has the motive of IPOB to kill their own people and who has more motive to kill Biafrans? Is it IPOB or Nigeria? And all your so-called evidence that you claim is IPOB killing people, where exactly is the concluding or the smoking gun that exactly is IPOB? Or is it that you guys don't know that Nigerian army did this thing in the first war where they will go and wear Biafra uniform, tie flag, and that they are doing the same thing? Unknown gunmen, some of you come and the newspaper will write unknown gunmen for you, unknown. The journalists that went there with their camera, they said it's unknown. But some of you come here and say, oh no, it's IPOB. You know more than them. It's IPOB. Meanwhile, some of you don't even know that unknown gunmen is not a Nigeria thing. They used it in Sudan, they used it in Cameroon. Basically, every British colony under subjugation, almost all of them at some point, if anybody was fighting for freedom, they used unknown gunmen on them. Even the one in Sudan, they started it the same time. It started in Zoo. The same time, unknown gunmen. So you guys, you see your propaganda. It's because, you guys will first of all create an echo chamber. Nobody's allowed to come and push back. And they just be echoing each other. And unfortunately, deceiving many people that don't know any better. So because it's funny how you're saying Igbo people are not suffering now in Nigeria. But someone said earlier,
my family is not suffering. Maybe your family.
How selfish you are. So because your family is not suffering, then it's okay. It's okay now.
Look, let me tell you, if you want to suffer now. It's none of my business. If you want, why wouldn't you suffer with this kind of why would you suffer?
Inflation in Nigeria? Is it IPOB?
I don't know. That question you should ask yourself.
Oh, you don't know? Huh?
Okay, Stammer, try and round up. Let's move
brother, it's my turn to speak now. You have been speaking for over how many minutes now?
Igbo perspective.
Stammer, round up, so that we'll go to officials, so that we'll move.
When they told Igbo perspective to conceal his business in Igbo land, he was Rihanna Muamu. He has shell upon shell company. Oh, Yandi Pitobi, Ndi Pandora's papers.
Stammer, what do you have? What investment do you have in the South?
Better profit from poor suffering people. Who move all the money offshore.
Wait, Stammer, what investment do you have?
Alone, die alone, Abi.
Stammer, what investments do you have in the Southeast?
You don't need to know.
So why are you talking about Igbo perspective?
You see, you guys, all you people that claim to be our elite, that you know what's good for us. But yet, when we ask you, how are you going to hold governors? You keep pointing us to accountable. You guys don't have any answer.
You guys cannot even hold.
Okay, if we can't hold that government,
you guys cannot even hold Nnamdi Kanu to account. I mean, you guys worship him like a god. So spare me that BS. You have no right to tell anybody about accountability. Anybody supporting Nnamdi Kanu has no right. I mean, people talk about Nnamdi Kanu and you jump up and you start insulting them. They don't even insult you. So spare me that nonsense. Again, what investments do you have in the Southeast? Nobody knows who you are. You tried to start a career in acting and you failed. So you have no skin to talk about anybody. You have no skin in the game. If people that have investment that are giving people jobs in the Southeast don't want to join IPOB, there's a reason. I'm not going to allow you guys destroy the Southeast to prove a point.
Well, I thought you guys and you see you and your crew, your plan was to connect your Pali and Japa.
Ndubisi control this guy. I think he should allow other people to talk. He can't be talking alone.
Says
let him talk. So this is so let me tell you a quick short story. Sorry, I'm muting, but I don't know if you know Noble Igwe. I think it was your space or it wasn't your space. Starman went on a dick measuring contest with Noble Igwe.
It's my space. It's my space.
It was not your space. Oh, you were there.
It's my space with Noble, yeah.
Noble, and I was like, Starman, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, Starman? Who are you? Do you know when Noble started doing things in Igbo land? Even this beer in Aba, what's the name of that group? These are people that were promoting these things free of charge. Even if it's from in Orumba, brings Orumba Night Festival, brings things to the south. See my Nebuka, Starman will start arguing. Blah, blah, blah. You like to argue, fight. Nobody knows you, Starman. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Come.
Okay, come, kuoku. You have my turn. Emma, one thing in Chokono, what I hear, Bona. All people who are nobody, they are always the first to ask you who are like into a star picking or waiting. Yeah, you say, Ajumad, who are you? You are nobody, you are this. All people who are nobody always
You
behave
see,
or talk like
guys,
that.
just because you suck
Now,
political dick,
now,
dick and you know crumbs.
now,
Then you
okay,
say
it's okay.
one factory there.
Okay,
You think
it's okay.
nobody has
Then
right
can you allow me?
in the Igbo land
Can you allow me to talk?
factory? Like as if you are the only person
Okay,
doing something in Igbo land.
okay.
You suck
Thank you
political,
very much.
they give you crumbs. You are
Okay,
Okay,
Stama, allow him to
money.
speak now. Stama, you
You're
have
now
the
doing
can
floor.
I speak
you're
now?
now forming benevolence to them
Stama,
that you're giving them job. You see yourself.
Stama, allow him to
Okay,
speak.
okay. Now, to prove to you people that Nnamdi Kanu is the highest betrayer of all time. Nnamdi Kanu betrayed not just Ndibo, but Nnamdi Kanu betrayed the whole Nigeria. And I will prove it now. During the time of election maker, Tinubu in Nanya now the president of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu, from where they kept him, Nnamdi ordered, or by his order, ka people juwe na again where any election na AlaIgbo. Remember, people put out for campaign, they were killed. It destroy ebe a na-eme campaign. People got keta ihe ejebe ha gbuo some of them onwe ndị agba be ha ọkụ. But do you know na the same Nnamdi Kanu through his brothers gala at back of these struggling people, including this thing here and our star picket gala at their back to negotiate with Tinubu's family that Tinubu will become president. While the same Nnamdi Kanu no kwano open. Now, Joe, why is it that they will not allow us to be the president? Is it only the Yorubas and the Janjaweed are president? The Senate Nnamdi Kanu passed everyone's back to negotiate with Tinubu. Okay, if I will make AlaIgbo ungovernable, then you will become president, you will free me. All these idiots who are supporting him today, they don't know that these people have passed back to correct money. And by the end of the day, Tinubu won and the Tinubu refused to release him. He started talking. After putting you there, he refused to do what we agreed to do. So you passed the back to negotiate with the same politicians you told us are devils. You passed our back to collect money from the same Yoruba people you said are maltreating us. The same Janjaweed you said I don't know what you said they are. You pass back to negotiate with them and you get the money and the promise they promised you people. And by the end of the day, they failed you people. You now come out to complain. Tell me, what betrayal is more than this?
Oh, this one don't pass my power. So
What
IPOB
betrayal
installed
is more than
Tinubu.
this?
Hey, IPOB installed
Oh, but
Tinubu.
now,
Hey, Jesus is Lord.
if you want to know, go to Nnamdi Kanu. Go to look. Me, I
Wait,
don't
wait,
talk.
wait.
I don't
Oh my God.
can you allow me to talk? I don't talk without evidence. The evidence is there. Go to Nnamdi Kanu's brothers war on Facebook, on Twitter. If we Nnamdi Kanu na agwa Sheyi Tinubu. So after all they did for you. Your father became the president of Nigeria. You now refuse to do what you and them agreed. Meaning that the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu worth more than the life of Ndibo in general. The Senate Nnamdi Kanu, they scream. Now they don't want Igbo person to become the president. Now they presented a competent candidate who is P2B. The Senate Nnamdi Kanu passed at the back of everybody to negotiate with Yoruba people that they will win and they will free him.
Hey, Jesus is Lord.
Wait, Ikenga.
Yes.
So the deal that you and China Sangoru made with the Nigeria government don't become Nnamdi Kanu deal, Abi?
Look, let me.
Hold on. Who is this one? Who is this one?
Do you forget that Nnamdi Kanu made a broadcast before he was kidnapped in Kenya?
If for all of you, I thank God you mentioned. I thank God you mentioned the name of China Sango. Let me tell you, people. You see, the doors I know.
Answer me first. Hold on.
No,
Before you begin.
don't tell me. You will not tell me to hold on. It's my turn to speak. You will shut up and allow me to finish. No, you will not talk. You will allow me to finish before you talk. If they call you to talk, then you talk. Let me finish with you.
Let me finish
No, I'm not telling you what the information.
All your criminality that you have done. Don't hang it on Nnamdi Kanu.
The information I'm giving
Don't
to you
hang it
people
on
is
Nnamdi Kanu. It is your criminality.
no. The information. Listen. The information. Let me tell you. The information I'm giving you guys.
That you did with
Most of you guys. Listen. Most of you guys just. Most of you guys just got to know this agitation.
It is your deal, not Nnamdi Kanu. Don't put it on Nnamdi Kanu.
2 years ago. So let me finish with you people. Nnamdi Kanu, but the worst thing.
Nnamdi Kanu told us that Tinubu will be president right before Buhari entered president. Don't put it on Nnamdi Kanu.
Most of you will be idiots. Most of you are married here. If I know Babu, my brother, Nnamdi Kanu family now, they leak even spit or bupo. Let me tell you, if we spit, if I know back, they leak it. If you don't know, and I can prove it, we put a picture, able send money without if I know bag in London now. Now. You think it's because of what?
If I that kidnapping and rendition him that without
look at how stupid you know. If I know back kidnap, then how stupid you know they. If I know back kidnapping,
he confessed on national TV. He confessed. If I confessed on national TV.
Yes. Okay, let me prove you to show you now. Your leader boo a nobody. If I know back kidnap, let me finish with you. If I know back kidnap, to prove to you now your leader is not man enough. The same if I know back kidnap your leader.
It is not because he's not man enough, but he trusted an idiot like you. It's because he trusted an idiot like you.
Let me finish with you people. I want to now the table lead on a leak they spit sinone fanyo bapota if I had a leak as beggars Mbalobi fanyo ba if we go money animal to anwa leaning at the high table but ndin kono bialu eba na debe baby visitors now and if fanyo ba spit they will lick it now
because you are his colleague and he follow criminal. That's why you are eating
I like to finish. I see Dr. Ariza here. He will come and tell you guys Nnamdi Kanu history. You know?
So according to IPOB people, Nnamdi, Ifeanyi is a criminal. But you see Ifeanyi that tried to bring money for them to stop his anyway. Go on official.
Don't know that Nnamdi Kanu will suffer well now than Ifeanyi is dead.
They don't know.
Let me tell you, do you know it was only Ifeanyi where the capability to bring Nnamdi Kanu out. Let me tell you what happened. Ifeanyi was about to shorty and someone very, very close to Nnamdi Kanu, told Ifeanyi Ubah never try it because Nnamdi Kanu will betray you. Go and ask Abelibe what happened. Ifeanyi Ubah was about to shut tea after the court this thing, after he won all his case. And they released all the assets they freezed. Ifeanyi Ubah was about to sign for this Nnamdi Kanu you people are looking at. Because Nnamdi Kanu no munye olona yo. Nnamdi Kanu was Ifeanyi Ubah who facilitated the Nigerian government. Nnamdi Kanu agaga fu Nnamdi Kanu. It was Ifeanyi Ubah. The same Ifeanyi Ubah. For you to know,
before you go on, that is why they went around town. People like Starman and Gochiku on this app said Ifeanyi Nnamdi Kanu's wife is a prostitute, that she's forlicking with Nigerian politicians because of the help Ifeanyi Ubah gave her.
Exactly. You are right. But look at how stupid these people are. Nnamdi Kanu munyen lead on say na lahu with politician. Yet lead on man allowed to come to him. Yet the same politician now lahu with your leader. Your leader may allow to come and visit him. Who is that your leader? Animal or human being? That's the question you will ask yourself. Madonna langunyege. The same person na langunyege me ngunyege. Mgbe the country ju na ngunyege aya but onya me ngunyege bia. Ge wan onwege mekwa onya hise na langunyege. Onu se na langunye invite to come and see him. So ogali fear to thank him me langunye or what? These people don't know anything. Haputana on a Twitter space, so no English or if it will shock you. Ndubishi, it's a everybody go on video. If these people, you will vomit. And if this time man as agege. If this person now you will vomit, that's how they look. Let me finish with you. Onwero, a good looking happy person got joined and done one behave like this. It's not possible. If in a free fan one bunch of sadists, all of them. Onwero ni mehiful if a gala of fuma on me for them. Do you know why they are acting like this? They want everybody to be failure. So by the end of the day, I say, after all, nobody makes it, and not only us, because most of them are not going to Europe for years. So if they made to destroy Igbo land, so Hanata, nobody will ask them, okay, look at Edo Pekin. Onyesin Edo. From Edo, you will not encourage your own people to do sit at home. You foolishly leave Edo to come and talk what is happening in Igbo land. Are you okay? If you think you like what is happening in Igbo land, then take it and go and invest in Edo. That's how to do it. And these are what, let me tell you people something. Do you ask yourself why all this ESN, 95% of ESN members are from Abakaliki? Do you know why? It's not because they enjoy doing it. It's because they always feel now they may intimidate. Okay, everyone these people may intimidate. I use this opportunity to destroy everywhere. That was the reason. That was the reason. How many people from Anambra State join ESN? How many people from Enugu State? How many people from Abia State? How many people from Imo State? 95% of ESN member from Ebonyi. I am telling you.
Stop pushing divisive narrative.
And let me finish with you. Let me finish with you. I'm not
open mouth. Wow. Talk this. Talk that. Nobody
I'm just, you know, you people hate the truth. He hates Lonya na agwa gezoku. Like ngwa kita no and munye mmadu lead on na la kita no, you will be angry. But make we can have you can because
yeah, see too much, King.
You don't know now. How will you know? Let me finish. Now, Ndubisi, when you talk of betrayal,
even when you're born and when you're that little bit, when you're not son and when you're woman was you know the one that will be begging
I
me
don't
to
I don't know about that one. Let me finish. Let me finish with these people. So when you talk of onye betray Golundi Igbo on Nnamdi Kanu, onwere onye kpọrọ ya alụmelu ndị Igbo. Or Nnamdi Kanu bụ calamity na Igbo. And if Nnamdi Kanu mel na Igbo.
Ikenga, how rich are you before you met Nnamdi Kanu? Is it after you sold Nnamdi Kanu that you became rich?
Let me tell you the truth. If a man do so when Nnamdi bụ part of Afufu, he think it's what? Afufu anger. He think it's because I'm making it, then I join you people. So I'm not at the level. I'm not at the level of Joey Zaza and I will join you people. And he think I'm mad. Look, we I don't supposed to be associating with these people. I think it's what? Not call rubbish. Now, any day you will touch money. Any day and with Facebook connection, he is pure bullshit. All because of anger, suffering, and the envy and jealousy on your behavior. Look at people who have one year celebrate birthday. Have one business. I say no business. Can you imagine? Madu well multi-billion business de kodogu bitas. If they say no so some kukonenye in the back. Kelone lead on webtagonanibo. Kelone lead down webtagonanibo. Okay, last time Cubana chief priest put up say now because of these criminals like Star or more and one now business and go Asaba and Lagos business. All these people start talking nonsense. But when I talk about that yakunje yoshi, opunu wabulu chika kunyere, opunu wabulu okechukwu di okay, opunu wabulu obiola abasimelo, opunu wabulu. Wait, let me finish with these people.
Nigeria no say now we kill
no. Okay,
everybody know that you people killed Dr. Chika. Everybody know. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is still there.
Come na Nigeria, Nigeria, get one. I dare you, get one bo star or star gege and about carry flag and come anywhere in Anambra State. No, but if you're man enough.
Ikenga, is it not with your special squad that you use to kill him? Is it not your special squad?
Both of you, if you're man enough, let me prove to you people know about man. Able man enough. Let's end this thing now. We go live on my Facebook. Come there on video. Let me see your face. Then we picture your this thing and keep it. Cali flag come anywhere in Anambra State. Any flag, Edel, your useless IPOB or whatever. Brugodier, be anywhere in Anambra State. Also flag bonu blue. And when Mike Melon Bella Bunke the DOS. And when Mike see because DOS on the IPOB. Now. If you try it, if you
When am I
think you're
going to
man,
speak? This guy has been speaking for long. When am I going to speak? I was supposed to speak next, though.
You are not supposed to speak next. Hold on. Let him finish now. You guys should align to finish so that you.
So if they will allow me to conclude, Nnamdi Kanu, like I said, he's not coming out anytime soon. Agwagong here before. Yeah, Agwagong here before. Agwam here last 3 years. Mben Kanodo with them. If the only thing they would them today, Bona, the people, now, if I know I brought back people, cannot support Nnamdi Kanu. Onya with them and the calendar, all these doors, anything, if these people met today, is orchestrated and planned by Nnamdi Kanu. And I will not blame people now to why are they still following Nnamdi Kanu. How going to leave Nnamdi Kanu? You can't keep supporting a criminal. It's like Simon Eba. If follow Simon, how can you follow killer of Nigeria army and the police? How can you follow such a person? So Nnamdi will not only that he will rot in jail, even Aman Nidie and Anibo. That's just the truth. So all these animals now they can say whatever they like, but I'm a free man, and thank God that I was liberated. Today, into now, I don't think like struggling people. I don't
You can keep on wishing that, but you can only wish it. It's only wish that you can be wishing it.
Let me finish now. Let me finish. Struggling person. Let me finish.
You can keep on wishing
Let
it.
me tell you. If you keep interrupting me, I will not let you talk. If you want to talk, I will not let you talk. So you better shut up and allow me to land. Nnamdi Kanu gwagodumu 110. Nnamdi Kanu megona n'Igbo. Number one, ndị Igbos, few ndị Igbo, or a lot of ndị Igbo, be together. Tokote ego, the last money I withdraw from account, Obidio Bienu, who is my father, I call a father till date, account. Obi in charge of, Oburo not in charge of, but no one made the account. So any ege withdrawn at that account in America, a lot ya been a phone Obidi me approve. Ome approve before ega haganwo. The total money, all for a few dollars, I think about $80 or $90, cobble $1 million. Where is the money? Enyelum total proof of payment. Ego ndanwa withdraw na yes. Ego ndanwa withdraw na keleha na Germany. Ego ha withdraw there almost 300 and something thousand euros. Mgba julu nne anya kele ihe begado o se na ha ji alụ school na Biafra land bia juonum ebe bu Biafra land one juonum school ha ji welo onye ji ego ambụ Nnamdi Kanu. Ego niile atụtara Nnamdi Kanu no yenu, and if anyway me webuna the same Nnamdi Kanu with his criminal boy but Simon. Nnamdi Kanu cannot talk about Simon because Oma he can't. Oma, I dare him. I challenge him. I say, if you are a man with balls, I want you to speak against Simon. Let's see. You can't. He can't. Joania Egonine people contributed and gave to him. Where is the money? And you are talking of corruption. Let me tell you.
So Simon now is the Kanu boy.
Instead of he follow, if in Ajum Simon abun Nnamdi Kanu boy, abun obron Nnamdi Kanu boy, why Nnamdi Kanu apta ko no boy ya? In Ajum
obun Simon ikpa bro no oyo abro Igbo and obro Biafra and obro IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu boy.
Nnamdi Kanu can import Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, men will import anybody once or if a Nnamdi Kanu job cobble the emperor of Igbo land. Let me tell you, most of you, listen, most of you, anything on ma. Let me tell you, most of you, Emery Honoma. On just one off here. I want no easy. I want what is going on. I want ma iheni never fallen nandi on nane. None of you ma. I ga point mulu na akasi unu nekonya no nwa.
Ama m n'ịma ihe niile gbasara Nnamdi Kanu. Also, ịmara otu unu ji rie ego kpọrọ ya kpọọ ndị Nigeria gọọmenti. Iso na ba na
na-ekwu ama m n'ihu ihe niile ọsụgo onye Abakaliki afụgo m na onye Abakaliki enwe ike ESM ama m ọsụgo amasị m ebe onye ọ bụ ka onye ebe bụ jụọ na onye ebe ọ bụ ka ụnụ nwanne m na-ekwu eziokwu kelee onye
ahụ afọ Enugu steeti
Oh, my friend.
Ekwela ka nkịta bịa ahụ afọ Enugu steeti
My friend.
Ịbụ onye ara.
Oh, yeah, Abakaliki official. I'm very well.
Now, let me finish. So, ọ bụrụ na ụnụ ncha niile n'ebe a ka na hope na Nnamdi ga-apụta. Look, Nnamdi Kanu anaghị apụta anywhere. Ọ bụ na unu hope na Simon ya nke ahụ sef onye ahụ bụ just ọkpọtị onwegodo eji ewe gbazuru afịa because if let me tell you ka m gwakwa unu correctly ka m gwa
ihe a ka i chere hapụcha ọ ga-eme na ndụ gị ị ga-anọ ebe a Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta na Simon ga-apụta Ikenga udele ga-eri anụ gị n'ala Igbo udele ga-eri anụ gị n'ala Igbo.
If you don't allow me to talk, I will not allow you to talk. Obukwanema here currently, Ebugo Butuzo. Let me tell you, and the case where Ebu Butuzo, Agwagom, if you know, no injury or sustainable is a lie. Onye buru Butuzo, nwa Abakaleke bu dibia na agwori ogwu, and onye ọbụla nọ na kampu Butuzo, mana that boy na-agwa Butuzo every time ya egbu ya. Yana Butuzo na-enwe okwu ọsọ si ya na challenge wu Butuzo. And then after ka o gburu Butuzo, ọ gwara the whole ndị Abakaleke niile nọ ebe ahụ alụ ọlụ, they should move. The whole ndị ụmụaka Ebonyi niile nọ n'Ọsụ, ọ gwara ha move ndị dị ndụ, ndị survive ya. So all that guy bụ onye gburu Butuzo. And I want you people to know, go and the market in next 2 or 3 years, it doesn't announce anything like agitation. Go and write it down. Afambike Goluago, and I will stop here.
2 or 3 years.
That 2 or 3 years, bro. In the next that 2 or 3 years, a man doesn't know Maka Biafra. I just stop here.
Other people are allowed to speak.
In the next 2 or 3 years, Nigeria will collapse completely. It will be
other people are allowed to speak.
Islamized and Fulanized.
People can.
And other people speak. I beg. Hirozion Suratobi, you've been trying to speak. Please go on.
Yeah. Hi guys. So I just wanted to point out. So first of all, I really love what AlaIgbo is doing. So somebody pointed to the fact that there's been a monopoly of state-generated income from, a certain caucus in Nigeria. So what AlaIgbo has done is to increase productivity within the Southeast, especially with respect to Abia State, so that he can trap at least the diaspora remittances coming into the Southeast or from the Southeastern Nigerians in diaspora. And so one question I always ask people who agitate for things that they literally don't know the history of is, how are you being counterproductive at the same time fighting for claiming to fight for the prosperity of your people? So for example, you've got Mondays that sit at home, and other regions in Nigeria are being prosperous on Mondays. They're going about their normal activities every day. Then there's you killing your own people because they have decided to be productive. So the Southeast has been at least top 3 in terms of economic development and human HDIs. So, but what the City Home has done is to reduce the figures drastically. So we're no longer enjoying what we used to enjoy, right? For example, if you have about 100 people coming from maybe outside of Nigeria, maybe from the West, and they intend to spend at least $10,000 to $20,000 in the space of 6 days inside the Southeast. But because of the City at Home, they've decided to spend at least 1 week outside of the Southeast because of the insecurity, in the Southeast. And you have another group of people who have decided to come maybe a week after. So let's say in 4 weeks, you're generating, maybe for a certain village, you're generating about $1 million US, right? Just within the Christmas period. So what you guys have done is literally to put fear in the minds of, young Nigerians, especially who have decided to connect with where they've come from. I think that in itself is counterproductive. It begs the question, what exactly are you fighting for? Are you fighting for the happiness of the people that you claim to love or belong to? Or have you got a secret agenda that you're fighting for that people don't know about? And the funny thing about what's going on is a lot of you people are, faceless. Nobody knows where you've come from. Ngwan Nezienwa houseboy Simon Ekba. In the original Igbo society, people like that wouldn't have a voice. I think it's because we've actually allowed the bottom barrels of the society to have the freedom that they enjoy today, and that's why you would see somebody who on a normal day isn't even qualified to be a houseboy in an average Igbo home, leading an army of illiterate destitutes to wreak havoc and generally prevent the prosperity of the southeast. I encourage the people who are actually agitating for whatever the fuck that they're agitating for to come out in their mass and make their demands to the Igbo people. I mean, if they've got the balls at least, and we can have honest conversations. For now, I feel like
Please,
you
who
face
are the Igbo people, please?
you faceless individuals who claim to be IPOB, ESN,
Who are the Igbo people?
So again, I would like to adjourn you, especially the freedom fighters in the room, to come, so for example, come to Enugu, come to Okpara Square, stage a protest, or bring your army, right? Bring the people that you believe that they can fight. Um, I feel it's very cowardly to come on social media and gaslight people who have, at least for the past decade, tried to connect to where they come from. Um, and, um, at the same time, stealing their hard in money or at least killing their loved ones. I adjourn you to come out. So, one thing that, you faceless retards online don't know is that the day you decide to become physical or to show your face, you would understand why originally our culture has no place for retards, and we will never, right? So you can come to Twitter, shout on people, and the thing is that when you listen to these individuals speak, you will get that vibe of, so
It's
for
people like you that our forefathers sold for slavery.
so again, if you believe that you're fighting for the freedom, I would like to know your umunna. Mention the name of your umunna on stage, and then I will trace you. Then we can have an honest conversation. Then you will give me the history of your own family to see
Please
if
pronounce
there were
our word,
people
not
who actually
Umunna.
fought.
Pronounce our word, please.
So the thing is, a lot of so you're faceless, right? It's either you're faceless or you are in the diaspora where
You too,
you're
you
enjoying
faceless too.
freedom.
You're faceless yourself, though.
I don't have any problems. I can tell you
Then,
my
then,
Umuna in
then
Enugu
put your
State
money
at the
where your
moment.
mouth is.
Which
Let's
guy?
I
see
can
who you
tell
are.
you
You're
where I come
Indeed,
faceless.
I
from.
have problem, Abi.
Hold on,
Which
hold
guy
on.
speak?
So
Which
so each time I need everybody on stage to listen to them. Each time they open their mouth to speak, there's a certain group of houseboys that
No,
existed in
let's
the
see your
90s.
face. Let's go back
Keep
to
calm.
your face.
Guys,
Let's see
guys,
your
guys,
face.
let me finish speaking. Like, I'm not
Now
done.
give it to them.
I am
Give it
not
to them.
done.
let
Shut
him
your poverty
Igbo,
stricken
Sugbo
mouth.
Igbo, na nna ọdịnala unu na
Relax, relax,
na-asụ Igbo.
relax, relax. Shut your poverty stricken mouth. Hold on. So the vibe you always get is a sort of, so they're these houseboys that will always bring to help their poverty stricken lives from the village to the city, and then we'll decide to teach them how to interact with the modern society. And because of their stubbornness, a lot of them were sent back to the east. So because of the poverty that met them again, they decided to revolt against the successful ones. And that's why the diaspora remittances in the Southeast reduced by 20% in the past 10 years. And it's because of these houseboys. They're the dredges of the society. Unfortunately, we live in, so the world is fast globalizing, and that's why they've got mobile phones and all of that, right? A lot of them are abandoned individuals whom their families have given up on, and then they decide to back an absolutely retarded human being in the image of Simon Ekpa. In the real sense, Ekpa cannot talk where so in the real sense, Simon Ekpa that you guys actually worship doesn't count in Igbo land, right? Again, they will always be in the bushes, right? Because they can't come in the spaces of people who are actually educated, people who decide what the South is literally looks like. They don't have umuna. Nobody can trace where they come from. And that's why they can use their phones on Twitter, say things like threaten people, gaslight people. So the funding you guys have had for the past about 5-7 years from people outside of Nigeria, it's stopped. Your retarded personnel, Simon Ekpa, is in prison. And Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. If you say you're fighting for freedom, Batana Enugu and just come to some villages in Enugu and mention IPOB, I guarantee you will face the kind of things that your forefathers never suffered, right? You guys are personal non grata. You should stick to the part, like act it properly, right? You don't have you're the reason why
Just the
people are
collect back.
mocking. You're the reasons why people are
Nah,
mocking
Soludo,
Igbo
Obipita,
people.
Obiso, Obidis.
So you're the reasons why
Ah,
people are
oh,
mocking Igbo people outside of Nigeria,
hey,
because you're an
but
embarrassment.
politic basketballs.
Listen. You. So everybody in the room can listen to people
Look
like you
look at this
speak.
story he goes, Chef. I don't ever understand.
They can tell
My
that
brother,
Homo
my
grab.
brother, repeat that
you can
English
tell,
again.
so
Homo grab.
you can literally differentiate between, Wa boy and the master. So these guys are Wa boys,
Thank
right?
you. You guys
that
are in
Okay.
your
What
failed
element.
in
boy?
that
And I'm
failed
What
that
boy?
failed in the apprenticeship
They
again.
go good
systems.
boy.
They are
You're our elite.
failures,
In the
right?
Which
elite
village
time.
you
You're
come
all
from, I beg?
Talk
failures.
way
You
now.
can't. A lot of you
In the
can't
elite
speak Igbo.
time.
You cannot
And
speak English.
boy, yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
knows
your
where you've
boy.
come
Oh, yeah,
from.
short way.
You're literally foreigners.
Uh-uh.
Salmon, you have carried this retarded display picture from Clubhouse to Twitter, right? Because the only thing in your brain is yellow matter, like mango, right? Nothing productive can actually
Sawdust,
germinate in your
sawdust. The
brain.
only thing in his
And
skull
that's
is
why you have
sawdust.
come online
Sawdust
to
filled skull.
that's why you have come online to disgrace the Igbo race.
Hey,
But my God will frustrate your
so this guy,
efforts.
I didn't even
My
know he knew you from
God will
Clubhouse.
frustrate your
Amen.
efforts.
Amen.
God, your
Brainless
God.
individuals like you,
Your
because
God.
they
Start praying
refuse
from
to
tonight
take
too.
you as houseboys. You have found
Start
yourselves in
fasting.
societies that protect you. But one by one, Okunuga Nata Christmas, we will be watching. Every member of the Igbo family that decides to identify with IPOP and retards like Nnamdi Kanu, we will fish you out one by one. And every blood that you have spilled in Igbo land, you will face the full consequences. I can guarantee you,
Supported.
right?
Amen. He said,
Free of
Amen.
charge.
He said,
Yotago, some of us,
100%,
our
100%,
grandparents actually
100%.
fought for the cause that you're fighting for now, or you claim to fight for. But we just look at how poverty has entered. Listen, AlaIgbo actually needs education. We need to send these retards either to mental homes or back to school, right? Before that, the literacy rate in the southeast used to be in the
Will you send the
90s,
Fulani headsmen as well to school?
in the high 90s and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
because of
yeah.
these
Starboy, can you
retards,
but
stop?
say God to get a
literacy
Fulani
rate
Starboy.
in
herdsmen
the
to go on the
southeast
girls.
has actually dropped
Fulani herdsmen, they do
drastically,
Igbo. I
right?
dey kwoku
But they are
Igbo.
coming.
I dey
They
kwoku
are
ndị
coming.
Fulani. They are coming. Say they're coming.
They
Say
are
Nnamdi
coming now.
Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu started shouting. They are coming.
But
They are
they are
coming.
coming.
Listen,
And your
listen,
guy, stop lying
listen,
to yourself there.
listen.
Let Shona
I
Boy
can
finish.
mention my umuna. Can you? I can mention my umuna for you to trace me. Can you
I'm
do the
Igbo
Please,
same?
from
let's
Equatorial Guinea.
which
Mention it.
woman
Let's
now?
hear
You
you.
can
Let's
never
hear
Do
you.
you
you
Go
know
can
ahead.
never
the
put
way
your
to your woman
identity
now?
because you are poverty
Go ahead.
stricken
Let's
and
hear you. Go ahead
irrelevant,
and spill it. Let's hear you. Yeah,
right? You
spill
are
your own.
irrelevant in the grand scheme of
Lekwa ndị ogbu
things,
mmadụ. Go ahead and
right?
spill it.
So
Ndị ogbu mmadụ.
Not
See
as
them.
king. Not
let's say
as
we were
king.
hosting an Ibanko. It's people like you that serve
Big bank. No,
Bitacola,
big
like the
bank.
houseboys, the dredges of the society, right? That's why young Igbo people can't, when they come back for Christmas, they have to end up in Lagos, right? Depriving the southeast of high of high, you know, income. Every Christmas, people are scared to go out on Mondays because of you bastards. Gone are those
So it's
days.
the bastard that is holding you up,
The moment
making
Hey,
that
you
you
to spend
but
your
decide to
Christmas in
show,
Lagos.
listen. I want to guarantee you,
someone is
henceforth,
collecting
right?
like copper cup.
It's a good thing that people are waking up to. It's a good thing that people are waking up to your deceits, right? The people in diaspora, we have stopped giving you retards money, right? You no longer
Now you are in
represent,
diaspora, but before you are in Ebola waiting for
you
diaspora
no
people to
longer,
come
I
back.
can, listen, I
Oh,
don't
God.
have to, I don't have to come to Alibo to be relevant. You are the definition of irrelevance. You're that houseboy that stole meat from the pot, right? You're the ones that
Yes, I agree. I agree. I am.
our
But
mothers
that's
sold
the
up
same
and
house
down
boy
for
that
you the
stopped you
first
from
time.
coming to your
So
father's
who is
house.
this guy
An
talking?
idiot.
How old are you?
Let me tell you how
Yeah.
you identify them, right?
I feel like I can get out my egg
Look
and
at
on the
Simon
finger.
Ekpa's hairstyle.
Coco.
Look at Simon Ekpa's haircut. Does it look like something that's reasonable? Madu Jane Babin Saloon, see Baba ya boy ya isu dene. Look at Simon Ekpa's haircut. Look at the kind of coat he's wearing. Are you not ashamed to identify with poverty? Look at Ekpa, a very ugly Ebonyi
That is
boy who had
a
no
Sunday
future
win the
in
hairstyle.
Alibo.
Nano
Do
be
you know the meaning
sense
of a
o.
Sunday
Without
window?
Nano be sense o.
Destroying the
Do
fabric
you
of
know the
Igbo
meaning of a Sunday
society.
window?
This
Look
guy
at
here,
poverty.
bring your CV. Let me put
Poverty
Simon
is
CV. Let's see how
poverty has
far.
destroyed you,
Oga Phone, bring your CV. Let me
right?
put Simon CV. Let's see.
Stammer, you
Simon
have
does not
never
have any
been in
CV. He
line.
does not have any CV to
Bring out your own
present.
CV. Forget
Someone
Simon.
bring
Bring
Simon
your
your
does
own
not
actual
have
CV.
any
work and
CV
Look
to
Bring
at
out
experience.
your own
present.
CV.
look at the confused individuals you're using as
This
your
one is
display
only
picture.
on Twitter. It's
Says a
only on
lot
Twitter.
about.
It's only on Spaces.
Now, who is the guy blowing phone?
So I can actually again I can call the name of my umuna here on stage, right? Starman, can you call your umuna here on stage? Can you call the name of your umuna here on stage? If they born
I'm
your
from
papa
Equatorial
and your
Guinea.
mama well,
I'm
mention the
Igbo from
name of your
Equatorial
umuna
Guinea.
here on stage,
You mention
right?
I'm
yours. You've been
from
bragging. You will
Mention
mention
the name
yours.
of your umuna, right?
I'm from Equatorial
Will you mention
We
your
have to
own?
mention. If I
Will you
mention
mention
Ekpa,
name
we
of
your
my
have
own
to
if
make
you
Umuna
an
is
don't?
agreement.
Ibang. The name
We
of
have
my
to make an
Umuna
Do
is
not listen to
agreement.
Ibang.
We
this
have to make
blood
an
First of
agreement.
all,
Related to
I will mention
okay.
the
Let me
name
tell
of
you
my
where I'm from. Yeah,
umuna,
hold on.
and
Let me
then
tell
we'll
you where
I'm
I'm
have a
from.
related to
meeting,
Baltazar
Okay,
family.
right?
hold on. Let me tell
I'm
you
the
where I'm
It's
from.
Baltazar.
always the house
Hold on.
boys.
Let me tell you where I'm from. I'm from Ilekere East Esako local government area.
Oh, you're not even from the southeast. Come into the southeast and
I'm
do
every much a
Biafra
southeasterner
now.
as much as what's his name?
You're not
Ah,
from the
you're not from
southeast.
Southeast.
If you
Ibro
consider
Igbo.
You were not
Ibro
from the
Igbo.
southeast.
Eflef. Osu
if you
Come
Odu.
into
consider
the
They say,
southeast
no,
and
if
do
you
your
consider
Ando
Harry
te
an
citizenship.
Igbo
Akbarawa.
man,
Ando
You
tu Sone
then I'm an
fucking
Akbarawa.
Igbo man.
Calabar
retard.
boy.
Come into the
Wait, who is
southeast.
the guy blowing phone?
If
Is
they
he
give
citizen?
if your mother has given birth to a human being in form of your retarded brain, come into the southeast and do your Biafra. If you don't pay for your sins, then you know that it's not Igbos that live in the southeast. Fucking dredges of the society, retards.
Thank you, sir.
Come this Christmas. Starman, I put on more
That's
ammo
a
here for my.
that's a girl
Come
to
back
start,
home
man.
for
That's not a
Christmas.
man. That's a
Well, are
girl.
you
Come back home
threatening
for
me? Are you
Christmas and
threatening me?
You sound like a
come and do
transgender
Biafra.
Hiruzen, are
though.
you
That's a
threatening me?
girl
Look at
star,
them.
man, not a man.
Agadia Kwenka. A lot of you have kids. A lot
Hiruzen,
of
are
you
you
have got
threatening me?
families,
Are you
right?
threatening me, Hiruzen?
Yes, I'm threatening you. Come to Southeast.
Retards.
I'm threatening you. Come.
What are you guys going to do?
Come
Funny
now.
enough, and
What
these people, Starman, these people saying come to the southeast have never been to the southeast for a long time.
Agadia Kwenka.
I
Now,
can
can
Don't
you
assure
get
you
an
start
what you're
this
appointment?
scared
now.
of
Can
is
you
not
get
the
Okwibonye
south.
Sako.
What greatest? Where in the southeast are you from? You're from Edo State. I don't know why you're always coming
I'm
to
from the
center yourself.
southeast, my friend. What do you mean?
You're not from the southeast. You're from Edo State. What's wrong with you? Okay, he was saying, have you finished? There's a guy that I want to speak here. His name is Divine. Divine. I don't know what you come here to do. You're from Akwa Ibom. Your Akwa Ibom sister has called you out several times, but you always come to insert yourself to promote your IPOB nonsense. Anyway, let's listen to you. Okay, he was saying, sorry, I made a mistake. Are you done? He was then.
Sorry, just to say this,
Please,
Keneke, I'm
Dr.
an Igbo
Keneke,
man,
Dr.
Keneke.
Keneke, please,
Don't say that
please,
again, please.
You're from Edo State.
I'm an
Don't tell me
Igbo
you're an
man.
Igbo
You
man.
can
Your
call me
people have
whatever
called
you
you out.
like.
What do you mean?
Abu Monyi Igbo. Kamwagi
Where
Fubi.
in Igbo land are you from?
Abụ m onye Igbo. Abụ m gaghị agwa gị n'elu ndị Igbo.
You're from Edo State. Don't speak your
Guys,
language.
Oneno be sensitive.
Abụ m onye Igbo agwagotere na onye abụrụ onye Igbo.
Oneno
Abụ
be
m onye Igbo agwagotere na abụrụ onye
sensitive.
Igbo.
And then go come abuse this person, abuse that person. Bring their CV, then no go bring. Bring the
I
CV,
beg,
make I
Starman, come back home now so that we
look.
can meet during Christmas.
May we know who is
That's
who.
what I'm saying. Come back
Someone is in
home.
prison. Someone is in
Mouth on
prison.
top.
So don't move on.
Afambu Chukwemeka, come back home. Come back home. I can tell you.
See, I
Tell
can
me.
assure
Wait,
you,
Tell me.
I can
Tell me.
assure
Tell
you,
me your
you've
umuna.
not been
Tell
to
me
the
your
southeast.
umuna.
He was
And
then.
the
No, need to
wait
funny
everybody
till
thing
to
is,
he
it's
Starman.
not
go
the
Starman
southeast.
speaks,
do
The
everybody
journey
listen.
to
also
the
Tell me your
southeast
umuna. I can
guy,
give you my
is
guy,
the
umuna
journey
here.
to the
guy.
southeast. I can
Also
assure you, you will
narrate.
not drive from Lagos safely to the southeast. That's what you're scared of, not the southeast. That's not the reason you're not back home. You're scared of the Fulani holding you on the way to the southeast.
Don't
Are
People
mind.
you
go to the
kidding?
southeast all the time. Those of us that can afford a flight.
Oh, you
So
want to do Rambo
don't.
for Fulani Abi? Oh, now only they special way you could do Rambo for them. Go now.
They all know the truth, but
Don't
just
mind
because
them.
they've collected their monthly stipends, they will come here and push
Please,
lies.
guys, don't listen to these non-Igbo people. They're criminals.
So
They're
please,
please,
terrorists,
okay,
guys.
please, there
Divine,
They're
is
make
not
you
something I
just
Guy,
want
go
to
on
say.
and
Oneno
There
be
focus
is
on
sense.
something
business.
important I
Oneno be
want to
sense.
say,
Dr.
please.
Arize, it's not your
Let
turn
her
Please,
yet.
there
Please
is
just
something
relax.
important I want to say.
let
I have
Hold on,
something
Dr.
important
Rinze.
to
Dr.
say
Rinze.
too. Every
Hold on. I mean, there are too many. Dr. Rinze, you speak. You have your time, but there are too many people that don't come to my stages that I want to hear them. Divine, do you have anything to say? If not, let me move you down. You know, I don't have patience for you. What do you have to say? You don't have nothing to say. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. No need to occupy space here. World Greatest, Dr. Rinze, let's listen to World Greatest. World Greatest went on a threatening act, writing long stories, posting pictures of us, Undubisi, writing stories that they are going to look for me. So, World Greatest, what do you have to say? Go on.
Thank you. First of all, you muted Divine. Divine had something to say, but you muted him. He could not respond. The thumbs up was, I have something to say. But that aside, I wasn't threatening you. I was only telling you that what you wish others, be careful what you wish others, because you guys had a space where you talk about killing Igbo youth. You guys had a space where you talk about donating money. Even when the BC said he just got 10 million naira promise from someone that they're going to buy a weapon, they're going to. So at the end of the day, when he finished, we started seeing video.
Are you all right? What do you mean that I say you are going to buy weapon? What do you want to come to my space to come out? I've been silent since.
That's just the way they change the narrative.
Are you okay?
Hold
But
on
the
now.
funny part of it
We
that
were speaking. I was on the
people
space
know who
that
you
day.
are.
BC, let
Hold
him
on. Let me
speak now. You said don't begin
Dredge
everything.
of the society.
let me cook,
BC, let him
please.
speak.
Let me cook. Let me
What
cook.
do you
I've
NBC they
never
care.
spoken on
cook?
your
You want
space
to cook?
before. Just allow me cook on the BC. Allow me just say some things, please. You said it. It was a recorded space. I even did a lot another space on it. Right after that, we started seeing innocent people being killed, bullet dropping on the ground, accusing an innocent bike man,
So are you
tie
trying
his
to
leg on
say?
the
Are
back
you
and
trying
draw
to
him.
say
You
I
guys
need
heard the
money
space.
for
I
them
was
to
like,
kill
this
people
is
in
good.
Southeast?
They are
What
killing
greatest?
him. Grandmaster posted it.
You copy,
Grandmaster posted.
you
Hold on,
copy
now let me
State
finish now.
Department, you copy
Hold
everybody.
on now. Hold on. You guys should calm down. Why are you being in your feelings?
The BC and Dr. Kenny kind of come surprise na space aga this kind of people allow.
Grandmaster, hold on. You see that I'm not
I'm surprised who gonna make this type of people allow. Somebody get shade those states. Yeah, who me allow. Keep these guys out from here.
Let me finish you people. Hold on. Wamudia, Otene, Wamudia, Wologowa. Shoo. So at the end of the day, Grandmaster posted a picture of people that were killed and said this is what the Nigerian, their boys, what's it called, Soludo boys are doing to the IPOB. Then I asked him a question, even Agudo here. I said, if you shoot someone that has a weapon, the weapon will fall close to the person. And you just told me it was a picture that was taken immediately after a gun battle. But I only see one set holding a gun. There was no gun on the ground. There was no gun on the side. Just innocent people laying dead on the ground. And you people came online to celebrate it. That is one of it. You people have killed so many innocent youths in the name of IPOB, which is fine, which is what we expect, because we know that there is going to be pushback. When you want to change the status quo, people are definitely going to push back. Look at how Ikenga came here and was bragging on how when he was a pauper, he was fighting for the rights of others. The moment he became connected to the slave masters or to the oppressors, he no longer cares about the suffering of the poor people he was with. Some of us have climbed up, but we fail to look down, because if you go to our village, there's still no access road to our villages. With all the buildings we have in our village, we can't even go there when there is raining season. We only have a certain time we go. Some people are here talking about, oh, we can't go to AlaIgbo. How can you drive from Lagos to AlaIgbo safely in Nigeria? Tell me that is not what you're scared of. You understand? But it is very good to put everything on IPOB, because why? That is the boogeyman. That is what you've been paid for. That is the stipend you got for you to push. A king that came in was just praising Ifan Yoba. All the constituents money Ifan Yoba ate, none of them left this world with him. At the end of the day, he left here the way he came. The only thing that matters is what you were able to impart on this earth. Your name. Nnamdi Kanu, you're calling a criminal, his name will go down in infamy. His name will go down in history. Simon Ekpa's name would go down in history. Do you know
As
why?
what?
Because they
As
have
what?
paid their
As
dues.
criminals,
They
as
have whatever
terrorists.
it is. You that
Like the
when
name
I
of
was calling,
Anini.
Their name will
my
go
name
down
will go
Like
as
the
down.
name
the
of
worst thing
Anini.
that has happened to Ndibo.
Hold on. Everybody,
The
chill
worst
out,
thing that
chill out.
happened to
I'm
Ndibo.
speaking. I've seen that you people are starting to catch feelings. Hold on, it's not cold yet. I'm not getting to where it's getting cold. You're starting to catch feelings. Hold the
Please,
fuck
Anyway,
which
down.
this
state
guy
are
is
you
an
from?
Igbo
Which
guy.
state are you
Hold
This
from?
the
guy
You
is
fuck
guys
from
should
down.
tell
Edo
us where
State.
he's from, please.
From Edo State. He can't even speak
You
Igbo.
are from Edo State and you are coming here and be telling you are local
You
air.
are not. You are not Igbo. You are not Igbo. Get out of
Put
here.
on you, Igbo. A potato.
It's not Igbo. Get out of here.
Look at this one. Say I'm
Yes,
not Igbo. Look at this. Look at this monkey. This one that look like baboon. Say I'm not Igbo.
Onye abụrụ onye Igbo. Get out of here, my friend.
Onye bụrụ onye Igbo. Iwu onye.
Onye ebe ka Igbo.
Ka abụ m
Ọ
onye
na-afịa gị
nwanne
arụ.
gị. Esi m ụlọ gị
Abụ m onye
bata.
nwanne gị. Esi m ụlọ gị bata. Look at the imagine the kind of people somebody now. That's the kind of people somebody
But
now.
at the
So
end of the
he's
day, you
actually
just want to
laughing at the
distract me
foolish
because you see that
IPOB.
I'm nailing your forecast. Your motherfuckers just want to
You
distract
guys
me.
stop
Can
this
you
your
guys allow me cook,
talk.
please? It doesn't matter where I'm from. We're all in the
It's
same boat together.
not only why.
We're not in the same boat.
Okay,
Obiama Joka, we're
you're on the
not in the
canoe.
same
You're on the
boat.
canoe.
No,
Obiama
why
Joka.
you bringing
You're on a canoe.
Poverty,
Hold on.
poverty is a disease.
You're on a
Obiama Joka.
canoe. Hold on, let me
Obiama
finish.
Joka.
Hold on,
Obiama
let me
Joka.
finish.
One house
Otele,
boy.
let me finish. Hold
One
on.
boy.
Hold on,
One boy. Poverty
boy.
is
Let
a
me finish.
disease.
Boy.
Ubiama Joka.
Boy, let me
Ubiama
finish.
Jogbo when ya.
Let me
Oga
Okay,
Fumi,
finish.
Ubiama
let him
Jogbo when
finish.
ya.
Let me
Oga Fumi,
finish.
anything for the
Retard.
boys.
Let me
Alpha now,
finish.
anything for the boys.
One boy, one boy. So, like I was saying, my people, let me take you back to reality. Enough of this distraction. Our people has always been the cornerstone of the IPOB movement, and our people knows it. We are in touch with our people. I go home all the time. I do things. I'm not here to brag with like you people come here to brag of what you have, what you don't have. Some of you meet some of us on the ground. You can't even talk. But that is not why we are here. At the end of the day, when the Fulani comes to your village, you see they're in Benue people's village. When I look at that village, it's not much different from my village, except some buildings that we have, some fancy kind of buildings that was built by youth and some of us. But still, it has that same structural look of a village. There's nothing different from it. The Fulani will come one day. It might be your own nest. Even those of you say, come to Enugu, come to Enugu. Let me finish. Let me finish. Aturu, let me finish. Come to Enugu, come to Enugu, come to Enugu. They are killing people in Enugu. You people can't even go defend those people. Aturu, shut the fuck up. Let me finish. Shut up, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish with your stupid tongue. You can't even speak. Let me finish, bitch. Let me finish. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Official
Let me
Dundee.
Ikenga, shut up.
finish.
Allow him to
Let
talk.
me
Shut up.
Your
finish.
crack don't finish.
No
We
man,
know.
let me finish. He wants to distract me. He made me lost my train
The
of
way
thought.
you are not
Don't
But
mind
you're
him.
not
Don't
making
mind
any
him.
sensible points now. You're not making any
Ikenga, shut up.
sense.
Finish,
You're
bitch.
not making any sense.
Let
Please
me
keep
let me
quiet.
finish do my nonsense.
Ikenga,
Go to
shut up.
your
Let me
village
speak
people's
my
meeting.
nonsense.
This place is not for
Let
you.
me speak. Let
Nnamdi,
me
Huh?
speak
Go to
my
your people.
nonsense.
no fit
Let
let
me
person
speak
talk.
my nonsense, bitch. Let me speak my nonsense, bitch. Let me speak my nonsense, bitch. Let me speak my
Ikenga, you
nonsense,
Igbo.
bitch.
You that was
I'm
fathered by
about to
a
bust
Fulani
your
man.
ear, nigga.
Shut
You
up.
say, let me speak my nonsense, motherfucking bitch. Let me finish, bitch. All right, I continue. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's the only English you understand.
Shut the fuck up,
Everybody,
bitch. Shut the
shut
fuck
the
up,
fuck up.
bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You're
Shut the
actually
fuck
laughing
up,
at Nnamdi
bitch.
Kanu and
Shut the
Simon.
fuck up,
But you're laughing
bitch.
at the post
Shut the
cloud.
fuck up,
Yeah?
bitch. Shut the fuck
Nnamdi
up,
Kanu
bitch.
is in that party. Nnamdi Kanu is in the bus.
So
He is in the
let's
bus.
go back to reality. Back to reality.
That's all. That's all.
Let me bring it back to Nigeria Jaga Jaga.
Yeah,
Everything
Michael. Yeah,
scatter
kwe manu
scatter.
abro ya tru nwa ga
Come
hu.
on, the suffer suffer.
Nwa Abakaliki nwekwuru ọnụ
Abro
okwu.
ya tru nwa na
Nwa
hu.
Abakaliki nwekwuru ọnụ okwu ebe ndị Igbo na-ekwu
Everything
okwu.
scatter.
Yeah. Okay, let's allow what greatest 1 minute what greatest so that we can other people are requesting, let's pick them up.
after today, or Ghana Ebende Behano. Ever have
Yes. After today, it goes
Ndubisi,
straight.
you see what you're doing. You were here, they were all going back and forth. I could not even make a single sentence. And now you just want to wrap it up to a minute and say
Yeah,
you can
because
just.
you are not Igbo, you are a Edo man. So
I'm
what
an
is your
Igbo
business
boy.
here? You are
Abumoni
not
Igbo.
an
Stop
Igbo
that,
man, you are
Ndubisi.
from
That's how
Edo
people
State.
say you are Yoruba too.
So what is
I
your
can
business
actually
with
say
us
you
here?
are Yoruba
Omo
Ndubisi.
We will
Yoruba,
just giving you
Olabisi,
the
Iwonye
privilege to
Yoruba,
speak.
Olabisi, Iwonye
Olabisi,
Yoruba, Olabisi. Ngagwa gi ha too.
Olabisi
What
Yoruba
are you saying?
boy.
Iwonye Yoruba, gini kini kwa. Ta
You are
siava
not
You see,
po.
Igbo, you are not
you guys,
supposed to speak here.
you guys, you don't get
Let
it.
me finish. You're talking I'm not Igbo.
We
Gini
have
kima.
God.
How many language mahasu?
Before
I know ya no
In how
all of
many
you start to know
language
eba
mma
na-ekwu
asụ?
okwu with nda
Unu
here.
na-ara
Ka me show no eba.
ndị anụ ọhịa. Lekọta
You
onye
guys,
Igbo mmadụ na-asụrụ na arapịa
me, you're an
na
imbecile.
conference of meeting ndị
Ikenga,
Igbo.
you're an imbecile. You're not even a human being.
Okay, let me finish.
Nwaba na Nwedo.
All right, let me finish.
Oh,
Before
Let me
they
finish.
go
You
to
can
the
get shut up. You
West,
can shut up. You can get shut up. Let me
you're in
finish.
South Africa. We know you're
Mind
on
now. Let
crack.
me
Go and on
finish.
crack.
Don't mind the idiot. So let me say this. I please don't rush me 1 minute. You know
when
that
you
that's you
Nwaba,
can
when
get
you
shut the
can
fuck up
after him,
now.
you.
Just try. Just try and leave your age for a minute. There's more wisdom in listening than speaking. That's why you're not wise because you're always speaking. You don't hear.
Go
There's
to
more
a those
wisdom in
place. You
speaking.
don't want a lot of
Shut the
dog to
fuck
do
up,
that.
nigga. Let me
But
Go
speak.
to
Let
a
me
those
speak.
place.
today is
Oh,
bro.
woman,
Let
on
me
the
speak.
laptop
Let me
neatly.
speak. Let me
Oh,
speak. You
Ikenga,
woman,
really
you
on
never
the
true.
laptop
Let
neatly.
me
Go
speak.
there and rescue them.
You're never
Ikenga,
suitable
Abanu
enough
Abu
to
Heavy
debate me.
Equation.
You're never suitable
Ikenga,
enough to
Fulani
speak what I'm
boy, shut
speaking.
up.
today easy to sucker you, Ikenga.
No mind the idiot.
I
You're very
tell our
fucking
own
weak.
problem.
You will not control it.
Everybody
Man, nigga,
make you go first
listen,
on my
bitch.
own
There's more
wahala.
wisdom in listening. Listen, bitch. Let me finish so Divine can speak. Why you just
Nke
all up in
na-ekwu
your feelings?
ọ dị ka ọ bụ ike bụ nke
Oh, God, bitch. Oh, because Otaki sound do be if I know Nazuri. Oh, bitch,
ọtụ aka
Kibu.
isi asụ
Oh,
Igbo
bitch, Kibu. Oh, bitch,
ezuo na m
Kibu.
efuo
Enough, yeah.
nwa
Car,
ego
Seva, po. Inwe uku.
ịkọsọ na ihe
Before you
agba
buy
nchagodi
rag,
ikili
ka wine like a back and forth.
ịkọsọ na ihe agba
Idiot.
nchagodi
Please,
ikili
please, let me finish. On the beach, are you going to call it 1 minute after all this rubbish? The nice speak. They don't want intellect to speak because they know they are dumbass.
Una be
They know they are dumbass.
bitches.
The moment I start
And you
speaking, they all started
you're,
to
you're,
get
you're,
scared.
una be snitch bitches. And snitch
The moment I
bitches
started
belong in
speaking, all your motherfuckers started
snitch
getting scared.
bitches belong.
Even perspective, wait, kind this to where he post for this thing. Stammer, sorry, even perspective post for now. Okay, where can I give you the Edo guy 1 minute? You know, say na the fire alliance assassin, I go kill outside people, na come the fire alliance say na the fire people me they come join a fight. Outside people go finish now, they don't carry trailer, they come there. Now I go hear them very soon when they go revenge for Edo State, kidnap finish. Now I go open.
So in that case, Harry is my brother. So Harry is not an Igbo man, but you guys are very proud when he's doing the bigotry for URB.
It's not your brother. Oh no,
You accept what you
my
accept,
friend.
and you deny
Make
what
sure
you
you
deny.
so clever
It's
today. I don't
okay.
want
Why is
you.
this guy having a hard on whenever I pick the call? Is my voice turning you on, motherfucker? Can you relax? I'm not Ifan Uba. Calm down. I'm not Ifan Uba. Calm down. Why are you just being arose with my voice? Chill, my nigga. Chill, my nigga. Chill. I'm tapping your head right now. You know how to tap a dog. You know how to tap a dog. That's how I'm tapping your ass like a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapping your ass like a dog. Like a dog, nigga. And you're shaking your tails for me like a dog,
Ikenga,
nigga.
close your mouth.
Yeah, he's shaking his tails for me like a dog, like a dog. You know, this is another dog speaking. Mikey is another dog speaking. I'm tapping this dog. These are my dogs.
Michael,
Okay, bingo. Go on, keep speaking, bingo. Keep on speaking, bingo. Why did you stop, bingo? Bingo, don't stop, bingo. Go on, bingo. Go on, bingo. Go on, bingo. Go on, bingo. Speak on, bingo. Speak
If you
on.
don't have anything to say, I will drop you. Let others come and speak. You are here doing bingo, yara.
Then tell
Go
them
to
to
a
allow
good
me
state.
speak. Why are you so disingenuous and
Why is your
I'm
life
very
better?
partial? These motherfuckers don't allow me speak, and you're
Okay,
here
the 1
attacking
minute.
me.
I'm timing you 1 minute because you are not an
What do you
Igbo
mean
man.
1
So
minute?
take
I've not
1
been
minute.
able to say anything, and I have a lot to say. You're telling
Take
me
1
1 minute.
minute now.
All right, let me go on. Ikenga came here and said all manner of lies, you know. But like I said, it was all about his pocket, and he said
What
it
lie?
openly.
Sorry.
It was all
What lie
about.
did Ikenga say? What lie did Ikenga say? Debunk them. Because what greatest again? You're not Igbo. You're from Edo. So what lie did Ikenga say? Thank you.
Nah, I believe my family as an Igbo man don't sacrifice more than your family since the creation of AlaIgbo. So you cannot tell me which Igbo
You're
I
from
am or
Edo
who I'm
State.
not
I beg.
Igbo.
Let's not do this. You're from Edo State.
So now,
You're
okay,
not
let me
Igbo.
finish. So at the end of the day, lie Ikenga told are very many, but I'll just talk about one. Listen, you were able to follow the one that benefits you, and people like you are very willing to sell the multitude for your benefit, and that was what you did, and you accepted it. That was the route you took because you needed to be somebody. The moment you got connection, you realized what you were doing was rubbish. But some of us are doing this for the human part because some of us feel so hurt when we see people being killed in Enugu. The other one came here and was bragging about bringing a flag to Enugu, bring a flag. We're not even talking about Biafran flag. You see the energy you have talking about killing me for bringing Biafran flag. If you have that same energy, Ahamufu people will be safe. Other people at what the other name they call it will be safe. But you do not have the same energy for where your energy is supposed to be at. But your energy is to kill me. Because why? I am coming against what you believe. I'm coming against Ikenga's food, which is Ikenga's politicians. And Ikenga has to fight back. Because if you don't fight back, it affects his bottom line. So you see, that is why when people come here to push narrative, they try to keep it in an echo chamber. Because when they allow people like me bust that bubble, they tend to get in their feelings. Let me analyze a little bit about you guys and politicians. Some of you might think you're being heir to the apparent. You're not. They are children. are already being groomed to take their position. Wike has daughter is now a judge or somewhere. The wife is a chief judge, is a justice, just like that. So many people, even
1 minute had to go off.
you
A
see,
minute.
it's
If
hurting
any,
you. It's
a minute
hurting
to
you to
speak.
hear me speak.
Shut
It's
up
off.
your mouth.
It's hurting
Yeah.
you so bad to hear me speak because you know why?
Be-
I'm busting your bubble,
Mr.
bro.
Mutamwa ebe n'akụkụ
I'm
gị.
busting your bubble, nigga. I'm busting your bubble. Just allow me speak.
Na-abụkwa na nwa mmadụ ka ije kuru ka nna n'olu nwa mmadụ.
They can do anything.
ndị amụ mmiri ọ na-enye nwa n'obodo oyibo nwoke nọ n'obodo oyibo ihere a na-eme nwunye gị debe ọrụ tupu n'ụlọ na-ebe nwa ohe nwa ama ọhịa
Let me have one at Kimber, let's Kimber. And now, Marifana memoir, what back at a mic in the book.
You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny motherfuckers. I swear to God. You guys make my day sometimes with your BS and your bullshit, with your dumbass illiteracy and your steady fast stupidity. Just crack me up all the time. But now let me continue. I know you guys are trying to distract me from the main topic, but I'll still continue. Which is at the end of the day, what you're scared of is you're not able to fight the status quo that is holding you down. You're looking for the low fruit, the low hanging fruit that is IPOB, which are the people that are actually in defense of your territory. That makes your place not like Benue State now. There was time farmers came up and was praising IPOB for creating security for them, and they had a wonderful harvest. All of you saw it on social media, and those people are very, very well down with IPOB because they know the mission. Because they know my first now.
Not IPOB, POS.
Allow me just round up. Come on now. As in, this is what it is when you didn't go to school. That's how you react. You behave when you go to. Sometimes learning business is not the right way. You need to go to school.
Guy, you said enough. Attend to that baby first of all.
Man,
You said enough. Attend to that baby.
The baby is worried. Why are you worried about the baby, bitch? Who told you the baby to do with you?
If I agwa gị anya mara ka igbo a pedophile, anya ma ife ị na-eme nwa. So mechie ọnụ and si abụọ.
I'm not the girl say we're taking a hotel, baby, I get lean nigga underage. Oh, yeah, so the girl say we're taking a hotel room. Now those girls who were taking, can run a hotel room, to shira one, but tell Moma Kaka, now home, Arababu get ban.
Ọkwọ n'ihu eme nọ ka ị na-ekwu ya.
Lezie n'Igbo mmadụ na-asụ. Lezie na-asụ Igbo. Na guy, gbapụ from here. Chi ya abụọ.
Ma ọ dị mma ma ọ dịghị mma ị na-anụ ihe m chọrọ ịgwa gị the message na-aga truth ekwensu.
Okay, fine. You see, I wonder how you guys host space and stay hours educating yourself. So this is the message that you guys give to yourself and you enjoy it. See, I'm just listening to you guys. I'm already tired. So and this is what you guys do every day: host space and talk that you are fighting for freedom. Now they try you. Just to give a normal submission, let's get what you are saying.
If you allow me, I wanted to give vision.
You are done.
I don't only talk about problems, I talk about solutions too.
You are done.
If you can tell him to allow me speak, if you tell him to allow me speak, I have been distracted.
You are done now. You have already spoken. Let's move the mic. You are not from.
Calls. I have to go now, but if you guys are still on,
yeah. Let me just finish.
Yeah. You guys should go. You guys should go, please. You know, you guys should go. Let's move the mic. Dr. Teresa, how you doing now? Tell them this.
Let me just round up. At least give me the courtesy of rounding up. Let me round up in a good note.
When I no get argument, I'm coming back.
Let me round up in a good note.
What do you want to say again?
First of all, thank you and Kenike for giving me the mic. That was bold of you. You understand? I know you guys were scared at first, but maybe you guys spoke with each other back channel. But shout out to you guys for giving me the mic. I give you guys that for having balls to stand me. But I know you guys want to have good conversation about what IPOB
It
really
didn't
stands for.
actually make sense, my guy. You know, make sense. So
Talk about what IPOB or the vision, if you want to talk about what IPOB and the vision stands
if
for,
they talk
we can
nonsense,
have
no,
good
no, no,
conversations.
they
If you
feel
really want to
yourself.
have
If they
a
talk nonsense,
conversation, you can ask questions and I will answer your questions honestly. And I thank you again for allowing me to speak, even though you did not protect me
we take your
from these
thank you.
hooligans, but
Gaba,
all these peasants will
thank
call
you.
you.
You are welcome.
Shout out to
You are
you.
welcome now.
Let's go, my brother.
You are welcome.
Divide.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Fuck you.
Nna ọkịfụna ndị aka na-aya n'ala Igbo.
Okay, Alice,
Ọkịfụna ndị aka anyị na-aya n'ala Igbo.
Dr. Alice, how you doing? Happy Easter or happy holiday?
Thank you very much, Indivisi. I appreciate and Dr.
Now divine
Kenike
they go
and
now.
officially King, everybody, Michael. I want to say a very good happy Easter and other good things that follows it. And with regards to, I've listened to conversations and a lot of banter going on here. It's really unfortunate that the last speaker, I don't want to, exalt him, but the last speaker, he spoke for close to 10 minutes here. Ideally, in conversations like this, when people like this come up, he spoke for like 10 minutes, but I couldn't understand anything he said. Psychologically, I think he has nothing much to offer in his conversation. Again, I want to say something. There is something that is a big concern, personally to me. I have attended spaces, agitators, people that are looking for agitators have attended their spaces very, very well. Very, very well. And there is something I really want to call out. I have big problem with some of these agitators that are not from Southeast. This very guy now, I have seen him on space. I have known him 1 or 2 times on space speak in the echo chamber, world greatest. He's not from Southeast. I know Sonny Abarawa, and there is this prominent guy again. These guys are not from Southeast. Now the question is this. Ndị abụrụ ndị Igbo, why are they championing this very destruction of AlaIgbo? And people are not calling them out? I've been on space. I asked that Sonny Abarawa. He hosted a space. I was there. As a brother, I asked him, the muzzle you are putting on this sit at home, raising funds, destroying AlaIgbo indirectly, you are from Akwa Ibom State. I've not seen any of your posts you talking about Akwa Ibom State. One single post, you've not said any single thing about Akwa Ibom State, where you come from. That is the problem I have. And most of us, we are not seeing it from this critical direction. And I can tell you as a critical thinker that these very individuals, they have seen clearly that this agitation stuff is a money-making machine. Some of them probably, they will call up their brothers, their friends that, see, let's, push up a narrative of we want Biafra, we want Biafra. Faceless people, or even some of them that you might know them. Let's push up this Biafra. Probably what they are doing in their business, they are not doing well. Probably in their profession, they are not doing well. And you will see them coming up championing something they don't even, understand. Solely with an ulterior motive to siphon people's money. This very guy that just spoke now, I know him on most spaces. I've listened to him, and he's not from Southeast. Same thing with other persons. And it's a very big problem to me. We have to be objective. We have to think as Ndibo. Why allowing some miscreants, criminals
It is you that's
without
not from the
identity?
southeast, though. It is you that's not from the
Please,
southeast.
let me conclude. I know you very well, world greatest. Please, thank you very much.
Then you don't know me. Because if you know me, you will know where I'm from. So
Please, I've
don't
seen you
insinuate what
spoke
you
on
don't
spaces.
know.
Please don't
Because you see me on
interrupt me.
spaces, there's no name. You
I'm
interrupted me. What do
please
you mean
don't
don't
interrupt.
interrupt you? You interrupted me. You are lying on
I
me.
didn't
How
interrupt
do
you
you
when
know
you
I'm
were
not an
speaking. Please be civil, please be civil. I didn't interrupt you. I interrupt you, please. So let me continue. Thank you very much. That is the problem I have with people like this. Not only him, a lot of them, just like I said, I normally enter on their spaces, listener section, sometimes speaker section, just to have conversation, to see how delusional, to see how stupid they are. Sometimes I just engage them, and I came to realize that some chunk number of them are not from Southeast. And that is a very big problem to me. You are not saying anything with regards to the happening in your state. You've not tweeted about your state, just like Sonny Akbarawa. Let me use the prominent one that some of us might know. You are from Akwa Ibom State. He hosted a space. I was asking him directly, you are from Akwa Ibom State. And for the past 3 years, I've not seen one single tweet about, you talking anything about your governor, probably about Akwa Ibom State, insulting your governor. Then why always talking about Southeast? You are talking about Anambra State, Soludo. Keye Soludo, you are not from Anambra State. What is giving you this thing to be
Well, he's
talking
not holding
about?
you not to talk about Akwa Ibom. Why don't you talk about Akwa Ibom since he's talking about Southeast? You should talk about Akwa Ibom. You people said this other region was not supporting IPOB. Now you're complaining that they are supporting IPOB. As in where you guys stand, you should stand one
Please,
place.
world greatest, please. I'm driving at a point. I'm not a nuisance, please. I'm driving at a point. So look at my point here. If you can't talk about where you come from, you can't, your society, your environment, you are not pushing for Biafra in your own locality, in your own state. I've not seen them talk ill about their governor, about their elites, about their prominent personals in Akwa Ibom. I was asking Akbarawa, then why being so fixated on that of Southeast, Anambra to be precise? I'm from Anambra State. I'm ezigbo town, ezigbo onye Igbo. Onye Nnewi ka hụ. I saw one of their posts when they were talking ill about Ifeanyi Uba. You can't talk about Ifeanyi Uba and one sensible Ndibo to listen to you. Let me tell you people a little story. Ifeanyi Uba, no, may his soul rest in peace. I'm very much close to him. Personally, and to an extent, we are related because
We know it's all about proximity for all of you.
please,
Brag to us. Let us
please,
hear your braggadocious
let me
experience with Ifeanyi Uba.
land. This is the problem I have with charlatans. People that don't have history. If you want, I can tell you my identity. I don't give
My
a
guy, go
damn.
ahead and brag
You know,
for us. He brag for us. We are paupers. We are peasants. We agree. You that is the high
What
challenge
greatest?
elite, brag for us.
I don't. You see, you are not supposed to speak. I just respect you. That is to show how Democrats and communal Igbo people are. We respect people. You are from Edo State. You are not supposed to be here.
BC,
But we
stop
are
that
not
thing
doing.
you're saying. How do you mean I'm from Edo State? Are you not
Yeah,
from Yoruba?
what do you
Stop
mean
that
that?
thing. Stop it, BC. I don't like it. It's no longer a joke anymore. How
Then
can you
where are
tell
you
me?
from?
How
You
can
are from Edo
No, he
State. You
wants
are
to
from.
abuse the
my
privilege.
nigga, I'm from Imo
He
State. What
wants
are
to
you
abuse
talking
the
about?
privilege as
Relax, my
usual.
guy.
You are not from Imo State. Don't say what you don't know. You
I
are not from
tell
Imo
you,
State.
yourself from Imo State. You need a bed you to the BC. Stop this thing
World
you're
greatest,
doing.
don't.
What do you
Thank
mean,
you.
don't see all these people? You know, what did they worry these guys? What did they do now?
Allow
Now you go
Dr.
tell me
Elizabeth
where
to
I'm
speak.
from.
Okay, let me
Allow him to
continue. Yeah, I don't like having conversations with these guys because I do research about them. So in continuation, we are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Let me concentrate on him. Nnamdi Kanu as a person. The biggest, let me say, bad thing to have happened to Nnamdi Kanu was the death of Ifeanyi Oba. I'm saying this from a point of, real life conversation. Ifeanyi Oba and Iwanyanwu, let me tell us a little history. When Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, brought back to Nigeria, and they started having conversation on how to bring him out. They involved a lot of people, some prominent lawyers, which some of them have stepped down. It was Ifeanyi Oba. He took it upon himself. Codedly, I'm telling you this, codedly. He took it upon himself and some prominent Igbo leaders, specifically the late Ohaneze Ndigbo Iwanyanwu called Ifeanyi Oba. The both of them, they took it upon themselves to make sure they were negotiating, and the negotiation was really going well. For the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Genuinely, these are prominent Igbo people that genuinely love Ndi Igbo, that ihe Ndi Igbo na-emetụ n'obi. In spite of, the stupidity of the IPOB followers propaganda they pushed against Ifeanyi Oba, that he used his private. How, look at such kind of useless propaganda. But that one is by the way. In spite of all the propaganda they pushed against Ifeanyi Oba, my senior brother, and Iwanyanwu as well. But these guys went down low key, they were even involving their funds to make sure Nnamdi Kanu was released. Nnamdi Kanu brother, the wife of Nnamdi Kanu, they met Ifeanyi Oba. Ifeanyi Oba called them. They met Ifeanyi Oba. I'm saying this from first-hand information. They met Ifeanyi Oba and some prominent Igbo leader, but Ifeanyi Oba was spearheading that very meeting and conversation. They met him, Ifeanyi Oba, seeing that, that Nnamdi Kanu might not come out again. He as a political figure in Igbo, and he's an APC member as well. And anybody that knows politics knows that Ifeanyi Oba is loved nationally in Nigeria. So Ifeanyi Oba took it upon himself to make sure Nnamdi Kanu is released. He made a lot of calls, he made a lot of meetings, and they were having a headway. Unfortunately, on the way he died. Unfortunately, may his soul rest in peace. But to my greatest surprise, I saw on timelines, IPOB people insulting Ifeanyi Oba, Simon Ekpa. I when I saw posts like that, I wanted to shed tears. I was telling myself, where have we gone wrong, we the Igbo people? What are we doing to ourselves? Somebody first-hand information. Please let me land. Anybody that want to open his speaker. First-hand information. In spite of the propaganda, Ifeanyi Oba, genuinely, I know Ifeanyi Oba 1-to-1. Genuinely, Ifeanyi Oba genuinely, he's somebody that loves an Igbo. He's a successful business person. He was, until he died, there are some kind of health issues, complication. And IPOB, Simon Ekpa, and most of these agitators started mocking his death. Kai! He started mocking Ifeanyi Oba's death. And you tell me that these people are sensible. And I can state it here categorically clear that everything, the dignity, everything that represents an Igbo, these agitators, they have dragged our name to the mud. They have totally dragged our name to the mud. And it's very, very unfortunate. And the problem, just like what everybody have been saying here, Ikenga made a reference of that. And this guy, this word something, I don't, this word guy or something, wanted to change the narrative because this is what they are good at. Ikenga, I'm a critical thinker. Ikenga said something that when one of, if you see how these guys move, he made reference that during the time that he didn't have anything, like when he's in total
I thought you
abject
said you
or
didn't take
like,
anything from what I said. All the 10 minutes I spoke, you didn't take one thing. How come all of a sudden you've been
let me
able to
land,
point
please. Let
something
me
you
land.
took
Let
from
me
what I
land.
said?
What?
Even
This
Nigeria
guy, let
got
me land now. Let me land, please. So Ikenga said something that if you look at how these people move, they move with hate, they move with jealousy, they move with envy. All the successful Igbo brothers, sisters in an Igbo, they term them saboteurs. Ikenga was one of, Ikenga, Uchemefo, Ikenga normally open space. Most of these prominent IPOB guys that started this IPOB, they have come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, he's a fraudster. I wonder how these newcomers will be telling those people that started these Biafra agitators together, how they will be teaching them how to fight Biafra.
The king I told you the reason now that he collected money and he got connection and he forget about
Biko, let me
the
land.
lay
See,
people.
one thing about you,
So
I know
that's
you
what he
very well.
said.
You're a manipulator.
I'm not a
See,
manipulator.
I
I'm
know
an
you are a
intelligent man
manipulator.
that can debate. That is why you guys are scared to always
Please,
have me speak.
I know you. I know you. I don't see. I know you very well. Very, very well. But let me land. Let me conclude. So you realize, you see how these people operate. I have one of my village guy that last 2 years I came back to for Xmas celebration, and I was having conversation with this guy. So he started talking about Simon Ekpa, IPOB. This guy is an Okada rider. He started saying that his ambition now, that once they have Biafra now, that they will give him deputy governor of some. So you see how stupid these guys are. They try that they will give him somebody that didn't attend secondary school. I'm just trying to paint a picture here. That,
your president don't have
this guy...
certificates. Your former president do not have certificate. And you
Yeah.
are here blaming someone.
Oh,
You
thank
see how
you.
you people behave.
Yeah.
The
Thank you very
Nigeria you're
much. So
supporting, the last
look
two
at how...
presidents does not have degree. They are the most dumbest bunch of the ones in Nigeria. And you are here coming to accuse
No
an
problem. No
Okada
problem.
man that is visualizing the future of him
No
becoming a
problem.
politician. You don't know if he will acquire the educational
No.
background needed for that position, but you just draw
No,
him down
no. Let me
immediately
land,
and
please.
you're
That is why I
buttered.
say you are a manipulator. Let me land, please. I didn't interrupt you, please. I didn't interrupt you. So this guy already, I was having conversation with him. He's a very distance relative. So he started jumping that I'm not trying to demean him, but he was saying that in 2 years' time that Biafra will, and Simon Ekpa have promised them Biafra. That already, that is why I said this word guy is a manipulator. He wanted to change what I'm saying. But look at what this guy was painting here. That already they have ascribed that office of deputy governor for him. So I begin to ask myself, look at the people, when they come out. That is why when you see them come out on spaces, they talk like, people that don't have simple sense. Starting with Nnamdi Kanu, I want to conclude this. Nnamdi Kanu as a person, I have said this several occasions on platform. Nnamdi Kanu as a person, I don't want to be saying something so it won't look like I'm hyping myself. As a person, I know him firsthand. When I say I know people firsthand, it will look like maybe I'm praising myself. I know him firsthand. He's a criminal. He's a manipulator.
What did he steal from you? Can you
And
tell us one thing he stole from you, please?
he's a manipulator.
No, sorry, my
We know
brother.
the
Can you
story.
give us example? On the basic, please. Can he just give the people one example of what Maznam the Kanu stole? I like to
Oga,
know
he
what he
doesn't need
stole.
to give you any example. Waiting they worry you
You
now.
see,
Leave the guy main talk
you
now.
see, that means there is
You
nothing
dare
he
they
stole
talk
from
your own.
you.
You
You
dare
just
they
here
talk your
to
own.
make.
Nobody
Okay,
challenge you.
let me give
Oga, shut
Let
up.
me
Main
you
talk.
understand.
one
What
simple.
protest? You know,
Give
he
you
didn't
example. He
interrupt you.
stole. He
Let him
stole
speak.
our years from us. He stole our life.
Wait, I was
Our
interrupted the
security
whole
from Igbo
time.
Okay,
people. He stole our security from Igbo
let me
people.
give you
What else do you want?
let me give
Oga,
you
shut up. Make this
let me
guy
give you this
finish.
story. Let me give you this story.
Arrange your
Just
bed. Continue.
let me give you just 1 minute. Let me round it up, please. Nnamdi Kanu as a person, Ndubisi and some persons here might have heard me talk about this. You know, let me just say it again. Nnamdi Kanu as a person, you know, when he was in London, he stays here in London. I know his streets, and I know some of his family, you know, members, you know, that's his ex-family members. I know I know his child as well. In fact, last year we attended the birthday of one of his child, you know, here in London. And when Nnamdi Kanu came to UK, he came just like every other person. He got married to a Yoruba lady. You know, why I say criminality in essence is this. I don't like whether you are a guy or you are a lady, using pretense, having an ulterior motive to get engaged with both a lady or a guy. But that one is, by the way, that is his private life. When Nnamdi Kanu, after some time, he divorced the previous wife, so he started these agitations of a thing. You know, he has been there, but he opened his radio Biafra and started this stuff, you know, confusing people. He was working with council. He attended London Metropolitan University, which he didn't graduate at the end of the day. So when he started this agitation of his stuff, at a point, Nnamdi Kanu was just a normal guy that is working with council. He doesn't have was living in a room, and just one single room. I'm not demeaning anybody, but I'm just telling you the humble beginning of everybody, you know. But immediately he started this agitation of a thing. Within the space of 1 year, Nnamdi Kanu started living a luxury life. Let me tell you one thing about civilized country and countries like America and UK, to be precise. They believe on diligence and they believe on process. I hear me go na UK unless you are a manipulator like Nnamdi Kanu or you are into fraud. So he started same thing Simon Ekpa was doing, but Simon Ekpa on his own is too much. So he started his Biafra office stuff. They started raising funds for him. You know, he stopped his working with the council and some menial job he's doing, which is normal. Everybody did that. But the question I was asking then, the brother to the ex-wife, I know him personally. When Nnamdi Kanu started this and his influence started going higher, he was saying, Arinze, you see this on a guy, although he's far, you know, in terms of age, he's around late 50, but to an extent, we are very close. You see this on a guy, na criminal or na manipulator, and then he will just be manipulating you people. I'm telling you, I don't like sharing things like this, but let me say it.
But you know why what you're saying
Nnamdi,
is, you know why what you're saying makes no weight, because you have
please,
conflict of interest.
let me
No,
land.
let me
I'm
just
saying
point out your conflict
Oga,
of
I'm
leave
interest.
him
driving
to
at a
talk
point.
What
now.
Word.
protest?
I'm driving.
See, I don't know why you are panicking about Igbo issue. You are from Edo State. I will drop you. I don't want to. I'm telling the truth. I will drop you. You're not.
Stop
Just
calling
allow
me
him to
from
speak.
Edo State. You don't know where I'm from. You're not my father. You're not my
What
ancestor.
Then
greatness?
you
You're
allow
from
him.
Edo State now. What do you mean? What are you
Anything,
arguing?
what do you mean? Stop it, oh. Stop. People should stop it. The two of you, host
Wait,
and
hold
co.
on.
People should stop it,
You've
please.
spoken your language with Princess. Idemudia has called you out. People know you're
Listen,
from Edo
I can
State.
speak as many languages as I want. I can
You're
speak
from
You are
Edo
Arabic. I
from
can
State.
Edo
God
speak
State,
greatest.
Oga.
Swahili. So,
You
my
are
guy,
from
cool
us.
down.
You are from Odo
Mba,
State.
true. Na mba, true. Nne ya bụrụ onye Igbo. Ọ bụrụ onye Igbo. Onye a na-ekwu, ọ bụrụ
So,
onye Igbo.
is Harry an Igbo man? If Harry is an Igbo man, then
Harry
why am
is
I different
Igbo.
from
Harry
Harry?
is full-blooded Igbo. You
So,
are
why
from
am I
Edo
different
State.
from
Harry
Harry?
is an Igbo
Odemudia.
man. Harry's dad is from
Odemudia.
Enugu State.
Odemudia, what
You, your
greatest?
father and mother, your father is from your mother is from Oshu State. Your father is Edo State man.
It's
So
a
what is
lie.
your
This
business
is
over
Odemudia.
there?
look at you, BC stuff. This is defamation.
Odemudia.
I can actually
Odemudia,
sue
allow
you.
us to talk.
I can actually sue you for defamation. To be honest with you.
Odemudia, allow us to talk. Odemudia.
Allow Dr. Anise, please continue with your story, please.
So let me be rounding up, So why am I sharing this story every time I'm being given opportunity to speak? The reason why I am sharing this story is this. One thing about freedom fighting and one thing about agitation is this. We should have said this in spaces. We should at every point in time check the identity. We should make research about individuals we are following. I was in a space as well. I made research. I was in a space as well. Most of these agitation guys with spaces. There is this guy. He's one of the prominent agitators that's confusing people, raising funds for himself. Presently in Germany, he's working as this customer attendant or something. He's a gate man, customer attendant. I'm not trying to demean anybody's legitimate job. I'm not trying to demean anybody, but we
Okay, now
should
you
be
be the
sensible
manipulator.
for
You
crying
just
out loud.
demean the person already. You
Wait
just
on.
demean the
Yes,
person
right.
already, and you're coming back to say, "I'm not trying to demean the person." That's how manipulators behave.
Now, hypocrite.
Let me continue. So, because I don't talk, I don't like people that don't have identity to be interrupting me. So, you see these people
You
championing
two don't have
something they don't
identity, Mr.
understand.
Man.
Oga, my identity is there. That is why I know they fear anybody. You understand what I'm saying? You guys are nobody, faceless, miscreant in an Igbo.
You know the fear,
So
but you
you
are in
don't.
space. You are in space 247, crying up and down. Why are you crying?
So what I'm trying to say in conclusion is this. We Igbos, tomorrow now, somebody else will come up with his own fundraising Biafra agitation, and he will convince miscreant like this world greatest and some of them. Although world greatest has his own ulterior motive too. He's there to raise funds. He's from Edo State. I've said this before. So he's part of the
You still did not.
criminality.
You still did not tell me how Nnamdi Kanu is a
What
criminal. What
greatest?
is
You are
proof
not
from you?
hearing. Is one that is in charge of their crypto something, telling them how to donate.
Ndubisi, say what? Say it
Yeah,
again,
I know
Ndubisi.
what I
Ndubisi, say
have
it
been on
again.
spaces. What greatest is
Ndubisi, say it
what
again. Say it
greatest?
again, Ndubisi.
So their plan is the people I'm pitying is some of our Igbo brothers, some teenagers, some within the age of 20 to 30 years, putting their hope on these criminals like these guys now. Simon, these guys are just fundraisers.
Did they ask
They
you
are
to
just
pity them?
fundraisers.
Did
Even though
anybody
now
ask you to pity them?
Nnamdi Kanu now, just like I said, I know him, I know his history. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. If you know, see, before I tell people, let me
What did he
conclude by
steal
saying this.
from
I
you?
tell people
What
that
did he steal from you? You never still tell us so that we go know. Say,
I've
you're a
shared,
criminal.
I have shared the story
You
now,
share
but you are
what you
still
share
trying
Person
nothing.
don't
You share
person don't need
nothing.
tip
Just running
anything
around
from me
like
before he become criminal. Now the
like a
current
dog.
criminal and now why in the prison and he go die inside there.
Okay.
Him and Simon Ekpa.
Okay. Thank you.
Irene, if you conclude, make I talk. Make I tell these people
Okay,
where they
let
make
me
I put them
conclude.
where they
Just 1
Now,
belong.
minute.
divine is speakness, not be
Just
you,
1
Rubisi.
minute.
Go sit down one place. They don't go where you come. Hey, wait.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. I normally say this. Let's check the histories of the likes of Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, you know, most of these prominent guys that seek for agitations. You see them with, a laid down history of, successful life,
They were
either
once
in
criminals. They were
academics,
once they were once
The
terrorists.
same
either.
Mandela you
Okay,
are
let me
calling.
They
land
were
Didn't
now.
once
Let me
criminal
land.
terrorists.
didn't say
Now
tag him
this guy,
terrorist during his time. You are here now calling him Mandela.
Everybody,
Gaga,
look at you, a carpenter in Lagos State. You want to give us Biafra. Imagine you that cannot even go to pass jam and go to university. You are here opening your mouth. Look at what greatest.
why would I waste my money to go to university that you that went to the university don't have common sense? Educated illiterate then.
Rubisi, you want
Why
to
would
talk
I
about
waste my money to
education?
go going for
Rubisi, don't go
university?
there. Oh.
You
You
that
don't want
went
to
to the
you don't want to
university,
talk
what
education,
do you make of
Rubisi.
it?
I rubbish you here.
Just speaking grammar,
Guy,
come
hapụ
outside
ndị
and be
Igbo, hapụ
speaking
ndị ewu
grammar.
ndị Igbo ka ha
Grammar
kwuo
that
okwu.
don't have
Ị
any
bụghị onye
sense,
Igbo
no
ka ihe
common sense.
na-etiri ọnụ n'okwu a. This guy.
Ndị Igbo, ndị Igbo, ndị Igbo,
in
ndị
a
Igbo.
Igbo now with the expert of
Igbo
me
economy is
understanding it,
on
Abi.
basis,
And it's someone
just only on basis.
Idemudia,
Theoretical
Idemudia,
economics of the
This guy
Igbo
talk
people.
now.
Idemudia,
Make him
allow
allow
Arinze to
Arinze
talk
finish
now.
waiting the talk now. Make him allow. Are you guys being triggered with? That is why you don't want to move forward. Sometimes, even though you want to agitate, listen to the truth and know the person you are following. We have been begging you people all this while. Before you follow someone, know the kind of person you are following. You can't just follow somebody blindly because you want a Biafra. I've been telling you
I
guys.
know who I'm following. I know who I am following.
Okay, now
So
okay,
so
don't
wait,
in
you
Dr.
Following
Arize,
conclusion,
someone
Dr.
inside
Arize,
so
wait,
prison.
in
okay,
He's inside
conclusion,
Dr.
please,
prison.
Arize, wait,
You're
wait,
following
wait.
a prisoner.
please,
No,
in
Mr.
conclusion,
Amolo, you
so
guys
my
hold on. Dr.
advice is
Arize,
this.
okay, no, wait, let me just
a political prisoner.
Ebebru, wait. You know who you are following? Is Samuel Ekman,
Yes.
once a military man in Finland.
He said what?
Samuel Ekman.
Who is nonsense? This guy, you were
And a
dumb
Is
ass.
what?
This
politician
boy,
too,
I'm
Rubisi.
You see, even what greater, they say Samuel Ekman was a Finnish military
No,
and
Rubisi, he was a politician, he was a council head, right?
okay,
And he
hold
was
on,
also a
but
lawyer. He's also an immigration
He
lawyer.
is not was, not was. He is. He
He
is
is.
a
No,
politician.
for the election, he dropped he didn't run again because
But
he
he's
had
inside
that is
prison.
the problem.
he had
Look
to
He's
at
focus
inside
on the
you are
Biafra
prison.
following
movement.
someone you
But
guys don't.
He's not a prison head. He's a prison head now.
yeah,
They are
that's
raping
true.
himself.
At
You
the
don't
end
say
of the
that they
day,
rape him for that
Mandela, even
prison.
Obasanjo came out from prison to become
They,
president. You act like that is a sin
they
of
rape him.
Okay,
it's
it's
They
a
okay,
bust him
it's
head,
okay.
sha.
Let Dr.
it is a
Arize,
thing
Don't
of
This
mind
guy,
honor
them.
they
that
change
you
Educated
when he come
you
out.
illiterate them. They
I
are
beg,
all
make I
educated
talk.
illiterate.
it is a thing to
No,
show
this make
Speaking
I
civility of
talk.
grammar,
honor,
that's
Make
my
all.
I
guy.
talk. Make I
Don't
put
you
these
see?
guys for their place.
Igbo economy on
They
earth
rape him
basis.
for that Finland prison. I know say code they Finland.
My
They
guy,
use them.
Maga,
They talk code.
if you like, try to use the prison to talk down on them. Now there you for fail.
Nnamdi
So
See,
Kanu
go
dey
please
go
let
chop
me
meet
beans.
conclude.
policeman. Go meet
Biafra miscreants, please wait. Let me conclude,
Martin Luther
please.
King. Go meet Martin Luther King. Go down,
They
Malibu.
are
Martin Luther
miscreants
King
in
no
the
go
church
prison like
Yeah, he
Nnamdi
went to
Kanu.
prison. He went to Birmingham
Martin
jail.
Luther
Look at
King
this
no go
dollar.
prison like Nnamdi Kanu.
Dummy.
They
He went to
compare Nnamdi
Birmingham
Kanu and
jail,
Martin Luther
Dolly.
King. Nnamdi Kanu na Tolaj. Na
How
John
many years
CB.
is Mandela spent in the prison?
He
That
say
one,
I
How
name
many
him.
years is
Wetin
Mandela
concern
spent
he
Nnamdi
in
go
Kanu and
serve
prison?
7
Mandela?
days now.
Wetin
Ikenga
concern
biko
How
Nnamdi
many years
Kanu
is
and
na akpọrọ
Mandela?
onye
Obasanjo
a nwa
spent in the
Abakaliki
Nnamdi
prison?
nshi
Kanu na criminal.
ịkpọ nwa aba obi
Educated
bikọs nwa
illiterate.
nwa aba
Anini
na-akpọrọ onye nshi Abakaliki
Nnamdi
nwa
Kanu na
nwa aba ịkpọ ya nwa aba m ga-etinye ebe
go
nwa aba
UK.
ka ị na
Anini go UK. Na
kpọrọ onye
wetin
nshi
Nnamdi Kanu be. He's a con
So
artist.
let me conclude. Let
Nnamdi
me
Kanu has
conclude.
nothing to offer.
Let
He's
me
just
conclude.
making noise,
Ikenga can
threatening
conclude.
everybody. Get
Obiko.
out, what on a prison.
So can
He's
Eating
making noise.
beans.
conclude.
That the same noise
He
that
will never come out.
he's making to
Okay,
be
you
rap.
guys should let Arize to conclude now. Allow him to conclude. You guys are allowed to
Okay,
conclude.
yeah, thank you very much. Let me conclude. So please, as in the Igbo, thankfully that now, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, their name is gone. Anybody that is thinking that the both of them will come out is just deceiving himself or herself. those people, their name is gone. In the next 2-3 years, now everybody will forget about them. Already we've forgotten about him, about them. They are criminals. But in future, please, I want the neighbor. Before you follow people, before you listen to anybody that will come up and start talking about Biafra or Asekwa, please let it be intelligent person. Let it be somebody, probably the person was once a business guy, successful. So, okay, let me give us a practical example now. If somebody like, Alex Otina, for instance, of Abia State, come up tomorrow and start talking about Biafra, I guarantee you, I will listen to him. Because Alex Oti was the former MD of Diamond Bank and he was successful in his office. If somebody like Soludo now, if somebody like Peter Obi now, let's see the history of people that will be talking about Biafra, not allowing miscreant people without identity. I followed the history of Simon Ekpa. I realized that Simon Ekpa have no history. He married one 52 years old Finland woman that gave him this thing. From nowhere, he started raising funds from stupid people, giving him fund, and his first child is in football academy, enjoying people's fund. Tomorrow, another miscreant now will come up and start talking about Biafra. That is why presently now,
people... sorry, Apema and Simon Bubu stripper na Finland.
If
Zelensky was a comedian.
Of course.
Oh, it's stripper.
So you see how little you guys are in your thinking.
No, he's not a comedian.
Everybody knows that's what you can go is doing in South Africa.
Think it's only people with money that can bring you freedom and prosperity. You lie.
What greatest? Let me give instance.
Freedom from what? Freedom from what?
You people think
you keep talking about freedom. Are we in bondage? Freedom from what?
I didn't only use freedom. I used development.
Freedom from what?
I used the word.
Freedom do we need? Are we under bondage? Freedom from what? Igbo man have been a vice president.
Of course, now.
Freedom from what? We produce Senate presidents in this country.
Let me bust you people's head.
Are you talking about?
Please, let me bust you people's head. Simon Ekpa.
Fuck Simon
Ekpa was into hookup.
Fuck Simon
Ekpa was into male
Simon Ekpa
hookup.
will die in that prison. Simon Ekpa will die in Finland prison. He will die of cold in Finland prison. They will rape him to death in Finland prison. Simon Ekpa will die in prison. He will die in Finland prison. He will die in Finland prison. No,
okay, please.
Stop interrupting Dr. Arinze now.
Simon
Ekpa will die in Finland prison. He will die in Finland prison.
You are the one that posted it here on the BC. Not others are claiming Nnamdi Kanu to be from the north because they see the integrity of their enemy. They see the substance of the man.
Nnamdi Kanu can never come from the north.
The integrity.
Let Dr. Arinze finish.
Man that cannot be
Nnamdi Kanu will die in prison also. He will die in prison. He will die first because he's in Nigerian prison. Then Simon Ekpa will die next after him.
The man need immortality.
Nnamdi Kanu will die in prison. He's going to die in prison. Nnamdi Kanu is dying in prison. Moses, let him redeem himself from prison now. Let him come out from prison. He will die in prison. He will die in prison. Die. He will chop beans, chop beans, chop beans, chop beans. He will chop beans. Bye. You go to chop water beans. I can't beans. Now waiting go to chop them.
And you continue to wish. That's just your wish. And you continue to wish that way.
I don't know. You guys should allow Arinze to finish. I want to ask him a question actually. Please.
Okay, I'll finish now. I'll just finish. Just 1 minute.
Dr. Rizzo, when he henche while ki cheta wetinye, ichefuzi ikwu na ifanye wepụtago almost vessel ko wele sign no mputa Simon mputa
na you lie. Go and sit down one place.
Onye no na can you evidence kunje gbu onya onye no
then you are a liar. If you don't have evidence, they shut up till you're ready to speak with facts.
Nwa edo anu tie n'ọnụ
Edo babuko get banned.
Mechiono akwa amam ko e pedophile ke bunki ne kugale nwofo. Mechiono obun each of people to help. Obun each of people to help Ganitly in the bono can go and help. Now, let me finish with this. Hello, now Simon Hey, stripper,
Oji Italy ga funde
My brother,
if they help one by one. I need the help there more than anything.
you don't need to respond to Ikenga.
And you help your people.
You don't need to respond to Ikenga. Ikenga, udelewi iti Ikenga. You don't need to respond to Ikenga.
Now
you assured of where you go die. See this one. You, I'm go so shoot you. I'm go so kill you. Shebi una dey carry gun and waka for inside forest. I'm go kill you very soon. You with the talk. I'm go kill you very soon. You dey carry gun to terrorize people. I'm go shoot you. The same way where they don't shoot others. I'm go shoot you. Don't worry. I'm
Ikenga. Okwanandua, udelegeriano gonandua. Ikenga. Udelegeriano gonandua.
Now you be the bet now you dey talk when person go die. I'm go kill you. You anytime you go carry gun pass the land. I'm go shoot you. And now for road you go die.
Udelegeriano na bo. Udelegeriano na bo.
I'm go kill you. Ebeberu, I'm go kill you. You go carry gun. You go do kidnapping with your IPOB ESN. Una go do kidnapping and I'm go catch you and kill you. If you don't reach my turn, make I talk. I want talk to these guys in the language they will understand.
Has been here peacefully, patiently waiting.
My turn, no be your turn, abeg. My turn.
So biko nu anyị nwawo ndị Igbo echi enwekwa onye pụtara ịbịa okwu Biafra nenenu
this bush boy mechie n'ọnụ ka Dr. Riz
Biafra nagona Nnamdi Kanu akponago Biafra. At least that was the good thing he achieved. This whole sentiment about Biafra is over.
Tomorrow,
it's over.
Anybody that will
very
come
soon,
up
it is down on every other person that it is over.
And start talking about Biafra. Just my simple advice before I hand over the mic. Please, please, and please. I'm not saying people should agitate. It's constitutional. It's constitutional. But please, before you start following somebody, look at his history. Like, check the person's credibility. Just check his success in life generally. Just like I said, Simon Ekpa is a stripper. In most of these dating apps in Finland, make research. He deleted it when he started gaining prominence. He's a male hookup guy.
We've heard it
for
before.
something
You keep
years.
saying it over and over.
So in conclusion, we should
let me
please
ask you one question. Was he a military man too?
thunder fire you there. These people, who is a military man?
So
are you mad?
Propaganda man. Continue your propaganda.
You say who is a military man?
Those guys are inconsequential.
You say who is a military man?
Just make your submission.
I don't understand. Do you think this is IPOB platform?
They cause them.
You say who is a
you
military man for Christ's sake?
Because they are senseless people. Just look at Simon Ekpa, a military man.
You say Simon Ekpa is a military what?
They can easily deceive you people, gullible people. Nnamdi Kanu is a priest. Simon Ekpa is a military man.
Please hand over the mic to a different person, please. Thank you very much.
They deceive you up and down. Old men, you don't even bomb picking. Which time brain when you raise that picking? We the cry there.
Igbo perspective, what your thought?
You see, sorry, official. You see why people don't like reasonable people like us don't like having conversation with you guys, IPOB people. You guys can just make someone to just frustrated and I don't even know what to say. You guys are just you cannot even. That's why the Yoruba Ronu people are even better than you guys. You are the worst set of human being in this Nigeria. I'm telling you guys the truth. No direction, nothing. You cannot even with your own brothers. Let's sit down and talk. Since all you guys are just doing shouting. Stammer that think he's educated, you cannot even have a conversation with someone. He started doing wrong. Started doing speaking words. I don't even know what he's saying. You guys should calm down if you want to talk to people. That's why people don't want to have a
person. The BC.
You see,
it's the other side. It's the other side that has been attacking and don't allow people speak. But it is only me and Stammer that is just two people In the midst of how many
the
people with
only
different
way to talk to
ideologies
these people is
they
to come
refuse, but
down
you
to their
came
level.
here, you point the finger at
You
Starman.
see, if you
That is to
want to
show you
talk to
people
them as
why.
educated
Yeah, that's
person, they
fine.
will
That is
not
to show you
hear.
people why we will
So
never
you
grow
must come down
as
to
a
their
people.
level to talk to
Because
them.
you people are
If from
disingenuous.
where
You
down,
people are.
if from this boy,
NDBC,
where
what you
do
just
Please
did
allow
now,
divine to talk.
just show to
Allow
your
divine to
credit,
talk.
NDBC.
if
Because
from
you know
where
fully
down, one
well
ever
that the people that are causing
and go
trouble here
on
were the
now,
other
you
people.
don't even know if one
But you were
on and we
quick to
come
point
on the
finger at
senior
the minority on this space.
I don't know. I don't know. So you need to come down to their level to talk to them.
Divine, go on and
So
speak.
that's why
Divine,
we're
don't
doing
allow
this.
this loose, brainless puppy
Pedophile.
overshadow you.
Pedophile.
On the basic, give divine mic.
One greatest, please.
But
Take that.
Divine, are you not from
Basic.
Akwa Ibom?
I'm a Biafran.
Yeah, which one is a
Because
Biafran?
you
You're a
have
Biafran.
Which
you
state are
have
you from, please?
IPOB.
Akwa
Divine,
Ibom.
which state are you from?
Because you have IPOB and DLA. Yes. That's
But
why I'm here. Okay, if you're
Yes.
making anything about
The topic is IPOB and BLA. Divine is a
yeah,
Biafra. Yeah, so
I'm a Biafran. So I
allow
want
him
to make
to speak. Yes.
okay, so NWC, thank you very much for this space. And also, Kenike, you're brave. But it's just many one more thing. Okay. Now, without this space, I wouldn't know that DOS is different from IPOB. That's illiterate that I don't know that DOS is under IPOB. DOS is a structure set up by Nnamdi Kanu to represent IPOB in making decisions. DOS is the decision body of IPOB. I wouldn't know that. And without this space, I wouldn't know that. Okay, though we knew about it, but now we are confirming that yes, Ikengo Rag and Chinasa Moro are working hand in hand. That's very clear. And also, it's forgetting to tell you about Sapele. That one aside. Now, I don't know why War Greatest and Starman are trying so much. I don't know what their aim is. I just don't know what they are trying so much to convince you guys about different views of Biafra. See, hunt these guys down. Hunt these Biafrans down. Get them. Pursue them like a field nigger. Go with your dogs. If you don't see them, go to their families. Push them off the face of the earth from Igbo land. Push them wherever you see them. Yeah, Biafra lived from 1967 to 1970, but before then, nobody knew who the difference between Igbo and Akwa Ibom. They were killed from 1945 before the birth of self-preservation by Ojukwu, which later gave birth to Wazirika and gave birth to Nnamdi Kanu and now to Simon Ekpa. See, I don't know what they try to push, maybe to give a different view or on how to look at Biafra. I don't know. Just hunt them down. But you also should check history. What happens to operators and their enablers? Don't check Afghanistan. They fought for 20 years. They were called terrorists. But the real truth is that Taliban were used by USA to fight Soviet Union. When it was time for Taliban to take over Afghanistan, as agreed with USA, they had to push them off. Why? Because of the opium they were planting. Okay. Look at what happened in South Sudan. There's a tribe there that stood with the Arabs to fight the South Sudanese. Today they are fighting for independence when they had the opportunity to fight and separate themselves from Sudan. Go back and check history about oppressors. The Chinese, they fought for independence several times before they were able to succeed. I don't know why these guys keep seeing themselves as if they can become friends with you guys. I don't know what's wrong with them. Seriously, they don't keep their emotions in check to a point that they don't keep their emotions in check to a point that they almost always try to reveal their identity because more greater they say you're not from Igbo and you are almost revealing where you're from.
But
Why
I
the
think
fuck do you need to
Divine is not
explain to
making
Thank
sense.
you,
anybody?
They
Divine,
don't
for that
even
holy talk.
understand the
Thank you.
point.
At the end, don't
Allow
worry,
me
nothing they happen.
The guy they talk
If you
nonsense. They
allow
talk
me
here
not
and
to
there
make
and
my
there.
sense.
Until they talk. Eh?
Allow me not to make my sense. Allow me not to make my sense.
make us
At least
understand
five
you
minutes.
now.
Leave and make it under, make it
At
make
least
sense.
So
five
you're giving
minutes.
me
Let
freedom,
me
but
not
you're
make my
hiding your
sense. 5
identification.
minutes.
You can give me freedom where you are hiding. You're in exile, hiding who you are, but you want to give me freedom. Freedom from what? Clown.
Allow me not to make my sense. Yeah, I'm a clown. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, what great is I don't know. I just don't know. You are who you are. I am who I am. Hunt us down. Get an innocent person, drop a bullet on the ground, shoot him, and then call him IPOB. But do nothing about Ihamufu. Just do nothing about Ihamufu. Look at Plateau State and then just keep saying, we are one Nigeria. Yet, in their political sphere, you are nothing. All right, now to Iken Guru, you were using SAP after our debate. You blocked me. Can you tell them how you were
No,
using SAP to do
I
kidnapping?
blocked you because you are not making sense. You are
No,
just
he was
talking
trying to
nonsense.
leak your
Can you
secret.
tell
Talk
them?
about
Tell
Can
him
you
Akwa
why you
tell
were
them
Ibom.
using
how you were
Sapele to
using
kill
Talk
people.
about
Sapele
the activities of
to
IPOB in
to
Akwa Ibom.
to
Tell us,
What
to do
are you
Ikenga,
guys
how you
kidnapping?
were
sitting
using
at home?
Sapele to do
Are you sitting
kidnapping.
at home in
No,
Akwa Ibom?
you, Divine, let me tell you, you
You
stop
were
deceiving
using
yourself.
Nala, you were using Sapele
Focus,
to do
go,
kidnapping.
focus on,
Iken
focus
Guru,
on a bonobo,
answer the
Akwa Ibom.
question.
You
Answer
are
the
Akwa Ibom.
question. Answer the question. Why were
Focus
you
on
using
Bono
Sapele
now.
to do kidnapping?
No,
Iken
carry
Guru.
your this
While you
thing
were
go
Akwa
to
using
Akwa
Ibom.
using
Ibom.
him to
Akwa
do
Don't go
Ibom.
kidnapping
Why
in
are you
before
not
anywhere.
you want
In
agitating in
Anambra
Akwa
You
State,
Ibom?
board.
I told you
Why are you not
Iken Guru, I
agitating in
told you
Akwa
to
Ibom?
invite Chinas and Woro. I told you to invite Chinas and Woro. So me,
Why are
you,
you not
Chinas and Woro,
agitating in
we
Akwa
should
Ibom?
debate.
Listen, I can bring in
You
Chinas,
blocked me.
I can bring anybody I want to.
Ikenga,
I can.
why were you using
Look,
Sapele to do
you
kidnapping?
guys, are fool. You know
Ikenga,
why in Japan fool?
why were
You
you
want to do
conducting
agitation.
kidnapping
Why
with
can't you take it
Sapele?
World
to Akwa
greatest, please.
Ibom?
World greatest, please. It's my time.
Why can't you
Let me
take it
and
to Akwa
Ikenga
Ibom?
debate a little bit.
You are
Ikenga,
campaigning for people to
I asked
continue
you a
agitation in
question.
Anambra State.
I asked you a question. Ikenga, how much did
I'm also asking you
Uche
a question.
Meko give
Why
to you to
can't you
start
go and do agitation
attachment business?
in Akwa Ibom?
The
I'm
What
Senate
not going to tell you
president
that.
is from
I'm
Akwa Ibom.
asking
Why
you,
is he not
what
giving
stops
you
you from
Biafra?
doing
I'm not going
the
The
to tell.
Senate
agitation
I'm not
in
going
president
to
is from
tell you
Akwa
Ikenga,
that.
won't
Ibom.
you
Why
like
is
to
he
hear
not
the
giving you
answer from
Biafra?
Ikenga?
The
Since you say you
Senate
like giving
president is
people
from
to
Akwa Ibom. Why is he
won't
not
you
giving
like
you
Yes.
Biafra?
Ikenga to answer the
Uh-huh.
Eh?
question?
Yes.
Why are you people
Why
Why are you
can't you
not
fighting?
convince the
Ikenga.
Senate
campaigning for
president
Don't
to
be
join you
Biafra
people?
kidnapping,
in Akwa
Ikenga.
Ibom?
Don't
The
you
Senate
people
Divine,
need to
president is a
answer
Chineke
the
brother
bụ
from
question.
ọmọ
Akwa
Why
Ibom.
was
Why
he
is he not
using
giving
isi
you
Sapele
Akwa
to
Biafra?
do
Ibom.
kidnapping?
Ebe ime ha
Ndị oshi,
advised to be doing it
ndị oshi,
in my own state.
thieves,
Ndala.
kidnappers,
Ikenga, you were a
criminals.
Take that
beggar. Ikenga, you were a
agitation to
beggar
Akpabio.
until
Take it to Akpabio. Don't bring
Uchemeko
it to
gave you
Anambra
fifty
State.
thousand
Chineke
dollars to
akpọ
start
ọkụ.
a
I said, take
attachment
it to
business.
Akwa Ibom. If you want to do agitation, take it to
Take
your
your
place.
agitation to Akwa Ibom.
Take it to
Senate
your place.
president
Of
is from Akwa Ibom.
Senate
He's your brother.
president.
Let him
Eh,
declare Biafra.
Ọ dịkwa very simple o. Ọ dịkwa very
Hundubisi and
simple.
Keneke,
Na
are you
bunu
people
ị
trying
ga-ahụ
to
ka
use
ajụgo
the
oyi na
Kenga
bunu.
expertise?
Ị ma na ị nọ na bunu na-eme
Are you people trying to
agitation.
use the Kenga expertise? Because you people
if
say
you
you
are
love AlaIgbo too much.
the
You say
family
they're
come from
causing
a day, they
insecurity.
locked up.
They are asking the
You will
Kenga
not
now
go
for
and
this
save them.
security he caused in
Kilofa,
AlaIgbo by hiring
Ndala.
boys to commit kidnapping, Saple by name. We are calling names. Why are you people scared to ask the Kenga to answer the question Divine is asking him?
I don't know why. I don't know
Why are you
why
people
they are
scared?
scared to ask the
People say
question.
there is
Why were
trouble in
you,
this. We are
Ikenga?
trying to
Why are
find
you
where this
using
security is
Sapele
coming
to
from.
do
One of
kidnapping?
the perpetrator of insecurity is
Ikenga,
right here
So,
with you.
Divine, why are they not kidnapping people in
Oh boy,
Akwa
shut
Ibom?
up, please. Shut up. Let's
how
ask the
is
Kenga
No,
question.
why
This is
Chinas
Yaya
and
why
Woro?
are
Divine, why
IPOB
are
people
they
not in
not
Akwa
doing
Ibom?
sit at home in
Not
Akwa
kidnapping
Ibom?
people?
because
Eh? Why is it
you don't
only
have
Answer
Igbo
the
people
people
like
question,
that
Ikenga
are
Ikenga.
kidnapping?
Uruagu na Akwa Ibom.
Ikenga, answer
If
the
you have
How
people
are
question.
like
they in
Okay,
Ikenga
Akwa
so
Ibom?
Uruagu
it's
na
good
Akwa
to
Ibom,
have people like
you will
us in
start seeing the
Anambra
Ikenga,
State.
kidnapping.
Eh?
answer the question, Ikenga.
Yes, because people like
Abrawa is in
Ikenga
Akwa
is in
Ibom. It's from
Anambra.
Akwa
I'm not
That's
in
why
Ibom.
you are seeing
position,
kidnapping.
Divine.
Divine, you are from Akwa Ibom
Divine,
and you are
listen.
destroying
I'm
Igbo
not in
land.
position to
God
give
will
you Biafra.
destroy you the way you people are
But
destroying
your
Igbo land.
what is the name of your brother?
God will
Akpabio.
kidnap your life
But you are
the
in
way you
Akpabio is
people are
position to
taking
do
kidnapping
it to
Igbo land.
kidnapping
Biafra.
with Sapele.
Why can't you take
You
it
are in
to this
position
thing,
to do
Akwa Ibom?
kidnapping with Sapele.
Why can't you take the
Position
agitation
Answer
to
to
the
make
Akwa
first
Sapele.
Ibom?
question, Ikenga.
Oh, so today Ikenga is the one using Sapele to kidnap
Ikenga.
Biafra.
Imagine.
Yes,
Okay, for the
yes,
IPOB
yes.
deliver.
You did not know.
All
No,
of
no, no.
una, all of una,
Yes.
all of una. Mumu we go kill una never they do press up. Mumu we go kill una they do press up.
Sapele is a guy from Ebonyi State. He was a leader of DMS, Dead Men's Squad, under China command of China Sanguro. So he was being used by China Sanguro. That period.
He's under
He
ESN.
disbanded. You know, ESN was not in existence then. That's
Who
who was
is
using
who
it
is
to
So
using
protect him.
Sapele?
why is not why is it the Ikenga that have why is not his business with
Good,
Ikenga then the
good,
PSS
good,
man?
good. Now, when they were,
Do you
when he
know
was
Ndubuisi?
disbanded,
Hold
when he
Ndubuisi, do
was
you
on,
know one
hold
disbanded,
crazy
allow me
on,
thing?
to
hold
talk
on.
now.
Wait,
Allow
do
me
you
to
know one
talk.
Ikenga,
crazy thing
Allow,
about this guy?
allow answer
Hold on,
question,
hold on.
allow me
Make you
Ikenga.
to
put your
talk
Allow
hand.
answer
Wait,
Hold on,
question.
now.
make you put
let
your
me
hand.
answer
Hold on.
him now.
Allow me
Let me
to
answer him.
talk.
Do you
Allow
know
me
one
to
crazy
talk.
thing? Do you know one crazy thing about these people?
Open your
Look, I'm
nyash.
fearless.
Keep quiet.
You
Let
are
him
not
If
answer.
answering.
Then
You are
I'm
make you
making
put
ever,
your
if
own.
Ikenga,
I'm
excuses. You are
ever,
shut
not
up,
answering.
shut
Ikenga
listen,
up,
small.
criminal,
Ikenga
shut up.
small.
let me finish.
Kidnap
You
Be a
man.
guys
man,
should
but
Allow
allow
me.
you
Then
guys
Ikenga,
allow,
shut up.
you
allow
guys
me
should mute
now.
your mic. Is Ikenga and Divine can speak. I want to know what is happening.
now,
I'm just
okay,
hearing the
now,
name.
Divine Nwa Akwa Ibom. I don't know who is Sapele, but even if I know him, I'm not afraid to say whatever an IPOB because nothing will happen. At least I'm out and I'm exposing every nonsense in man the can is doing. And my question to you, why can't you take the agitation to Akwa Ibom or ask your brother
No,
who is the
Ndubisi.
Senate president to
Ndubisi,
give you
how this
the
guy they call divine? If the same Sapele is the same person that is called Gentle and Butuza. Because who we've seen killing Igbo people are Gentle's group and Butuza group.
Why will you know? Why
Ask
will
him.
you know a cover sapele? Because it's a
The
Kenga
host said,
boy that
the host
you
said
have
it
to
between me
look at
and
this one.
Ikenga. The host said between me and
Sapele,
Ikenga.
China
Let
Sanworu, Sapele,
allow
China
us
Sanworu,
allow.
Butuza, Gentle, they are all terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu, Samuel Eba, terrorists. All of
You
them
see,
are all
you see,
terrorists. You
this was
understand?
how Ikenga was doing when after our debate he blocked me. Allow me and him to engage.
no, because you
I'm
know
not
why I
answering
block
much.
you. You don't make sense. You don't make sense. If you want me to
I'll,
unblock you, you must learn how to make sense. If you want us
Lie.
to,
I,
Why you block
if
him?
you want us to talk
If they
Biafra,
expose you, criminal,
by
the
being
first thing you
compromised.
terrorist.
will do
No, world
is
greatest,
to
please
show
now,
me
please
where they
put your
have
emotions in
their
check for
camp
heaven's sake.
in Akwa Ibom. Your brother is the Senate President of Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your brother can give you
Ikenga,
Biafra, but
Ikenga,
you, a
were you given
miscreant like you, is
$50,000
out
to
there to
start
give Biafra.
attachment
But
business or not?
your brother who
Ikenga,
is
did your own brother
ex-governor
give you
can give
Biafra?
Biafra.
Did
Did
your own brother
did
give you Biafra?
Uche
Eh?
Mefo,
Did your
I'm
own
not
Ikenga,
saying
brother
that
give
my
you
own
Ikenga.
Biafra?
brother, but
What are you
Sabo,
saying?
how can Sabotua give you Biafra? Akpabio is not a Sabotua. He's from Akwa Ibom. Let him give you
You
Biafra
see,
now.
you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense.
But
Don't
You're
mind.
not
again,
making
you
any
are
sense.
Senate
one not making sense.
president
You don't know
is
You're not
is
making
Akwa
any
listen,
sense.
Ibom. Let
Akwa
him
Ibom
give
I
you
has
asked you a
Biafra.
question. I
in
If
asked
Akwa
you a
Ibom.
if
question. You
Akwa Ibom
driving
say he
you
wants
left from
Biafra
left.
like
Do
Igbo
you
I
know
people,
asked you a
let
you are
Senate
question.
not
president
You
give you
qualified?
Biafra.
driving
Listen to
left.
me.
It's simple
You are
I
not
logic.
asked you a
qualified.
question.
You are not
Um,
qualified to talk of Biafra. You are not qualified. You are not
Shut up. Do you know
qualified
how many
because
years?
you
Do you know
don't
how
know
many years I've
anything
been in
about
it?
Biafra.
While I was running up and down,
You are the one
going
How
that
from
knows
one
many
something
bullets
police
no
about
or the
no
other,
Biafra, right?
result?
taking
How
bullets,
many
I
years
said
no
you are not
result?
going from
qualified.
one
Shame on
Bana
police
you.
or the
How
other.
Abakaliki,
many
Mana
years no
heights, you know,
result?
Nandibo.
Anong
How
Ina
many
paman.
years no
Abakaliki
result?
show.
Shame on you.
Agwana
Adana
Shame
Ebo.
on you.
Adana
udelegeriano
Ebo.
Ikenga.
Akwa Ibom guy,
Adana
come
Ebo.
here and
While I
tell
was,
us
That's
about
not quite more.
Southeast. Oga, go and face
can
Akwa
you
Ibom.
guys just allow somebody to one person to
Oga,
No,
shut
talk
you
up.
will
You
not.
don't
after
have
talking,
You
then
anything
will
to
not.
another
talk.
It
person
will
talk?
not
Can you
make
just
sense.
You
allow?
just they talk
It will
Instead
plenty
not
of
make
things.
being
You
sense.
go call
rowdy like
Afghanistan.
motor back down.
No,
You go
you
call
don't make
Afghanistan. You go
sense.
call
Now, if
Saudi
you need,
Arabia. You
you
go
Now,
need
call
now
to
South
let
know
me
the
Africa.
context.
let me
Talk
ask
Southeast matter.
let me tell
You don't
Ikenga
go talk
something.
Akwa
No,
Ibom.
you will not
How you
tell
are
me.
an
Answer
illiterate,
my
please.
question. See, no need of you and I dragging Biafra here. Your brother is in position
It's
to give us Biafra.
okay,
Why can't
okay.
your
It's
brother
my
give us
it's
Biafra? If Biafra will come.
since it's still my time to talk. Okay, I'm
No,
disengaging you,
no,
and then I'll finish my statement.
listen.
I'll finish.
Divine,
I'm disengaging you. I'm not talking
divine,
to you anymore. I'll finish
divine.
my statement. Anyway, my
Your
last
brother is
statement
the head.
before I
Your
drop the
brother is
mic.
the
Before
head
I
of
drop the
Senate.
mic. See,
Ikenga, shut
Your
up.
brother,
Oh.
whatsoever.
Shut up.
I'm not engaging
divine.
you you anymore. You're ranting. I'm not engaging you anymore. You're ranting.
Abadio is
You
the
are
head of
ranting.
finance. Abadio is the head
You're
of
fucking
finance. Your
ranting. You're
brother
not
is in
making any
position.
sense.
Okay, your
You're
brother
not
is in
making any
position to
sense.
give Biafra.
On
Why
the
can't
VC, you
You're
your
not talk
ranting.
brother give
now.
You're
it?
Lady
ranting.
Kega to shut up. You will not
Let
say
him
Huh?
nothing
shut up.
now.
Let me round up.
Nwa
Since he
Abakaliki.
does not want to debate, let him
Nwa
shut up. Let me
Abakaliki.
round up.
Abakwam Mbose
Let
ring
him
one.
shut up. Let me
Udelegeriano.
round up.
Can I speak now?
Ikenga,
I would
Udelegeriano.
like to speak.
Shut up. Let me round up. It's my time.
Now,
I'm not engaging you
no,
anymore. I'm
I
not
want you
engaging
to,
you
I want you
anymore.
to, you
Shut
see,
up.
Divine, look at the way you
Shut
people
up.
are
It's my
deceiving people.
time. I'm not
You,
engaging
you,
you
you have
anymore.
your own brother from
That's how you
Ebonyi.
deceive
When
people
Ebonyi
too.
State
Where you were
spoke,
given money to start
listen,
attachment.
your
That's how you deceive
brother,
people too. You were given money to
look,
start attachment
I've
business,
started
and then you
selling
got
an
linked up with a
Okay,
attachment
okay,
before
politician,
divine.
now they
which
Officer,
can
you
travel
started
to
officer, wait.
US.
exposing.
We are having this discussion just for us to know things. It's not even by, it's not safe, it's just for us to just stand and get things about ourselves. So I just want to know this Sapele that you that took interest on. Can you tell me about Sapele before Divine go?
One crazy thing is that I don't even know who is Abel. If I know him, I will tell you. I don't know who is Abel. I don't know who this idiot is talking about. I'm not in the vision. Let me tell you people one thing, man. And
And
one
we say
person,
you don't know.
if
Just
I do,
let him state it
do
like
you
that. You
know
don't know.
why?
Allow Divine
Do
to
you
talk.
know? Do you know why the
You
doors
don't know. Let me
respect me?
explain who that guy is. You
No,
don't know. Let me
you see,
explain who the guy is.
both of you will not talk. If you don't
You
want me
guys
to
should
talk, you
allow
will not
With
talk.
my time.
Divine allow
Now you are a charlatan.
Both of you,
Divine
you
allow him
will
to
With
not
my
speak.
talk.
time.
Divine,
Okay.
I gave him the mic to speak. I will come back to you, Divine. Just allow. I want to ask about Sapele before you continue with your submission.
So, Ndubisi, like I said,
Yeah, it's not me. It's Double Moose. Official.
Ndubisi again when you muted us.
So it's
Okay,
Double
now
Moose. Okay.
I don't know who the hell is Sapele. I don't know. And the way that Sapele, the name sound, maybe is from Akwa Ibom. So this divine of guy is in position to tell us who Sapele is and the job of Sapele. And after that, my question to him, we have our brother from Akwa Ibom, who is the head of the Senate, the lawmakers of Nigeria. He's the head Senate president. He's in a better position to give Biafra. How come that your brother in Senate is not part of this agitation? And why is it that your brother is still waiting to give you Biafra? And how do you think people, charlatans like you, is the one that will make Biafra to come without that your brother who is in politics? It's my question.
Can I speak now? Is it done?
Yeah, Divine, you can speak. He asked you a question. You can continue talking.
Yeah, no. You said you wanted to know about Sapele. You should have explained Sapele to you. You did not explain Sapele. Now let me explain Sapele.
You can speak, Divine.
Okay. Right. Now, Muro started DMS.
Divine,
MNK
can
was
you
not
fix
happy
your
about.
mic? We can barely hear you, kind of, Divine. Can you fix your mic?
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Muro started DMS. MNK was against it, disbanded, and then they still kept the arms. See, unlike most Biafrans, I'm not pushed to say things. I put my emotions in check. There are so many things I know I will never say it. Why I'm saying this one is because it's landing on his head. That's why I'm saying this one. Unlike Biafrans that can be pushed to say things that they are not supposed to say and eventually end up indicting themselves and thinking it's a sabotage within when it's actually what they said that sabotaged them. Now, Moro started DMS. MNK got angry, disbanded them because it wasn't due. Then they kept the arms and they still kept the squad. Only their name and the activities stopped.
I'm sorry. We can't understand this guy. We can't understand him.
If you don't understand me, that's you.
Divine,
People
who
are
is your
listening.
uncle?
Those who will understand.
Divine, who is
Those
your
who
uncle?
understand.
But how do
The
you guys
Those
kidnapper you
those
people
who
sent
understand.
in Igbo land, who is your uncle Divine? Since
How
you now
they
call one name and pin it on someone, tell us who is your uncle. Let's use your arguments. Like you, who is your uncle? You will call a name and you mention a name and start asking someone who the person is and start pinning
shut
something on
the
top
fuck
of
up and let
someone.
me
What do we
finish.
So
see?
tell us
Shut
who
You
is
will
the
your
not
fuck up
uncle.
and
protect
let me
Divine
The
finish.
now that is
kidnapper
on
you
mic.
people
You will
release,
not
who is your
protect him
uncle?
now.
No, I
having
don't
to
need his protection.
protect Divine? Like Divine came up here and said,
I don't need his
Hold
protection.
on,
Don't need
hold on.
his
Divine
protection.
said there's Sapele that I asked Fisher who is Sapele. Fisher said he doesn't know who is Sapele. Now they're asking Divine, you are doing deal with Okonko, and you are the reason why they are killing people in Anambra and Imo State, and you said you don't know who's Okonko.
So now the thing is before he got linked with Ucheme for which gave him money to start attachment business, which
Who
is
is the
now
person? Who is the person?
see him there now. Kenga. Is it something that people are hiding? Everybody knows about it that you came for giving money to start attachment business.
Were
Was it
you
not
there?
part of the
Did they tell me
okay?
receipts? Nah, all these IPOB people,
Shut the fuck
Una
up.
they mad, though. Were you there?
Shut the fuck up.
Oga,
Did
You
shut
they
are
up.
send
No
you
not
be,
a
is it no
member.
receipt?
money
You
that
were
you
never
contribute,
a
they give you
member.
Kenga.
You were
They give
never
you
a
Kenga to
Who
start
member.
a business now,
contributed?
South Africa. Do you
You
think
were
we don't
never
know
a
what you are
member.
doing?
Shut the fuck up. You were never a member, and you're not a member. You were not written. You don't know.
You
So
member. You are you are you are a floor
sit?
member.
Why not
You
just sit
you are
down
Divine,
on
nothing.
this?
You are
divine, are you a
Why
inconsequential.
not
You are
member?
just sit down on
non-entity.
this?
Nobody
Divine,
calls
are
you
you
to
a
official
member?
Why?
business. People like you, non-entity. That's what
Okay.
you are.
While I was running from one protest to another,
Now
you
protest they
were
go do now.
nobody
The
then.
ones that they shoot. You are the type they
Will
shoot.
you shut the fuck up? Will you shut
No,
the
you
fuck
are
up?
the
I've
pawn.
taken
You
it
are the
several
pawn in the
times.
game of chess. You are the one doing protest now. Nnamdi Kanu is
Ah,
doing radio station. You will carry yourself and your stupidity. You even get luck say they don't shoot you that time where they shoot your
Oga,
colleague.
that's why
shut
you
up.
don't see me.
Oga,
You
shut
That's
are
up.
why you
very
don't see
lucky
me
Uche
when I come
Legeria
to
no go
escaping
take
the
your
finish
head.
you.
bullets.
Shut up.
That's why you
Now
don't see me
you
when I come to
all
take your
good with
head.
the radio again. You don't even know where you will die. You don't know where you die. It might even
They
be this
call
night. You
people.
will
They
sleep
call
and you will
people
not wake
Oga,
up. You
charlatans,
that
shut
you
but
up.
talk.
Shut
they
up.
You might
interject
even die
people.
in this space like
Onye
this.
Abakaliki,
Shut up.
No,
no,
the
let
lucky
me
part
say,
you will
Alphabet.
die in this
Abia na
space.
Abakaliki, all few
I'm
people
here to
nwere.
give you high blood pressure so that you die off. We need less of you in Igbo land. People like you need to start dying off.
How come I have growing
Divine,
pressure
Ah,
there,
take
man?
your nonsense to Akwa Ibom. Take your
oh
nonsense to
yeah.
Akwa Ibom.
You
Take it
keep
to
Oh,
on
Akwa
running
we,
Ibom.
from
we
space
Go,
to space
let your
to cry
mother
about
and father
Biafra.
in Akwa Ibom
Keep
sit
you
at
on
home.
crying. You keep
If
on
you
crying.
love
had
Biafra, let
It is
worse
non-entity that will
people.
be
Senate
You had worse
giving
President
you
people in
wahala every
continue
day.
Afghanistan.
Biafra.
You had
You are an
worse people
idiot.
in Vietnam.
The
You had
person that
worse people
handed
in South
over Biafra
Africa.
to Obasanjo was
And
from
what
Akwa
happened?
Ibom. Let's see.
Okay, fine. I don't know why we just need to just discuss and it's not as if it's a serious space. It's just for us to discuss things and see if we can flow together. But I don't know why you guys are seeing it as
Why
if
are
it's
they stopping
affecting.
me from talking about Sapele? Because they know it will indict them too. They
No,
know for
no,
sure
we
that the
are,
kidnapping that
nobody
they've
stop
made,
you
Who is
to
the
they
join
know
Okonkwo? Who
the
is
for
the
sure. That's
Okonkwo?
why
Nobody's
they are
stopping
pushing
you.
to
Divine, who is
Me,
stop
the
I'm not
people
saying
from
Okonkwo?
Sapele
mentioning
for the
them.
first time.
That is why they
Okay,
don't want me
Divine, who is
to
the
Divine, let me
Okonkwo?
ask
mention
you.
them.
Yeah, he said, no, hold
I
on.
will shut the fuck up and let me
men onye
Stop
isi
conclude this.
PM,
interjecting him.
men onye
Stop interjecting, allow him to
Okay,
speak.
men
okay.
onye PM. Ndị PM abatago nye ya mic ka o kwuo okwu ka m dọọ ya gị anya.
Now, see, after everything was going on, then ESN was launched and they started selling ESN with infiltrators from the government. This particular guy, Ikenga, was using satellite to do kidnapping. He was using them to do kidnapping, and most people paid ransom through
From
him.
which state? From which state?
Who don't know that satellite brings in on container into Onisha?
You know, which state is,
Why do
are
you
you
think
saying?
there's so
Ndubisi
Which
much?
state?
Why do
asking
you
Which
you
think
state?
there's so much?
sapele
Wait,
from which
why do you
state?
think there's so much hate Abakaleke people? Because
Ndubisi
they
Ndubisi,
receive
why are
fees
asking
you
from
you
Abakaleke.
protecting
from
Kinga?
which
Why are you
state?
protecting
Eh?
Divine
Kinga, Ndubisi? Are
onye
you,
isi
were you part
ọgbụgbọ
of the
Why
kidnapping
do you
reign?
think?
Sapele, abeg, undubisu koyebo
Were
sapele.
you part of the kidnapping reign in Ndubisi? Why are you protecting Kinga?
Who
Kinga
is
is
protecting
Why
anybody?
why
Who is
do
sapele?
why do you think
Why am I
why do you think
protecting? They say
why do you
Sapele.
think
I don't even know. I'm just
so
saying
there's so
Sapele
much
for
hate
information.
Abakaleke people? There's so
they
much hate
tell him to allow
Abakaleke people
Divine
because
explain
Sapele.
who Saple is. Tell him to keep
Ndubisi
quiet.
na-ajụ gị
He's trying to deviate Divine from speaking so that
No,
he's
Ndubisi
I'm
Yeah.
nwere
capable of
asking
simple
talking.
Divine now.
question
I'm asking
Tell
sapele
him
Divine
to
from
now.
which
shut
Which
up.
state?
Let
state? Which
Divine
state
speak.
did they used to do the kidnapping? Which state?
Anambra now. Which state again? Which state again?
So
Ndobisi,
Sapele was operating in
Eh?
Ndobisi,
Anambra before
forget
ESN and
this
He
nobody heard
operated
about him. And nobody
now.
heard
Sapele,
about Sapele.
Can you?
Sapele is
Eh?
a member of
Is it
ESN.
when you all are
He
defending?
is a member
He
of
was not.
When they are
ESN.
defending the
He
Kinga?
wasn't when he started his dirty jobs. He wasn't when he started his
He
dirty
was
jobs.
he
Defending the
is a
Kinga.
member
All of you are
of
defending kidnappers.
ESN.
You come
He
And
here
now the
wasn't
again
when he
and
criminals
started
saying
in
his
that it's
the
not
dirty
a
Kano
jobs.
party.
Kadam, eh? Now the criminals in the Kano Gada use form ESN
Nnamdi
to
Kanu
terrorize
formed them all as ESN.
Nnamdi Kanu went and gathered all the whole criminals in Igbo land and gave them
for sure
guns.
that they are now working for the government. That's why. They are now working for the government. That's why you keep pushing
They
aside.
used to work for Nnamdi Kanu. They
But
used
they're
to
working
work.
for your
They
government
are
now.
disloyal people now. Money can buy them. All these
But your
people,
government,
If
imagine your government
IPOB,
buying them
ESN
their
now.
people, money
government are
can
not
buy you.
using them
Even
now.
you that is talking now, if
Imagine
they
your
give you small
government
5
buying
million now, you
criminals,
begin
Mumu.
the you go
Yeah.
turn coats. Now you go even
Imagine
begin
your
the
government
find
buying
a
criminals.
bunch of
Those ones you
hungry
say are
people.
criminals. Nnamdi Kanu
Is
gathered. Your
it
government is
not because
paying
of the
them.
same money that makes you to sit on the airspace and be targeting people up and down? Because they have
I
paid you
can
to
never,
target people.
I can
They
Yes,
paid
now.
never,
you.
I
They paid
I
you.
can
That's
never.
his
You
job.
can
I
never
am
what
That
not
was
That's
again.
your
what
job
like you.
to
Emeka
Shut
said
I
up.
now.
You
am
can
not
Yeah,
never
like
but
what.
I don't just
They paid
understand.
you to target
Hold
people.
on. Is this Biafran business is not being lucrative? Oh. And you guys think is it not high time you guys should stop this with a lot of money you have paid?
Agitation and just go and do business fully.
Yes, yes, yes.
Which
I'm telling you guys because
one is sapele? Which one is
everything
importation?
like I'm just hearing different things. Like, is it not time you guys should just stop this and let's move on with our life and see if we can
Do you
better
understand? I'm
ourselves?
not business kind of man.
Uh-huh.
I always go I care.
Yes, you guys should stop. Or look at how you accuse people anyhow, bro.
it has always
All
been
of
Our
these
business.
people.
It
people,
has
guys,
always been
because of
See,
business
let me
since
tell
criminals
you
now.
like
how.
Nobody's
Why
being
are
paid
they
here to
fighting now?
interject.
Ikenga.
We are here to push back
Talk
those
Why
to the
is
narratives.
people.
Wow.
Barawa
That
fighting
one a
with
useless
Arabuego?
narrative. That is
It's
what we're here to push
business.
back.
It's money.
Nobody
It's
Like
always
says
Tinubu
money.
nobody's
that
being
gave
paid
the
for
Biafra
interjecting
It's
party.
anybody
always
here.
money.
Let me
It
tell you
was
Why
how they
people
is
like
structure them.
Tinubu
Barawa?
that
Let me
gave
tell you
the
Why
their
is
Biafra
structure.
Barawa fighting
party.
with the
Let me tell you
Arabuego?
their structure.
It's
See their
money.
structure
It's
here.
money.
Okay, they have
Agitation is
logistics.
You
money.
see Awolowo,
They
he
have
says he's
Agitation will
logistics.
make you
Which
influencing
they are.
FMD.
Tinubu won't shut
Agitation
up.
will take
Will
you
you, for
to
heaven's
Kenya
sake,
and they
will
will
this
kidnap you
idiot
from
shut
there.
up and allow
Agitation
me
will
to
take you to
land so
Kenya
that
to go and follow Big Yash in Kenya, and the Nigerian
idiot, will
government
you
will
allow me to
nab you from there.
land so
Just
that
Big
people
Yash
will understand your
that Nnamdi
criminal
Kanu went to look
activities
for in
that which
Kenya.
you have pushed to
Iku
working
Uku
for the
ka
government now?
Nnamdi Kanu
Will you
Korogawa
allow
Kenya.
me to land?
Otelu
Will you
Uku.
allow me to
That was
land so that people
woman.
will
He
know
left his
where you
wife
are now
in
working?
UK and went to pursue woman in
Will you
Kenya, and they
allow me
caught
to
him.
land? Will you allow me to land?
Nnamdi
Eh?
Kanu
Logistic man.
is Samson. Samson that was
Will you
following
allow
Divine,
me
Delilah.
to
They
divine,
land?
don't they
Allow
don't
me
shave
to
his
divine,
head
land.
for Kenya.
divine. Don't
They
mind
Yes,
him.
shave
I
his
can
head
He's
hear
for
you.
Kenya.
advertising himself so that they can pay
They
him
shave
also.
his head
I'm
for
telling
Kenya.
you,
No, he's not
They
advertising
shave his
himself.
head for
He's a
Kenya.
spy and a logistic man for them. That's why.
They shave
He's
his
a spy and a
they shave his
logistic
head
man.
for Kenya. He was
Tell
following
me why
Nash.
he is so
A
much,
married man with kids was
triggered.
following Nash in
Tell me why
Kenya.
he's so much
They use
triggered the
woman,
moment I mentioned
nab
that
your
name.
leader. Shame, no, they
Why are
catch
you
you. They
so
use
much
woman, nab
triggered
your leader.
the moment I
He
mentioned that
was
name? Why are you
naked. He
so
was
much
caught
triggered?
naked on top
DK,
of a
Michael
woman.
of them are supporting
Allow
kidnapping
allow him to shut
SARS
up now.
and they
He
want
was
Tell him
caught
to
everybody
shut
know
up
naked on
now.
top of a
Just
there
woman.
are
Very
so
2
many
minutes.
useless
people in
Okay.
people.
Kenga that is
Give me
kidnapping
just
on
Useless
1
social
Okay,
people.
minute.
media
You
and
fine,
people want
fine.
to
trending.
destroy Southeast.
Isawolo,
1
allow
minute,
him,
just
You will
one
Somewhere
minute,
destroy
where
you
just
this,
people.
1 minute.
somewhere where they busy Simon, but
okay,
please, can we give mic to
yeah,
busy
The
Simon?
doctor is
You
But
are not
rapper.
the director here.
I
You are
beg
not the
okay,
director.
fine.
Let me
Let's
finish.
give
Just 1
Divine
minute.
2 minutes.
1 minute.
Divine say he needs to
1
finish.
minute. Let me
the
finish.
Okay,
one about the
Ikenga want to
I know
cover his
where they
ass. Ikenga
Normal
want
the
to cover
kidnapper.
his ass. Want to cover his
Ikenga,
nwa
black
Abakaliki
Fresh
ass.
eso
kidnapper, shut up.
Ikenga
see,
I know
udelegeriano
Buba
go
Amaram ike
udelegeriano go
Tonga
nandua.
Ebonyi na nwa
Ikenga
Abakaliki Amaram to every
udelegeriano go
person.
nandua. Want to cover your ass, Abi?
they have
okay, fine. Let's
logistics.
give,
Mama,
let's
can you
give,
tell
They have
mana
logistics.
mana mana
let's
mana
give
mana
Divine.
the bush?
Sorry,
I
sorry,
want to
official.
understand.
Let's give Divine 2 minutes. Let him round up with what he's saying, so that,
Thank you.
yeah.
onye a na-ekwu
They
na
have
udelegeri ya na Ikenga ka isi dị interested na
now
Ikenga. Do you want to
them pro na
cannibalize
well well.
Ikenga?
Them pro na well
Do
well
you
to
want to
the great
cannibalize
extent.
Now
Ikenga? Why
cannibals
are
they
you so
Them
be
pro na
now.
interested in
well
Anu
well.
Now
Ikenga?
cannibals they
Them
Ikenga is
be
an
now.
Ke
They
idiot.
keba
are
Anu
the worst
Ikenga
Ikenga
of
is
Anu
the
an
worst.
Ikenga.
idiot.
Ikenga
They are
You
the
know
pro
how
worst
you
of
is
the
do
that
worst.
criminal
Udele,
Ikenga
cannibalism.
is
it
Those
is
guys
Chere Ike never lie, Ike.
Ikenga is an idiot. He's an idiot.
They work with
Them people now well.
He's a
Hey, yeah.
wasted spam. Ikenga is
Why
an
don't
a
we
wasted
go
spam.
The reason I got to
Anandwa. Udelegeriano.
Simon Menga.
Now, Ikenga, your DOS, your DOS, ask your DOS who is Pechikalo.
Nwa Abakari Kenya tinye ihe n'ime on mute. Nwa
Ask
Abakari
China
Kenya.
Ikenga, ask China Samuel who is in Pechikalo.
This divide, you're not making sense. You're talking nonsense this morning.
You said
Fine, you're
you said
talking nonsense.
Sorry, I'm muted. BC, I want you to go through this Egberu, go through his timeline and just laugh. Like, look at the delusion and the so-called, as in, obsession with some of these Igbo people have. Only God can save you people. You guys have created this. Just go to that person. Just go through the timeline and see how delusional some of people are. Again, like I said, the schism that IPOB has created will first now civil war before Fulani. I'm telling you, that's where it's getting to. Because some of people are mad. coming here to say rubbish. Look at this divine from Akwa Ibom. Who one Akwa Ibom girl called out, coming here to talk rubbish. The Senate president from Akwa Ibom, why is not in your group? Go to Anna and Ibibiola and talk about Biafra now. I double dare you. But you come here to come and tell me what's best for me. Let IBBO people and Anang people start the agitation. We'll follow them. You're coming here to talk about IPOB and Igbo. You guys should just anyway. So it's let me now encourage this. Igbo people, let's go and kidnap or capture Akwa Ibom land, Anang, since they want to be part of Biafra. So they should call us expansionists. Let's expand to their lands. Let's take everything. Because of people like Divine. You can't go and do sit at home in Akwa Ibom or where you're from, but you want to come and talk about it in the Southeast, and we should listen to you. People are all mad.
When will you come to my village?
It's not my business. See, Igbo land is not my business. Igbo land is my business. It's not my business. If you did not put it, if you didn't put this thing,
the right person to
if you
give us
didn't
the
put
advice from the
IPOB
state.
here, I wouldn't come. If you did not put IPOB, I
The
would.
right person to give us
Edo
the advice
State,
is from
I'm
Akwa
telling
Ibom.
you.
if I hold on, from Edo State to Akwa Ibom to Bayelsa to Oyo to we are one people. You all not like it, go hawk transformer.
What
Divine is
greatest?
every much
What
my
greatest?
brother.
Kenike, let me ask you a
What
question.
greatest?
Kenike, let me
Let's
ask you.
place a bet. Wherever you're from Ishan, go to wherever. Go to Rumi. Go to where? Go to Ishan and talk to your Biafran. I want to tell something. Whether they will not beat you to stupor. You guys should stop this joke. Just stop the joke. Stop. You don't care about the Southeast more than me. You don't care. Drop this joke. Just like I'll never care about your place.
Is it?
Mother.
Does it? Is it that these guys are making money from this thing that they are doing?
I think maybe there's money to maybe you can guys say where people are making money. Tell me, I want to know. Let me join the agitation too, because I don't get this thing. I see somebody from Akwa Ibom and Edo State to come and tell me, from Nambra, that he cares about the South, that his own idea is better. You guys should be serious, I beg. Be serious.
Kenike, my
brother, it's all about the
Right
money.
now,
If
right
the
The
now,
money
money
dries
right
up,
now.
now,
you see
I
this agitation will die a
The
natural death.
money now.
in our
If the
Bible.
money
Aparawa
stops
is
flowing,
fighting
this
Orabueze. It
agitation will
is
die a natural
money.
death. It's all
It
about the
is
money.
money. It is
Anybody
donation.
from
It is
Akwa Ibom,
donation. It is
anybody
donation. It
from
is
Akwa
where
money.
I'm
Ibom
from,
can never do
It is
something
money.
for free for
they are
you.
It is
civil
Right
donation.
now,
Anything if
It
only
is
Akwa
money.
Ibom now support Igbo man,
so
I beg.
purpose
money is coming out
Kenike
from
gave me
there.
1 minute.
Make I
Up till
talk.
now, none
So
of you are
Make I talk.
Ikenga.
Akwa
I want to
Ibom
trigger
people
these people. I
can
want to
never
trigger
support
high blood
Igbo
pressure
for
for
anything.
Egbeberu. Make the guy go die this night. I
Trigger
want
who?
trigger high
Trigger
blood
who?
pressure
Wait,
on
man,
top
finish
that
my
one.
1 minute before you say you're triggering
Shut
shit.
up. Akwa Ibom man. Go to
Right
Akwa
now, I
Ibom
am
space.
outside.
Let me tell you.
Akwa Ibom man. Go to
Listen,
Akwa Ibom
Dr.
space. This is not
Keneke, you
Akwa
asked me
Ibom space.
question if
Oga,
they are getting money from
This
Oga.
this.
is this
It's
is
a
this
big
is the
time business.
problem with Southeast. It
Akwa
doesn't. It
Ibom
has nothing
people,
to do
it's
with
a
Akwa
big
Ibom.
time business.
You
They are
Go
you
to
see.
using
Akwa
one
Ibom space
Ebony
and talk
State.
to Akwa Ibom.
Now, who is a charlatan now? Who is a charlatan
You are
now?
the charlatan.
You
Divine,
who
you
is
are
not
from
You are
Akwa
allowing
a
me to
Ibom.
speak.
You
charlatan.
have
They
no
gave me
no
1 minute
You
business.
are a
to speak.
complete
You're not
charlatan.
allowing me to speak, and then
If we
you are
switch to
interjecting
Igbo,
me.
will you
And who is a
understand us?
charlatan
If
now?
we switch to Igbo,
Who
will
is
you
a clown
understand
now?
what we are
You
Who
are
is
saying?
a
a
miscreant
charlatan.
Sorry,
now?
Eh?
Kenike,
Who is a miscreant now?
to keep a record straight here. Since Divine have
Egbeberu,
been
you are going to
saying,
die of high
he
blood pressure.
haven't
Don't
mentioned
worry.
sit
There's
at
something I
home
They
want
will
to say
arrest
now.
Ngozi Orabueze and
for
you will now die
Kenike,
anybody.
of high
He
blood
Kenike,
pressure
hasn't
will kill
mentioned
you.
Kenike,
sit
I'm
at home.
addressing
You
you.
know, say your
So
blood pressure don't
Let
increase
people
me
Kenike,
that
I'm
are
because
sitting
let
at
addressing
me
home
you.
at
Simon Ekpa dey
Anambra
prison.
is
You go
sitting by
finish when
themselves.
Orabueze now go enter prison soon.
Kenike, I'm
I want
Truly,
addressing
you
you.
people
You
to
are the
get this
true
point.
enemy.
I
Don't
want
nobody
you
is
call
to
me
get
forcing
the
them.
point.
tag
And
and
if
drop
I
your
want
name.
you
people
to get the
in
point.
Akwa Ibom is not
Right
sitting,
Akwa Ibom person
nobody will
can
force
never
them to
support
sit.
anything woman.
So it's their choice.
Akwa Ibom person, listen, Akwa Ibom person will never support Igbo man in anything without making money out of it. It's impossible. It's simple. You see this divide. They are the owner, part of the owner of camps in Imo State. That's why they do it.
Ikenga,
You will not
you are
sit down
talking
for
from
Abia
experience
State.
here, right?
Now.
I'm talking
Now.
from
Yes,
experience.
now. It's
I'm
easy
Ikenga,
talking
you
come
are
from
here
Yes,
talking
now.
from
now
experience.
it's all
experience.
about the money.
Yes, now.
It's all
Yeah,
about the
I'm
money.
it's
talking
not
from
about the
Yes,
experience.
money.
Listen to
It's
me.
all
yes,
about the
It's
money.
now. You are talking
It's
from
impossible.
money.
It's
experience because you have made money from
impossible.
it.
It's
You have
impossible.
opened
Because
It's
shop. They open
impossible
shop
for
for
money
you
Akwa
for
Ibom.
meat.
suffer.
They open shop for
It's
you for it.
impossible for Akwa Ibom person
They
to
were
support
donating money to
anything
Nnamdi
Igbo
Kanu.
man man is do it
If you guys
without
continue
getting
going back
money.
and forth, nobody will listen to any other
Impossible.
person.
Only Bible.
Ikenga, can you just give me 1 minute? Let me land. Can you give me 1 minute? Ikenga, can you just give me 1 minute? Let me land so that
3 minutes.
it's
Give 1 minute
everything
for
will
what?
go.
Divine, speak.
You will not
I'm
land.
Stop
not
You don't
giving
begging.
need
you
We
any
are
1
begging
minute.
Ikenga,
you.
can you
Keep
just
on
give me
you will
1
talking.
not
minute?
land.
Ikenga is an
You
Focus.
are
idiot.
not,
Stop
you
Focus
are
begging
from
not
him.
here.
getting any 1
Isiawo,
minute.
Obu Igbo
You
perspective.
have
You will
finished
if you
speak.
talking your
had
Focus.
sense,
nonsense.
You will not talk.
Isiawo, if
You
you
want
had
to
sense,
Focus.
scatter
you are the
AlaIgbo.
next to speak.
God will
Isiawo,
Focus,
you're the
scatter you
my
and
next
your
to
friend.
speak.
family.
If
Focus.
you had
You want to
sense, you
scatter.
would just
God
allow
will
me
Focus.
to
scatter your
finish so that you say
community.
your
Your
mind.
But
community.
you man
Isiawo,
He will
if
not
Kweku
you
allow
if
you
you
because
Akwa
he
if
Ibom
you
knows
have
that you will
Kweku.
sense, you
expose
allow
him.
me to finish so
You
that
want
you
to
will
scatter.
You
hear
will
Ikenga
You
is
not
an
want to
idiot.
talk.
scatter
You
me.
don't
AlaIgbo
make
in the name
sense.
of Biafra.
Eh?
Now that Biafra
You
will
don't
kill
make
Isiawo,
you.
sense. You never go well on
That
Biafra.
Biafra will kill
Well,
you.
Isiawo,
that Biafra, the Bible na
Ikenga.
Akwa Ibom.
Isiawo.
Agwam ga
That
agwa.
Well,
Biafra will
Udelegeri
kill you.
anuge.
If you
Udelegeri
have
anuge
any
na
sense,
I
ndwa.
you
think
allow me
well,
to speak
ya nwa
so that
Abakaliki mechie ọnụ ebe ahụ. Onye
Make
fọrọ
I
Nkịta
anyị.
ma anyị
talk.
ga-ama
Make I
n'ọnụ.
talk. Make
Nkịta ma anyị
these
ga-ama
these
n'ọnụ.
non-entities
Well,
shut the fuck up.
bịa divine.
Make
Ọ
these
bụrụ na ị chọrọ
non-entities
ka
shut
anyị
the
mee
fuck up.
agitation na anyị bụrụ
Biafra will kill
agitation
you there.
na-awapụ na Chineke kpọkwa gị ọkụ ebe ahụ.
Oya mere ga
Biafra
N'isi
will
Akwa
kill you
mere
Ibom
ga
there.
ebe
ịbịa
ahụ.
Anambra
Mere ga ebe ahụ.
ime.
Biafra
Igbo
will kill you there.
perspective, please. Ọ your turn. Ọ gịwa na-ekwu nke anyị na-anụ. Biko, gwa anyị okwu.
oh guys, shut up, you're not the one in
Biafra will
charge. Let me
kill
land
you
with my
there.
1 minute before
Divine,
you
go to Akwa
interject me.
Ibom. Ja
Ife
Akwa
afọ
Ibom.
ọgwụ
Ja
ekote
Akwa
mba ndị
Ibom. Go
ọtọ
Akwa Ibom
pilot
and talk to
na-anaghị
them.
obi.
Let them start
Divide
there.
the way
Let
these
them
people
start
are saying
agitation in
what you're
Akwa
about
Ibom.
to say.
Thunder
It's
will
like
kill all of now.
Allow
With
me
they
to
are
the
scared
land
of
now.
you,
invoke
but
Biafra
Just
and
allow
talk
me
us
to
You
again.
finish.
will not land.
Biafra
they don't
is
want to
dead
Landing
lose.
and
They don't
well,
gone.
want to
landing
lose their
go wherever,
Biafra
landing
is
well.
dead and
Let
gone.
new
it to
friends they
Akwa
found
Ibom.
on
Biafra is dead
this
and
guy
gone. And
Kenike because they
If
know
Igbo
the
people
more you release
unanimously
some of the
decide to leave
atrocity of
Nigeria, they will leave
Ikenga,
Nigeria as Igbo
NDBC
people,
will
not
start to be
Biafra.
scared of
Biafra is dead and
Ikenga.
gone.
That's all.
He's dead
Or
and
not
Shut
gone.
up,
like in the Edo.
idiots.
Look
This
at this
Igbo,
He's
this
dead and
Igbo,
Edo
this
gone.
Igbo
The
control.
talk,
Edo people go they talk about Biafra.
Edo
this
What is the
Igbo talk.
relationship between
The
Biafra
bed
of
where they do the
1967
mama
with
flat.
Edo?
I bet shut
Did
up
he
your
extend?
mouth,
Did
Toilet.
Biafra
idiot.
extend up
Shut
to
up,
Edo?
fool.
Nonsense people.
See,
Make I tell you now. Make I
Ikekuru, I
tell
will
you now.
tell Chinasa Nworo that 9 million which he
Divine,
was
shut
part of
the fuck
in
That
up.
$9
telling
million
Nnamdi
Shut
Kanu, he
dollars
the
will
where they
fuck
cut
go
up.
it out.
share.
Nnamdi Kanu is going. Nnamdi
He
Kanu is
will
going
cut
to
it
die.
out.
He's going to die.
Wait. Do you guys all say they gave Ikenga $10 million? For it? Can you get your money they say they give Ikenga nana? Ikenga, so if it, me and they call IPOB out, they share $10 million. Yeah,
Now $9
Ikenga.
million, he was given to Chinasa. Who know Ikenga? Ikenga.
Chinasa Nworo, no be Kenga. Chinasa Nworo, it was given to Chinasa Nworo, but he was among the person that shared. He
What
shared
did you
part
guys say?
of it.
$9 million.
He received his own $9 million.
They
$9
shared it
million.
themselves.
Tell him if I'm
Can I
lying, let him
respond?
call Chinasa
Can I
Nworo to come here
respond?
and
But
Can I
yeah,
respond?
respond,
Can I?
Ikenga, respond.
Do you think?
Ndubisi, how can you be giving attention to this
Do you
nonsense?
think?
They lose
How in this
Wait.
world?
Guy,
Michael,
actually
do you know what is $9 million?
delusion. How could you end the man
Now
like
calm down.
that?
Then you guys should allow Ikenga to
Michael,
talk, please.
Michael, and Kingsley, wait. Do you think Nande can worth $10,000
That is
beyond?
what I want to ask also. That is
So
what I want to ask
Nande
also.
can through.
That's why I said he should bring Chinasa
Nande,
Nworo here. That's why I said he should bring Chinasa Nworo. I challenge him and Chinasa Nworo. He blocked me. I challenge him and Chinasa Nworo. He blocked
worth
me.
$15,000. Will you buy
Oh,
them?
we ain't trying to. Oh, we ain't trying to.
Chinasa
Like, why
Woro
are they
said it
giving them
himself.
9 million?
Chinasa
Who
Woro.
are gonna $50
Chinasa
Ikenga,
now?
Woro
Can
said
they see that?
if they know one thing,
$50
Ndubisi,
why are you
themselves.
running
Ikenga,
like a pram up and
Ikenga,
down or
let me
spaces
take
every day?
$1,000 to
Ndubisi,
give you. You
Ndubisi,
take that
hold
10,000
a
reach your
space.
hand, but I go
Ndubisi,
give
Why
hold
are
you
you
a
now
crying
space.
up and
Bring
down
in
the
Chinasa
9
spaces?
Nworo.
million.
Bring me in.
Abu na
One plate of
let
pepper soup.
let
Ndubisi,
Nande higher let $1,500. Or carry it go now.
One plate of the soup.
So because of
Hold state,
1,500
state.
is the
So
reason why
that
you are
is what
crying
is
up
your
and down,
problem,
right?
Kega.
Is
So
that
the
the
whole
reason why
life
you are
problem
crying
is
up and down?
$1,500. That's
Okay,
all.
hold
You
on, hold
bagging.
on. Let me get to this money part. You know, I love money. You know, I love money. When I hear money, my brain.
We know now. Say you love money.
So calm down, they do man. My brain jumps. So Kenga, this $9 million that they are talking about now. You know, I had Anugam see anytime now the Kalubega record that they spend more than 500 million naira for security and all these things. So that is already proving that Nnamdi Kalu worth this $9 million. I beg, Kenga, I beg, how this money to go? Because me, I don't try to call out IPOB. I need to get my own share.
They went and start building
Now me bring
hotel.
See, now
story.
you
Now me
Kenga
bring
talk.
story
Now
up.
making a
You
calm down, make Kenga talk. What to be na own? You guys should. I go drop now. When it come to money, I don't joke.
Ndubishi, look. You see this way, what they do is to hype themselves to look important. Ndubisi just tell me what Kelly Fernandez can what to IAG will let them wear $20,000.
Can you imagine?
Just can you what?
No, but
Can you imagine? But Nigeria government went to Kenya. They went to Kenya to.
Mute your mic, Ebebru. Stop this thing now. Stop it. You guys should put on.
That's not the question you asked. Let it answer the question.
No, wait.
Question now. It's my turn to answer the question. If you Kenya, weje Butenande is to prove Ebeje Butenande about just Kenya.
Especially Kenga, please, can you also tell us what Sapele means? Because what is Sapele?
I will.
What does that mean?
I will. Now,
are you referring to kidnapping too?
Okay, I will answer our question. Wait, I want these idiots to know. Nebe picking the Kanobona, Ethiopia, not Kenya. Picking in Ethiopia. Ekwesike lift away from there. And me here mela happen Nande now moved to Kenya. Nande Kanu Jezian Airport ije buru ngoje buru. Ewejide Nande kwa ye tinka kopana. Let me tell you, if you were high. Not as if no will hear Nande. Mano, to prove to him that Nigeria is not zoo. Oh, bro, it's not as if he's
Did you collect money? Did he ask you how he was caught? Or
wait,
you went to
now I'm
Did
coming
you collect
to that.
money?
I'm coming to that. Abuna, talking of generating money from Abuna Nande, let's say, highest can happen to us because of the ocha. Like Nande kind of church or the OGM, we can let us say here the Kebe $5,600. Now,
you can get the
$5,600. Eletan na the $5,600. Akwaye nye no nwunye som. Nye umunne som. Nye nne anya som. Before nye all these people.
You see as you are now. Excuse me, Kenga, let me explain something to you people. In fighting crime, the amount involved does not matter. If you molest a girl now and you run away to anywhere in the world, that country you are in, they will find you. And if they find you,
Kenga, did you were you among
they will spend money to make sure that you are brought to justice.
Not to change the topic. In the BC, ask your question.
Ikenga, that is nobody can sell your organ to collect 9 million. Are you not stupid?
Those questions?
Are you not stupid?
No, hold on. You know, these guys keep on complicating themselves, Dr. Kenikewe. You know, here when all of them came out and say Kenga is nobody, have you seen Namdekalu before? This one, that one, that one. But now they're accusing him of collecting $9 million to selling Namdekalu. Someone you guys claim to be nobody. So I don't just understand. But that apart, actually, yes, Ikenga, this money really.
That is how stupid they can be now. That is how stupid
Again,
this can be.
We said it was Tina Saworu. Ikenga collected peanuts. You know the listening. That is your problem. We said Tina Saworu, which is the DOS, the DOS member, collected 9 million. That was what Divine said. Who know Ikenga? Ikenga na we friend. Ikenga na boy. Don't mind Ikenga. The question was Ikenga. Let him answer Beba Sapele. Who is Sapele?
He deviated from Sapele. Now he's deviating from 9 million
You
again.
guys are not allowing him to
Let
talk.
me answer now. Dr. Kenege, who is Sapele? And Agwagomi I don't know onye Sapele, so only that man no can bafia, but out Kugomoku with almost all these criminals. I do engage them. Mona Hana, like apart from him, good. A big animal matter from him, matter Mona him, Bidoze and moving so. But Sapela, but one person, ma wagging, Namama among the criminals, but a whole lot of them, I know them. A whole lot of them.
He accepted to
but
know
this
a whole lot of them, but he denied the one he works with. You see the psychological
no,
behind. He denied the one he has intimate relation with and just brush it off like I've heard his name somewhere before. This boy is a criminal. This boy will sell his mother and his father for money.
Wait. We say that this guy is nobody, it's true. We say so. But this guy, George Ifukemefo, after they concluded the selling of Mazin and the Kada, and the BNU and the rest of them, and China Samuru, That is when he joined them fully.
So
But
now they
initially,
can la
he was
commodity.
nobody.
Where did they sell? Did they sell it
This
now?
guy
They
was
can la
nobody. So he's
commodity.
aware of the 9 million. 9 million divine was talking about. He's aware of it. Ask this criminal.
That
Issue
that
with
the that the kind of
he don't know
commodity
about
where
the
they
9 million.
sell. In here, we
So we are not
Even people
contradicting
like you, they
ourselves.
don't pay
This
useless
you
guy
to
is
people.
come
aware
here
of what we're
talk
talking
against
about.
Namdekanu,
There's no
bastard.
contradict. This
Useless
guy
people.
Wow,
Now
joined
they can
Bugele
will die in
bad,
Kuje.
fool.
he
Shebi
joined
he has
UTMF4.
done
He
4
became
Easters in
relevant.
Kuje
He
prison.
became
He will do
relevant
more.
No
He has
when
shaking.
done 4.
Nelson
Two
Mandela
more
did
to do.
47.
they
Till
take over.
tomorrow,
He
Mandela
will
you
do
did
cannot
50
talk.
more.
You
Mandela did
cannot
He
stop
has
talking
done
about
47
4.
Nelson
He
and
Mandela.
one
eating
less
beans.
died.
In Easter, I ate
If why
chicken
are
and
you
rice. He
according
ate
people
beans,
Salata?
watery beans. He will eat more beans to come.
Nelson
They will
Mandela
not
ate
allow
watery
you to
beans for
answer.
27 years.
Let me
Till
talk.
tomorrow,
Oh.
his name will never go
See,
off this earth. He
your
will,
agitation is dead on arrival. It is dead.
he will
Biafra
hear, we
died in
hear. But about the
1970.
king, I king, a
It will
kidnapper.
remain dead. It will
Kidnapper, how much
remain
they
It is
dead
give him
dead
from
till
the
since
forever.
9 million?
1998. It is dead since
1960,
1998. Just they
1970, he
play.
See,
died in
Just they play.
I
1970.
know,
Just they
Mr.
It will
play.
Wolo,
remain
I
dead.
know you are supposed to go next, all right? But just hold on. I don't want this to slide. You guys should allow Ikenga to answer these questions, please. Please allow him to answer this question. Ikenga, you have the mic.
Very good. Thank you. If only these charlatans will allow me to talk. Now, this Sapelov guy, just like Michael, I believe Kingsley, and some of you here now know the name Sapele. From the way that name sound, those from Akwa Ibom side, right? I don't know him.
Sapele wo nya bakele ki ima very well. Ima is Sapele Ofuma.
I never. Okay, Onya Abakaleke. So how do you know no Onya Abakaleke? So you also know him.
I keep telling you guys, you think some of us that come to state to talk are just floor members, Abi?
No, okay. Obu name yan mu amaro onye oba. Amaro no
Ikenga,
amaro
he
mo
made a
onye.
program before
You
when
are
he
a
said
bloody
both the
liar.
Sapele,
Ikenga, you are a bloody
You guys should
liar.
allow Ikenga to speak now. You guys allow him to speak, please. I don't want this.
So Ndubisi, look, Emana, all these charlatans, what they do, they will come up with one thing and just hold on that. Just cover na an argument. Amaro mo onye sapele bu yen na no bu afa sapele, but mona sapele kubo before. Ndị nna fight bụ all these criminals o na-anụ nna agba afa and ndị nna agba afa na ama dodge. Look, I challenge these people. I dare them anywhere, whether ka ị nọ under Nandi, whether ka ị nọ under Simon, onye sokwa gị bụrụ ọ bụ na-enweghị anything mụ bụ Ikenga Uluagu na gị mere before, come out and say it. Bring out the evidence. Do you think Ndubisi with the degree of hatred these people were never know? It's an open we can commit. Now I weapon in public. Be honest. It's an open when no none of this agitation. Now we can make us say. You think by now higher weapon in
that is to
public.
show you are a
But on when
nobody. Nobody knows you. You are
But
just a
nobody know
racist.
you during the
The
agitation.
only thing
Nobody
I'm
know you
telling
during
you
the
is
okay,
agitation.
the
so
Nobody
little
know you.
money they
everybody
gave you.
that's an
Nobody
Is the
know
little
you.
money
You
they
became
gave you to
relevant.
come out and
okay,
speak.
You
nobody
guys,
knows
why are you guys
everyone.
attacking him now? I don't know why you guys just want to. No. See, allow him to speak.
Ndubisi, you ask questions. Say, why are we
No,
contradicting
leave
ourselves?
him to speak. You guys have accused him enough. Let him express himself, and you guys should give him the time to explain himself. You guys have accused him enough.
Ndubisi, to show you these people, they are not okay. The same these people will say you are nobody. The same people will say I saw their leader.
Yeah, but I
The
just
same people
explained to
will
you
say
now. Wait, Ikenga, wait.
so.
Ikenga, wait. I just explained to you right now. You know what I'm talking about. Ikenga, you were nobody. But after UTMF4 went off, you joined UTMF4, Obiude Obienu, Chinasa Nworu, and Chike Doziem. True or false? When they sold Mazen and the can out, that was when you joined them fully. And I remember the day you came into their program. You first of all said, Obiude Obienu is your father. UTMF4 brought you to this struggle. True or false? One. You were nobody. Nobody know you were irrelevant.
Hold on. Nwa Abakaleke. Akwa the same mouth you were kwuo say you are irrelevant. They say you will say I sold your leader $9 million. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu with the whole of his family The whole,
Bro,
all
that
of
is not
them.
what you're talking about. Say you joined those that sold you.
Get
Did you join them or
ka
true or
ngwa gị
false? What I just explained now. Or
ekpokọta ha
Gondi.
ncha niile ha elughọ $10,000 na asịsị jee lee ha. So o nwere and based on onye be ha bụ ha elughọ ego na ọ bụ na let's say na ọ bụ na onye Anambra ha asị na enwe ike
Okay, do
ịtag
you
ha
know
some
why you
value.
are claiming
Well,
that nobody can have nobody has anything against you?
ana m
Let me
abịa
tell you where
hold
you
on
get your
now.
see. You join it
Hold on, let me finish.
Ifa paid you. That is how you
Hold
started your
on, hold
bodyguard.
on.
True or false?
Hold on, let
True
me
or false
finish. Let me
now?
finish.
What is it true or false?
Let
So
me
he didn't
finish.
get money from
Now,
IPOB. Did
then
not allow you. You was not a coordinator.
hold
Your hand didn't
hold
reach
on.
money.
Una
You was
ada
not a
rush.
coordinator. You was nobody.
Ndishi
Exactly.
Kano.
You
Ndishi
just
Kano.
go and tell
Then,
Ifeanyi Uba that you know one or two, which is lie.
nobody but
I know how you get to there.
nobody
I
man.
even know how you get to there.
Nobody
I
but
know where you
Okay,
three.
okay, hold on, Ugochukwu, hold on. Allow him to speak. I don't know why if he's speaking, you guys will just submit your mic.
Ikenga, make this thing short. Accept to them, yes, you sold him down the counter because it's worthless. Simple.
No, 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 no,
You say
no.
Please,
yes, you sold
I
him.
want
Yes,
please.
sir.
I know what
Oh God, oh, you guys should Cherenuna because I didn't want to know about this part. You know, Ikenga, please just hold on, Ugochukwu. I don't know. I know official Ikenga, you have the mic. It's double mood too. I know you guys should just mute your mic. Everybody will speak. I didn't mean you guys are allowing people to speak. You have the mic would have gone round. Allow him to speak, please.
Please, host, give people mic to speak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's you just give
These people, this is how they are trained. If I were habu unu jelu ebe a na-ekwu okwu, don't let them make sense. They will keep scattering things, keep saying things enweghị meaning. And ha kwuo ihe jide aka na ya, onye nwa kpata. If you wake up today and tell them their mother is raping their father, they will agree. Once open and they will say it's true. That's how they are. So now, I don't know who is Sabele. Ihe nna anụ afa Sabele bụ na ha na-ekwu ọkwa the same group of criminals ndị akịta anụnwa bụkwa ha nwa ka mbido nụba sapere from ọnụ ha. But if you must know, this agitation is a big time business, and I want you to know that a Akwa person will never join Igbo man to do anything that will not benefit him. It's never possible. Any Akwa Ibom person, if Obo a hardcore, he's benefiting something from that business. So this divine or whatever from Akwa Ibom, Ijelu Imo State na Iafo na ha nwere camp, or no one can send the ego ejeje gotalo these people ni ma ọ bụ na a na-send the ego ha na-ekidnap through him. That's what. So if a fan able to come to space, they will speak for their paymasters to see that they are doing something. They will tell them, go after Ikenga, go
9
after
million. Gina China Sanworo, were 9 million from this thing. Yes or no?
Hold on. Now, hold on. Only see you now what on 9 million.
Award to 9
It's a
million,
big
and
thing.
spend
If you are
500
not,
million, you put in a court. It's your Kwagima.
Only soon. Get in a 9 million or the only soon abu obi kubana.
I'm
If
asking
in a
you,
quick
Amado, and spend the 500 million
listen to
every
me.
time we're in a court. And one year, and spend even Tinubu and spend the go.
It's an unexpected they go
500 million.
useless
Idiot. Shut up there. Anohia.
Moderators, you guys should allow official Ikenga to speak. You guys should allow him to speak. Let him.
Ndubisi, I have question for you.
Ndubisi,
I have question for you.
Yeah, I don't
Let
want
me
to
talk.
answer your question. Let official Ikenga finish.
Ndubisi, why
If you
not?
are a
Why
man,
won't you
answer
answer
my
your
question.
Am I a woman
all
before?
this
Look at this man.
idiots.
What do you mean if I'm a man? I should answer your question. Did I look like a woman or am I sounding like a woman to you? Is my voice romantic? Are you not seeing that I have a very rugged voice and a useless voice that you know that I'm a man? Look at what you are saying if I'm a man. Better pack one place. So. I like that
I
to
need to
speak.
ask you.
They cry for wedding. They answer that be born. They cry for wedding.
I wonder.
Let me tell you. Like I said before, Nnamdi Kanu watch her 9 million to discuss about. So Obuni Inaku and Nnamdi for $5,000 or even 4,300. Then I can talk. You okay, Namamaro. But for you to say $9 million goes again, something is wrong with you. Because
Since Nnamdi
Obi
Kanu
Kubana,
Shinon and Nigeria Jibril got caught, Nigeria spent up to 5 billion naira for just security alone.
I
was not the one that said it. It was the politicians that said they are spending 500 million every time you go down.
It is reported on national TV. It is reported on national
Just
TV.
keep quiet. You want to say,
Oh, I beg move this mic. I beg leave this stupid
you know what I'm
Ikenga.
saying is true.
This is stupid.
Ikenga, if you are not a criminal, how do you
Yesterday.
know that they're picking Nnamdi Kanu in Ethiopia?
So that Ikenga will know
Because
that
he's
nobody
part of it.
Ikenga
What do you
is
know?
How
an
do you
idiot.
know
He's a
that they're
criminal.
picking
It's
Nnamdi
part
Kanu
of
in
it.
Ethiopia? If you are not a criminal,
You are
Ikenga,
just dreaming. Ikenga, I have told you everything
Udenegeri
about you.
go.
You quiet. You don't fit talk.
Yeah,
Agwana mi
Udenegeri
already.
Everything
Ikenga.
about you.
Akwa this Ikenga. Udelegeri
They're
anu ya.
picking Nnamdi Kanu in
This guy,
Ethiopia.
this guy.
If you are not
You know, say
among,
me
how
they
do
have a
you know?
problem.
Okay, fine. You guys don't want him to speak. Let me give. Okay, Jaja, you that want. What do you want to ask me?
Also, Ndubisi, Biko, Campido na the title, IPOB and
No.
BLO.
What do you want to ask me? It's not your turn to
Yeah,
ask.
that's the question. That's the question I want to ask you.
That is not your turn. What do you want to ask me?
Okay, my question is, what's the meaning of IPOB?
Is that what you want to ask me?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you put it in your title now. If I
Let's
say
move
the
the
meaning.
mic. Move the mic. I don't know.
That means you don't have two balls, and I have to answer your title you put. If you have two balls, answer me. I want to ask you a question about your title. If you are a man, if you can stand my question.
I don't know the meaning.
So why do you put the title of IPOB and BLA? If you don't know, you put it. What is
the question? What is the question?
Yeah, let him talk. I want to ask him something. Let him talk. Let us talk. If you have two balls, let us talk. You think that Indy not here? No, Mutu is not here. Paid agent in Dara. We are just in
Prove
down.
to
We
us
are
that
just in down.
The way you guys have boldness to come on someone's space and to come and insult, you know, me, I don't take insult at anything. I just laugh over it. But you guys take it serious and want to keep people for all these things. That is how someone came to my space and was insulting my father. I'm just laughing. I did not even do him anything. I'm now you are here insulting me if I have two balls.
If you have two balls, talk.
You know I like you. You know the block person.
If you have two balls, talk. You are the co-host. You are the host.
All these inconsequential people.
You don't know the meaning of IPOB, but you put it in your title. People. What's the meaning of IPOB?
People that
What
they can't
concerns you
even
with IPOB?
they
You
can't
don't
even
know the
hold the
meaning.
organization. They don't tear the
What
organization
concerns
into
you with
because of money.
IPOB?
When I don't tear our organization into two, Biafra Republic, Biafra Republic, and Biafra Empire. When I don't tear them into two, stupid people.
Answer my question. What is IPOB?
Una no even feel hold on organization.
What
Greed
is
don't make una tear them
IPOB?
into two.
Answer.
Greed don't make una tear them into two.
Ja is not your son. It's not your turn. Mute your mic. You have the mic. If you want to speak, you wait for your turn.
I want to speak. Thank you. You will live long. May you live long.
You people are
You will live long.
criminal,
You will not go
kidnapper.
to prison like Nnamdi
You
Kanu.
people are
You will not
entertaining
go to
criminal
prison
here.
like
A kidnapper
Simon Ekpa.
again.
You will live long. You will not be a criminal like Nnamdi Kanu or a criminal like Simon Ekpa. Everything you do will prosper. You will not enter agitation like Simon Ekpa. You will not be frustrated with
You
life
people
and
are
enter
protecting
agitation.
her.
Because these people
Protecting
are
him.
frustrated
Bastard.
people who have nothing to contribute to society.
You
People
are
that are supposed to be
proud to be a
criminals,
Nigerian. Shame on
locked
you.
up criminals. They are
One
supposed to be
Nigerian is shame on you. What are you proud of
evaluated,
your country? Are you
psychological
proud to call
evaluation.
yourself a Nigeria if you
Are
are not
you
an
proud of your
IPOB?
life?
Bastard.
Are you proud of your life? You're in your 50s and you've achieved nothing.
What are you
You're a
proud of?
failure. School you no get, handwork you no get, business you no get. The only thing you have is agitation. Agitation. You want to give freedom, but you are not. You are the one who is in slavery of poverty. You are the one slavery of poverty. You have failed in life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never make
What's
it.
the meaning of IPOB?
You can never make it. You are a failure. You are a failure. You are a failure.
We think we don't know
What do
you.
you have? What can you point as your achievement
What's
in
the
life?
meaning of IPOB?
40 years.
So you come to my space and you're calling me Fulani born through AlaIgbo.
You can never make it. Jason, you can never make it.
You can never make it.
You can never make it. You
You people cry. You
are a
people will cry
failure.
till death.
The only thing you have is agitation.
We
It is
already
agitation.
home. We
It is
are
the only thing that
already
gives you a
home.
sense of importance. It is
Biafra,
the
we
only
are
thing
already
that gives you a
home.
false sense of importance. You think you're
I
important
got
because
you
you are
on
making
also this
noise
year.
saying Biafra, Biafra. You are not important. You are not
We will
important.
chase
You are a
all of
non-entity.
you people out.
You are the worst of the worst.
We will chase
The
all of
worst
you
of the
out.
worst in
Business.
society.
We know
Nobody
all
cares
of
about
you.
you.
Fulani born throw
You are
away.
just
Na
statistic.
Igbo.
Tomorrow they will shoot you and you appear as statistics. They
Fulani
will not
born
even
throw
post your
away.
picture.
Na
They
Igbo.
will write one person short. You are a
Fulani
statistic.
born throw away. Na Igbo
You
na
are a
South
walking
Igbo. Thunder
statistics.
bomb kwa unu dia. Ule
Failure.
chana ya
You are
morondombo.
a failure. You
Oh,
can
that
never make
how
it.
many of you? How
What
many of
have you
you?
ever achieved in your
How
life?
many of you?
What did you achieve in your life? In a book class in primary school. In a book class in primary school. In a book class in primary school. In primary school. Secondary school. A guy secondary school drop out na SS1. He finish in secondary school because he don't have WAEC. He went WAEC. Aha go gini. Aha go gini. Mba.
Nwanne ka ebe chọrọ anyị ije n'ala Igbo Ọnịcha Ọnịcha Enugu Ọka kedu ebe chọrọ anyị ije n'ala Igbo
on the prison na master
ọ na
na prison na erubis ebe ka
ọ nọ na DSS
prison na erubis
Ị bụrụ onye oriwa na ịmụ ebe kidnap Nnamdi Kanu na Ethiopia ịka ndị Nigerian gọọmenti wee marụ nkịta ga-ala nne o ji iburu nwa na Ethiopia mana ọ masta gị bifọ
na-eri beans mmiri mmiri ebe ọ gara
mana ọ
ibu nwa
masta gị
n'ite
bifọ na
ọ gara ịchọ ashawo Nnamdi Kanu na ọ na-ala